is going in your favor from a rest standpoint, also from an availability and a personnel standpoint.
Marcus Smart is probable for tonight. Celtics could have him back. Celtics Heat Game 2. You'll see it on ESPN. You'll hear it here on ESPN Radio. That's tonight. This morning, PGA Championship tees off. Tiger Woods playing with Rory McIlroy and Jordan Spieth. How about his health? Can he contend?
I feel like I can, yeah. Definitely. I just got to go out there and do it. I got to do my work. And starts on Thursday, and I'll be ready.
Today's round starts at 9:11 Eastern Time. His featured group is on ESPN+. That's going to do it for Sports Center all night. I'm Jay Reynolds. It's Thursday, May 19th, birthday of Kevin Garnett. A Hall of Famer is 46 today. Celtics Heat back at it tonight. Key, Jay, and Max have all the angles. They're next. It's ESPN Radio.
Coming up next, Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max on ESPN Radio and ESPN2.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. Dashboard light problems? We can help. Our free Fix Finder service can read your check engine light, ABS light, and service indicator light, and give you possible solutions, verified by licensed technicians. You'll even get detailed results sent straight to your email so you have them when you need it most. It's the most complete free warning light report backed by technician-verified fixes. The free Fix Finder service, only at AutoZone.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
More details at AutoZone.com.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. Actually, it feels great. You should try it out. So cut your bill by switching to Straight Talk Wireless. Now offering our $45 Silver Unlimited plan with 5 gigabytes of hotspot and nationwide 5G on America's largest, most dependable networks. The $45 Silver Unlimited plan from Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
A month equals 30 days. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
The new tomato pesto grilled cheese sandwich from Dunkin' has more of the ingredients you love. Oven-roasted tomatoes, vine-ripened and perfectly seasoned. And delicious pesto spread with melted white cheddar cheese on toasted sourdough bread that will help you get more out of every bite and will have you wishing for a few more bites once you're done. And no, I'm not sharing mine. The new tomato pesto grilled cheese sandwich. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Additional charges may apply.
Let's face it. Real estate is broken. Commissions are outrageously high, service is poor, and there's been little to no innovation for the last 50 years. Until now. Let me tell you about Hauser. They're a disruptor brand, kind of like what Uber is for public transportation. They're bringing so many new things to market that truly benefit you, the customer. Flat fee listings that put hard-earned equity back in your pocket. Salaried agents who are local experts that truly have your back. Sellers want to save thousands or get a guaranteed cash offer on your home? Hauser can do that. Buyers searching for your dream home or need to make a cash offer to compete? Use Hauser's cash to win the deal. Yes, you heard me right. Backed by game-changing technology and the best reviews in the industry, Hauser is your go-to company for buying and selling homes. Check them out at Hauser.com. That's HOUWZER.com. Put hard-earned equity back in your pocket. Hauser.com.
It's Cuz thinking about getting an engagement ring? If you're ready to pop the question, you got to go to Golden Nugget Jewelers right now. Largest selection of certified diamonds and engagement rings. Your perfect ring is at Golden Nugget Jewelers. Major financing options, unbeatable prices for name brands such as Veragio and Tacori. Online today at GoldenNuggetJewelry.com. Golden Nugget Jewelers, where Philly gets engaged.
There is a place outside of Philadelphia where the aroma of freshly baked bread brings you back to more traditional times. The era when families joined together to enjoy an authentic old world taste with traditional recipes and fresh ingredients. That time and place still exists at Corpoli's Italian Bakery and Deli since 1924. Now 4 generations and 4 locations. The Corpoli's family has been bringing you back to a more nostalgic time by sharing their favorite recipes and consistently adding new flavors for new traditions. While Corpoli's Italian Bakery and Deli is well known for their famous tomato pie, voted best in Philadelphia, nothing compares to their fresh baked bread and strombolis, handmade pastries, cookies, pies, and a wide range of custom cakes. For a list of locations and all your party needs, explore more at CorpleysBakery.com.
Go WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Good morning. Thought I'd help you wake up.
It's 6 a.m. and you're listening to The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Let the party begin!
The show starts now.
Good morning, everybody. To take the phrase from Anthony Gargano, it is the John Kincade Show here at 97.5 The Fanatic. Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan. We got Connor Thomas on the board today. And, of course, the affable, the quizzical. You know who he is.
You're trying to think of his name right now,
Coach. No, I was trying to see if he had some kind of a reaction, but he didn't. Coach Eric Camille.
I'm waiting for the introduction to be over.
Oh, okay. There you go.
That was nice, Bob. Thank you.
Stone-faced.
Yes, you're welcome. Very welcome. What a great day we had yesterday at the Brian Dawkins golf outing. A lot of fun. Glad you all listened in. For those that were able to make donations, that was terrific.
Yeah, it was a great event. I think the Cuzgasms happening between 12 and 12:20 yesterday was some of the favorite radio I've ever heard in my life. I don't think he could have gotten through a sentence without a new pair of shorts.
We can probably do Cuz or Love, our game.
I couldn't believe
Every
what I was
Thursday.
hearing on the ride home.
He was happy.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he likes to see professional athletes come over and talk to him.
I was looking.
And he worked with that team when he was working on a book project. Not with the team, but behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So he knew a bunch of those guys, and wow.
Yeah, he was excited yesterday. It was a cool
entertaining.
day. Like, we were lucky enough, we got some breakfast afterwards, so we were in the cafeteria, whatever you want to call it, the dining room.
Yeah, saw some old friends there.
Yeah, saw some old friends. It was great to see a lot of guys. It was also, like Connor made the observation of, my God, look at how big all these guys Eddie George, who we looked up, I think he's 48 years old. He was sitting at the table next to us.
His shoulders.
He's still, you can tell that he's played football. He's a little
It looks like
slower.
he can still play.
Yeah, he's a little slower in the walk or whatever. But he looks great. Donovan McNabb looked wonderful.
Trent Cole looked like he could still play.
Trent Cole, I tell you what, out of all the guys we saw yesterday, he was, and Dawk too. Brian Dawkins is right there. He's jacked. He looks like he could still play. But Trent Cole looks terrific.
Yeah, he did.
John Runyon there. John's lost a lot of weight. I know he has some trouble moving around, as many of those guys do. And it was good. We were able to talk to, when we were walking out, we saw Brian Westbrook. We saw Ike Reese, good friend of everybody.
So, yeah, my buddy Hugh and Hollis.
Hollis.
It was a great event, and it shows you how loved B-Dawk is.
Yeah, it was cool. I was listening to Anthony's show on the drive home yesterday, and to a man, everybody that came on and said all Dawk had to do was call, and I was here.
Yeah.
You have a guy like Hugh Douglas coming up from Atlanta.
Yeah.
And he actually said, I don't know if you heard it on Anthony's show, that he came up from Atlanta and he did he's on Sports Talk Radio also, but he did his show up here because that's how much Brian Dawkins means to him. So, great event yesterday, a lot of fun. For those of you who did donate, we thank you very much for such a great cause, the Brian Dawkins Foundation.
And we got some news. Anthony got it live on his show. We got it right after the show yesterday of...
How about that, Jamie?
Not bad news to get about your football team.
No, not bad news at all. And as I said on these airwaves before, that after the draft, I read 2 publications that offered grades about the NFL draft. And it's silly. It's kind of a lazy way to go, like grades really on guys that haven't even played yet. But on the 2 that I read, both of them gave the Eagles an A+ in their grading system for the draft. Is there any way we can't give Howie Roseman an A+ for this whole offseason? Draft, signings, trades included?
No, I don't think so. When you look at White, Reddick, A.J. Brown, and Bradbury as your 4 additions to the team, non-draft related, I don't give a damn if it's trade or free agency. Just get them here. He had to get creative. He didn't have a ton of money. And he addressed probably their biggest needs in a playmaker, an edge rusher, and a cornerback. And then, a linebacker that can fly around a little bit and make some tackles. So if you're more staunch up front, you can stop the run a little better. Now you got 2 guys on the outside who can press, and you got some linebackers that can fly around. It's a whole new defense, in my opinion. So it should be pretty exciting.
Pat, your initial reaction yesterday, we got done the show, we heard that Bradbury got signed. We were sitting having breakfast. You kind of sauntered away. So I think you went away and had you were jumping up and down and screaming and
He had to go to
hollering.
the bathroom when he gets good news.
Yeah,
I do.
Is that what it was?
I grabbed your bottle of lotion and I headed off to the bathroom.
There was a line. That was probably a little too much.
Okay, all right.
Just the bathroom was fine.
Well, we learn, and we move on.
Now I don't want to touch my lotion anymore either.
Well, my initial thought was I got to get something on the website. My second thought was this is awesome because that was the question that I had for Shefty. I think it was the glaring hole that everybody looked at with this Eagles team. Look, they've improved at a lot of positions. The one they haven't, though, and they've taken a hit on is cornerback. So I was thrilled. I didn't want to go into the season with Zach McPherson as an outside corner. Nothing against the kid, but I wanted an established starter, and it reminded me of last year of Jamie every week asking Shefty about Steven Nelson because it was like there was an obvious choice out there.
Yeah, I was going to be asking him if you didn't.
Jamie was pissed off yesterday at Shefty. Yes, you were. Don't deny it. And I'm going to call him. I'm going to text him today and tell him that he needs to answer to you. But Jamie's reaction was like
an hour and a half later, he signs, and there's no sniff of that. Come on. He knew.
I think we should call him. You two should have it out on air.
He at least probably knew the teams that were interested in him.
What I think, because the report came out that there were 11 offers initially. The agent wheeled it down to 3.
Oh, okay.
I think Shefty knew that the Eagles were one of the 3.
Yeah, come on.
I would assume, yeah.
Throw us a little slop. We need a little slop.
Like what? I would
that they're one of the most aggressive teams in calling his agent.
He says that all the time, though.
No, he
says to us all the time that the Eagles are going to be involved with everybody. They're going to make phone calls with everybody.
Yeah, but he probably says that in the Denver market, and he probably says it in the Arizona market. How about they're being one of the most aggressive teams going after James Bradbury?
Coach, can you? It's palpable, this tension between Jamie and Shefty right now.
No, it's not.
How do we address this today? Should we try to get maybe Shefty on air?
It's not palpable.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to send him a text. He's up.
Yeah, he's up.
Send him a text now.
This isn't his fault. I mean,
Jamie, you're saying it's his fault?
No. No, there's this thing Bob's been doing this past week or two where it's some pretty obvious off-air stuff that he brings to on-air, and it's going really well.
What are you talking about?
I'm not going to battle Shefty because he didn't give us information.
If you're mad enough,
it was an observation.
You made a scene in the dining hall yesterday.
Oh yeah, a scene.
You stood up and
I said,
screamed,
"Are you serious?" He didn't have an inkling.
Yeah, you said you wanted to duel him, old school, like Aaron Burr stuff.
It's funny.
I'm just gonna not talk to Bob off air ever again.
Stop! Come on.
I don't know,
Jamie.
Pat. Maybe I will.
Well, maybe you just tell too many tales or something. I don't know.
Then I guess I can't talk around you.
Did you or did you not scream in the middle of the dining room that mother effing scumbag?
No, 3 people came up and said, "You talking about Shefty?"
Yeah, immediately they knew, right? Immediately.
Yeah, it just made too much sense. They were obviously going to be one of the teams that were calling on him.
Yeah.
They didn't have a starting quarterback.
No, and you know what, Jamie, you always say it, and I thought of this yesterday when it was done. You said it before. I love one-year deals. It's the best thing in football.
There's no bad one-year deals.
No bad one-year deals. It's going to turn out to be about $10 million. So the way it breaks down is it's a $7.5 million salary. 7.25 is guaranteed, 2.5 in upside, so it could equal $10 million total. So they do all these things this offseason. Everything that we talked about, the draft, A.J. Brown, now James Bradbury. You get the big run fatty in the middle, run stuffer in the middle. How much more optimistic are you about this season, Jamie, or is it just kind of, it still goes back to the quarterback?
It always goes back to the quarterback, but there's no reason to not win the division now.
No. No, right?
I think that the expectations have shifted to NFC East winner.
Yeah, because before listening to national people talk, it was like, don't forget about the Eagles. Kind of like that. Now it's, the Eagles. Right?
Yeah.
I think the uptick has gone that way after these last couple of weeks, and especially after yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, do I believe they're going to win a Super Bowl? I heard a lot of that chatter yesterday. No, I don't.
Wait, people were talking about winning a Super Bowl this year?
Yeah. I saw people on Twitter saying Super Bowl aspirations, like this team can win the NFC. Let's go. You know, even some people out of market saying they might be the most talented roster in the NFC now. I saw a lot of that talk yesterday.
Wow.
Am I there? No. But I do think they can win the division. And, you know, if Hurts improves throughout the year, you could probably win a playoff game, maybe two. Let's get nuts.
So yesterday, Connor was saying at the table, Pat, as soon as we heard the news, he says, they're contenders, Super Bowl contenders. Just to have a conversation, I said, I think they're NFC contenders, kind of question mark. Where do you put them now?
Well, it's coming up. It's coming up later.
Oh.
It's one of my topics.
All right.
It's coming up later.
Okay.
I mean, do you want me to answer the question now?
No, that's all right. Connor, how about you? Are you like it really has propelled you to say these guys are Super Bowl contenders?
So they've got a ways to go. Obviously, you got to see how they play the season out, right? But you look at this roster compared to what they had in 2017. Like, I don't know. Outside of the quarterback position, where are they significantly worse?
I don't think they're worse anywhere.
Okay, well, that team won the Super Bowl. So if Jalen Hurts makes a step, which we didn't see from Carson Wentz prior to that 2017 season.
Well, Carson Wentz was an MVP through 13 weeks.
Yeah, he was. It would be a huge step, but you're looking at the rest of the roster, and if you're like, I understand it's a big piece, but they made the playoffs last year. You're one piece away. You gave them a bunch of other weapons this offseason. Like, yeah, I like them a lot. Now, I don't know if it'll play out. We've seen plenty of Eagles teams where it's like, oh, they should be in the conversation, and they've fallen flat, but you look at the roster, it's hard not to get excited for the potential to win the NFC.
There's no question there's potential for them to win it. And maybe, I don't know, Jamie, I don't know if you've gotten up on the odds or maybe they're not all that updated yet from Las Vegas, but what the odds are of the Eagles coming out, I definitely would think they're I don't want to say definitely.
They're the favorite to win it all.
The favorite to win the NFC East.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
I haven't looked. I'll try and log into my DraftKings account right now and take a gander.
Yeah, maybe they are. It wouldn't surprise me if they are.
I can't imagine one cornerback moves the odds that much, to be honest.
No, but I mean, you know, when you've got a national guy like Ian Rappaport tweeting out Darius Slay on one side, James Bradbury on the other.
Yeah.
Fire emoji.
Calm down, Rappaport.
No, look, but what they had and what they have now is a massive upgrade. Now, really, you went from having a question at the other opposite cornerback and a safety position to really just the safety position. And you could survive with that because you're pass rush.
Yeah. Well, and people forget about that, but that a lot of people are around nationally, around the NFL say, you know, you have a good defensive line that takes care of a lot of weaknesses that you may have in the defensive backfield.
Yeah, let's calm down here. Everybody's saying Super Bowl.
No, I'm not calming down. They're winning the Super Bowl.
Eagles plus 2,500 to win it all.
All right, they're not winning the Super Bowl.
In the NFC alone, they are still behind the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Green Bay Packers, the LA Rams, the San Francisco 49ers, the Dallas Cowboys.
They are behind the Cowboys. How about that? Okay.
The Cowboys are plus 1,800. The Eagles plus 2,500. So there's still about 5 teams in the NFC ahead of them. You know, you're ahead of now the Cardinals, the Saints, the Vikings, the Commanders. Like, you're still kind of
in the... I wouldn't even call it in the mix according to those
You're not
numbers.
even the favorite to win your own division.
No.
Well, because the Cowboys have a quarterback.
I'd rather have that. I'll tell you what. I've been really thinking hard about this.
Cowboys are plus 130. Eagles are now plus 190 on DraftKings to win the NFC East.
That makes kind of sense.
I've been thinking a lot about this.
That's actually good value, plus 190.
I want to make some kind of a statement about Jalen Hurts for this year because I have to figure out exactly what it is. But as we talked about it yesterday when we were at the golf outing on air, I just think that we're forgetting, because it wasn't there for about the last 7-8 weeks of the season, how dangerous his legs are. And all I keep remembering is that touchdown run. Do you remember the touchdown run where he planted?
Yeah.
I forget what team it was
the
against.
Giants,
it was like,
wasn't it?
Yeah,
was
I
it
think
the
so.
Giants, like a 25-yard touchdown run?
Yep.
I think we're forgetting a little bit or just how dangerous his legs are. And I think that's going to be a big, big factor into how he plays quarterback this year. And I don't think he had that in the second half of last year. And, if you're going to learn to read defenses, which obviously when we listened to the Tampa Bay game, he didn't really learn how to do, you would think if your legs are taken away, that's something that you should have learned how to do a little bit better. Maybe that made him realize because you don't have your escapability when you don't have your legs to get away from things that you're not reading, whatever it may be. But I think his legs are going to be a big, big factor if he's totally healthy this year.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's part of what made him him. He's got athleticism that not a lot of quarterbacks have out there. He's pretty talented when it comes to escapability and getting on the move. I wish he would have improved. I hope improving his throw on the move was a focus with Tom House this offseason because he can escape a lot. And if he can put together, throwing across his body or throwing, right to right sideline on the move, that's an unlock, a rare tool that not a lot of guys have in this league. So, yeah, let's cross those fingers and hope.
If he can learn to throw on the move a little bit better, a lot better.
I think that's even more important than his long ball.
I agree.
Because it's
you
much
have those
more
guys,
common.
and you have the guys that can get open now.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that you can't double Devontae Smith. Do you have problems with your building's water and wastewater pump system? Visit pumpmanphilly.com. Pumpman Philly. The guys to know to fix your flow. I feel bad for Pat today. You're struggling already.
Whoa.
Did you just jump my pump?
Well,
I didn't know. I think Pat has first rights on that pump.
You just pump jumped me.
No,
I think you were the pump jumper.
No, he dominated my pump.
I have to call violation. Now, it's cool because Pat's not feeling all that great. His allergies are killing him
God,
today.
He's so bad right now.
So it's good that you were looking to help out, Connor, but I think you got to wait for the
No. This is like
assist.
a rebound in basketball. You'd rather have both guys go after it than nobody go after it.
That's a really good point by Connor.
It's not bad.
Point to Thomas.
Okay, we'll give it to you then. I defer. I deferred to Pat. Pat gave it to you. Good man.
Pat, your voice sucks this morning.
It's.
Look at his eyes.
The last
Are you
2 days.
okay?
Heavy Chevy, get a close-up of his eyes if you can on the YouTube.
At what point are you considered like addicted if you are taking multiple different kinds of allergy meds and nothing's working? Like I told somebody the other day, I have gone through every single thing I can think of to avoid or temper my allergies, including using the neti pot 2 times a day. And using different kinds of allergy meds.
What's that? The thing that goes up and around your nose?
It clears your sinuses out.
I couldn't do that.
It's supposed to help with the pollen. It's supposed to flush out the pollen. I've used that twice a day. Doesn't seem to work. I've 2 different kinds of allergy meds in my bag.
You have tons of meds in your bag. We all know that.
Before I went to bed last night, I took one, and that was probably 8 hours ago. But here's my problem. We live in 2022. And we put a man on the moon 50 years ago. We can't come up with a damn allergy med that actually works. And not only that, but they make it so it's 24 hours. Bull crap, it's 24 hours. And don't believe that for a second. So now you're making me feel like I have to go to a dealer, like a pusher man, because I'm taking more than one in a 24-hour span.
Have you considered trying something?
Like what?
Not being a bitch.
Wow.
Haven't tried that.
That's the next. It wasn't in his bag.
That's the next one.
I have not tried that, and I'm going to do that starting now.
It's the Amazon hack.
Yeah. So Heavy Chevy just did a close-up. I mean, close-up of your eyes, Pat, to show
you look
the
stoned
listeners
as hell.
on YouTube and the great people on YouTube how bad you're suffering. I mean, those things are redder. They almost match your Phillies.
Why are you smoking bongs before the show?
Crushing
John leaves and you start hitting bongs.
It makes me a better host. Go Birds.
Well, today's a great day because it's brought to you by Wendy's. Pat, that'll make you feel better. A little Wendy's later on.
Little munchies.
It can't hurt. That's right. Get the munchies, get everything going and flowing.
All right.
You'll be good to go. When you want a hot and juicy hamburger, go for the Square. Wendy's serves up fresh, never frozen, always square beef. Go to Wendy's and grab a Dave's Double or Triple, as Ricky likes to point out, and taste that hot, juicy Square difference. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Hot and juicy hamburgers, fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S. and Alaska and Canada. Ricky Botalico will be joining us.
What do you say, Ricky Bo?
Just a little bit later.
Oh, you're looking great, brother.
Yeah, we got to get out golfing with Ricky.
I played. He was behind me at the Michael Barkan outing last year.
Yes, he was.
I
behind
saw
us, Jamie.
Yeah, you were with me.
Oh no.
We were split up.
Yeah, we were split up. My fault.
But when Ricky gets a hold of one, oh yeah,
dude shoots like in the 70s.
Yeah, he's a pretty good golfer.
He's a serious golfer.
He can get a hold of one off the tee box.
So you can tell that he has a really, really good swing, and Connor still thinks he can strike him out.
No, he's got a good swing on the golf course. That ball's sitting still, Bobby. When it's coming in at 72 hot miles an hour, you have a little bit of trouble. Plus an inch of break. Oh, look out.
I don't know. Your confidence in yourself is so adorable.
If I'm not going to be confident in me, who will be?
Is it adorable, admirable?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, it's both.
Sometimes it gets on people's nerves, but it's okay. We brought it up to Westbrook again yesterday when you were when I was standing talking to him. He's like, he's on the show. I said, yeah, that's Connor. That's the guy that says he can tackle you in the hole. And he couldn't stop laughing long. It was embarrassing. He couldn't stop laughing. You know who I met yesterday was Westbrook introduced me to Chad Lewis.
Yeah, I saw him. There was Chad, Ike, and B. West on the driving range. Chad's
what a nice guy.
A really nice guy.
Yeah, very, very nice.
I dealt with him a couple times over the years. Really, really nice guy.
He was telling me that he's working at BYU.
I was going to say he's in like the fundraising or assistant AD or something at BYU.
Yeah.
So look at that. He came in from Utah to be there for Dawkins.
Exactly.
It could have been eyewash, but when I was a young kid, I used to go to the Eagles Carnival. I was like 6 or 7. Chad Lewis was my favorite Eagle when I was growing up. And we'd see him every year. And every time he'd give you, oh, yeah, I remember you. How are you doing? How's like your Pop Warner football going? Could have been eyewash, but couldn't have been nicer.
Total eyewash.
Chad Lewis.
Yeah, that was the cool thing about yesterday, just how good the guys all are, how much they love hanging out with each other.
Yeah.
And, like we've all been there. We all have groups of friends that we go back to. Well, sorry, Pat. I'll talk about the rest of us. Groups of friends that we like to go to. And
Dude, I'm getting it from like all angles today. Jeez.
I'm teasing you. You're the
I'm getting it from you. I'm getting it from the trees. I'm getting it from the YouTube community. Like
Chad Lewis played through one of the nastiest injuries I ever recall a Philadelphia athlete playing through.
As soon as I brought his name up, I knew you were going to bring it.
How do you not bring it up, Bob? He got a cleat in the ass and it tore.
That happens.
The cleat didn't tear. It was his ass that tore, Pat.
And he came back and played.
We're doing ass tearing at 6:21 in the morning.
He played through. I think it was in a playoff game too.
That's the show that we become.
I think he caught a touchdown pass.
He did.
Yeah.
Wasn't it
Maybe
the game
2.
before the
Super Bowl.
NFC Championship?
Wasn't it? Was it, or was it the game against Atlanta?
Whatever it was, the dude.
No,
whatever
the
it was,
game
he is a warrior.
The game against Atlanta, he broke his ankle.
Yes,
and
that's
why
right.
Jeff Thomason had to come in.
He caught a touchdown pass, I think, with that.
He broke it on the same play as he caught a touchdown pass.
Sat down when he caught it. Yeah. So he played with a broken ankle, and you're bitching about allergies.
How do you feel about yourself?
Wow, Pat. The guy had a cleat to the ass, and you're bitching about a sniffy nose.
Don't we have to break?
Yeah, we probably do. This is the John Kincade Show. We thank you for joining us, 97.5 The Fanatic.
The NBA playoff action is nonstop at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. This week, new customers can bet $5 on any team to win and get $150 in free bets if they do. You looking to turn that small bet into a big payday? Well, try DraftKings same-game parlays. Create your own parlay by combining multiple bets, including like player props, which team will win, total threes made, total rebounds, and plenty more. And right now, all customers can place a same-game parlay with 3 or more legs and get a free bet back up to $25 if one leg doesn't hit. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use that code FANATIC. Bet $5 on any NBA team to win their game and get $150 in free bets if they do. That's code FANATIC. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit. Restrictions apply. In partnership with the Hollywood Casino at the Meadows. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
Uh-oh. Looks like I'm in for a bad hair day.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Today's John Kincade Show is being brought to you by Wendy's. Fresh, never frozen square patties. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's hot and juicy hamburgers.
Hey, it's cause, listen, you've tried all the usual weight loss gimmicks. You've counted points. You've eaten nothing but protein. You've drank nothing but shakes. And none of it's worked. But one to call, 855-5NJ-DIET, can change all of it. With NJ Diet, you can lose a contractually guaranteed 20 to 40 plus pounds in only 40 days. Their program starts with bioenergetically personalized supplements based on your hair, saliva, and blood work. Then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet plan and workout regimen to help you keep the weight off. You're not sure you can do it alone? NJ Diet's with you every step of the way. You're fully monitored by their certified staff to make sure you're burning fat and not just losing water. You'll also get the doctor's personal email and phone number. NJ Diet's all natural, no shots, no hormones, no surgery, no dreaded prepackaged foods. Locations close by in Newark, Delaware, Cherry Hill, King of Prussia, from home with live online video consultations. Call 855-5NJ-DIET or log on to njdiet.com. Go to njdiet.com and lose the weight for good.
What if you could build a six-figure retirement income with almost half the money saved? You heard that right. Get a discount on your retirement, creating a six-figure income with 40% less than traditional 401ks and mutual funds. Hi, I'm Brett Kitchen, best-selling author and star in a new Hollywood documentary called The Baby Boomer Dilemma. In this film, economists and Nobel Prize-winning PhDs from Wharton, MIT, and Stanford share a strange concept I call the retirement discount. It gives you more retirement income with the same dollars saved, and your money is never at risk if the market crashes. That's right. If the market crashes 30%, you lose nothing. Even people who are on track have shifted money to this new strategy because it increases their retirement income or can allow them to stop working years sooner. So if you're over 50 and want a bigger, better retirement with less money, call to get a free copy of this brand new movie, The Baby Boomer Dilemma, at 1-800-451-8989. This is a $30 value, but when you call today, you'll get it completely free, plus 2 hours of bonus behind-the-scenes footage. I'll even cover shipping and handling, no credit card required. So don't delay. Call right now, 1-800-451-8989. That's 1-800-451-8989, 1-800-451-8989.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of a brand new ice maker dropping cubes into a fresh glass of water, making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Save up to 30% off select appliances. Valid May 19th through June 8th. Gas range extra. While supplies last. See store for details.
Repeat after me. I, Kevin, take you, Susan.
I, Kevin, take you, Susan.
This is Jamie from Progressive. Jamie! No, it's all right. I can talk. Progressive protects you 24/7, which means you can contact us anytime. I'm getting a loud shh sound, so I'm going to talk louder. What can I help you with today? Oh, yeah, Progressive can do that. Ugh, there's that noise again. Hold on. Let me put you on speaker.
Contact us 24/7 on the phone, online, or on the mobile app. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Covered subject to policy terms.
You've got bugs. What's your move? A rattly can? Or a simple spritz? Bugs near your kids and pet? Will it be ingredients you can't pronounce? Ew. Or essential oils? Bother the bugs, not your family. Zevo uses essential oils, which attack bugs' biological systems, so Zevo kills bugs, plus is safe for use around people and pets when used as directed. Zevo. People-friendly. Bug-deadly. Now at a store near you.
Beasley Media's Philadelphia digital division continues to grow, and we're looking for qualified candidates. To see the full job description and qualifications for our digital sales strategist, ad operations, and digital sales coordinator positions, go to 97.5thefanatic.com/now hiring. Positions are full-time and include benefits. Please deliver your resume and cover letter to digitalphilly@bbgi.com. Beasley Media Group, LLC is an equal opportunity employer.
It's one thing to build a truck. It's another to build a legacy. The Ford F-150. The only truck with an available class-exclusive Pro Power onboard generator. The only one with an available work surface in the front and the back. And the only one that is part of the F-Series lineup that has been the best-selling pickup for 45 straight years. Now, you can get special incentives when you build to order a new F-150. Inventory is arriving daily, so hurry in for best selection. Get to your local Ford store today.
Ever heard the grass is always greener on the other side? If you're in a dead-end job, you want greener grass. Well, My Computer Career can help. Start a new life as an IT pro in months, not years. My Computer Career offers lifetime career services to help you find jobs with companies begging for IT pros. And financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill. Take the free career evaluation and schedule a campus tour today. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
When you want a hot and juicy hamburger, go for the square. Wendy's serves up fresh, never frozen beef on every burger. And yet, those patties, they're square. So go to Wendy's and grab a Dave's Double and see the hot and juicy square difference for yourself. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Hot and juicy hamburgers. Fresh beef's available in the continuous USA, Alaska, and Canada.
Neiman Marcus has the hottest men's designer sneakers in Philadelphia, and they're going fast. Pop into Neiman's King of Prussia and try on the newest kicks from Balenciaga, Alexander McQueen, Christian Louboutin, Dolce & Gabbana, and Versace. But hurry to be sure you're one of the first to snag a pair.
If you're a small business, there are lots of choices when it comes to your internet and technology needs. But when you choose Comcast Business Internet, you choose the largest, fastest, reliable network. You choose advanced security for total peace of mind. And you choose fiber solutions with speeds up to 10 gigs available to more small businesses than any other provider. That's virtually everywhere we serve. The choice is clear. Get unbeatable business solutions from the most innovative company. Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security together for just $39.99 a month for 12 months with a 3-year agreement when you add Comcast Business Mobile. That's savings of $40 a month for a year. Call 1-800-501-6000 today. Offer ends 5/22/22. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Early termination fee applies. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Most innovative based on American Business 2021 Gold Stevie Award. Call or go online for details.
Hello? Whether you're at home or on the go, listen to 97.5 The Fanatic on Odyssey on your smartphone, Roku, LG Smart TV, Waze, and more. That's Odyssey, AUDACY. Check it out now. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
You may not officially be one of my endless cousins, but I do consider you part of our family.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
It is the John Kincade Show here, 97.5 The Fanatic. Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, Connor Thomas, Coach Eric Camille. I do ask for something out there among our listeners, and we've gotten some people on YouTube that have chimed in and said, get Pat into a shower, something. We don't have a shower available to us.
No.
Pat has taken some medicine. He is not on drugs, as many have suggested on
But he's been
YouTube.
taking a suppository. I don't know many allergy suppositories.
He's trying to get at it any way he can.
Yeah, you got to attack it both ways.
Yeah.
I admire the effort. I just thought it was a little weird. You were back there on a table with your knees at your chest.
I didn't know all of a sudden John goes back to Atlanta and we start kink shaming.
Wow.
I didn't realize that
we were trying to attack allergies.
You became that guy. Why
I'm
can't
not
we,
that guy.
Why can't we do both?
I'm not that guy.
Why
No,
can't
that's
we
me.
do both? Why can't we, scratch the itch, if you will, while also killing the allergies? I prefer it hard. I do.
All right, so look,
I do.
I'm reaching out to you fine listeners, and it can't be anything medicinal because Pat's already tried some. Do you have any home remedies as far as getting rid of allergies for a little bit? Because the way Pat looks now, I don't know if he's going to make it for 3.5 more hours. I just don't. I mean, it's awful. I felt bad. We went to break, and you're outside the studio sneezing your head off. I have bad allergies. Jamie has bad allergies. For some reason, ours aren't bad today. But you just don't look like you're going to make it. So I need some home remedies. If anybody has them, 610-632-0975. Now, it has to be something that we have access to in this studio, in our offices. So you can't tell us to, go cut down a maple tree or something like that. We need some kind of home remedy that we can get Pat feeling better. Because my heart's aching for you,
There's
buddy.
only one place where if I'm having, really bad allergies that it just, clears up right away, and that is a hockey rink. As soon as I step in the rink, I'm fine.
Sean Dennis says get some X Clear. It'll clear your nose out. You'll be good to go. Youthman06 says eat more local honey.
I've tried the local honey thing.
I think it's a little overblown. It doesn't cure you.
Yeah,
Nose
it
amputation.
doesn't. And it also takes time too.
Yeah.
You got to
Chop
get
that
used
sucker
to it.
off.
Yeah, but we need you need something. I don't know if somebody says
Make out with your co-host.
Nobody's going to say that.
No, but they might.
There's such a weird vibe in these studios today. It started with
really
Coach this morning, saying some very strange things as we were
do naked
preparing for
calisthenics.
the show, and then Now, see, that's something like that. Maybe you need to go plank for 10 minutes.
Naked jumping jacks. It'll clear your sinuses right up.
Somebody to let us know how Pat can clear up his allergies. But in the meantime...
Oh, wait a minute. By the way, Connor just said that he could chop down a maple tree with his bare hands.
I didn't say that.
Well, yeah, I could see him saying that.
I didn't say that. I said one bare hand. Just one karate chop. I've been watching that Cobra Kai new season. It's got me ready.
New. It came out like 6 months ago.
I'm a busy guy.
Doing what?
I don't know.
No. Haven't you heard his schedule? Come on, Pat.
Yeah, he's got. Well, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Like 9:45.
Connor's busier than anybody I know. Tom in Alabama, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. What's going on, Tom?
Hey, guys. Great show, man.
Thanks, buddy. What's going on?
Not much. Do you have access to Vaseline in the studio?
Is this for allergy?
He's already done his suppository.
Yep, but keep going, Tommy. I'm all ears.
You get a Q-tip. You don't need much. The end of it, Vaseline, but you got to get all the way up in the nasal cavity.
Get up in there.
Just, come around.
Uh-huh.
And if is the middle of your nose in the middle, is it expanded from usual, like if something was lodged in there?
I don't know.
Let me see, Pat. Come closer.
It's not small. It's just pencil thin.
It does look a little expanded. Yes, Tom.
Does it feel like you got two cyclones in your nose, or you just can't clear it no matter what you do?
Yeah, it just feels stuffed up. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
I'm not trying to scare you or nothing, but you need to go over there and get COVID test.
I don't think it's COVID, man. I really don't. I just think it's seasonal allergies.
All right, let's take this in a different direction, Tom. Tell me about the defensive coordinator for your Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, he's on the clock, brother, and so's the defense. I mean, they addressed the lineman position finally, and then yesterday with Bradbury. And Bradbury's only missed a handful of games in his career, just like A.J. Brown, which is a good thing. The defense needs to step up here. We have the offensive line. Hopefully, if Miles Sanders can stay healthy and Boston Scott behind him, I don't know who's after that besides Grant, with the gentleman, I can't think of his name last year. Grant, I always forget his name. The running back, Gainwell.
Yeah, Kenny Gainwell.
A.J. Brown should have an immediate impact, and it's going to open up Smith. But Hurts' decision making, and believe me, I got a little leeway here, brother, because I watched Hurts in his first year and second year. I've seen meaningful games and meaningless games, and like last year, he just. Every time, if the play's going on too long, he's got to throw the damn ball away and not break the pocket system. His skills are not that bad. I mean, I don't think he's a long-term deal. But, the cornerback position, the safety, it's still – but I feel really damn good. I got to say, Howie Roseman, I've banged on him over the years in calls, and I've gave him credit. He's intelligent. He's well-spoken. He's well-rounded. We're in a good position.
Yeah, I agree with you, Tom. Thanks for the call. Much appreciated. And it's kind of what Jamie wanted to talk about. Howie has done a hell of a job this offseason, Jamie, and it was only a year ago, right?
Yeah, it was, right after the moving on from Carson Wentz. It looked like another bad draft was coming to fruition, and I was done. I said, the cap hell they're in. He's hired a third coach now. What GM gets to do that? This and that. I was ready to move on, and I was a Howie supporter my entire life.
Yeah.
And I just was like, all right, this is a breaking point. It's over. I wanted him gone. A lot of people wanted him gone. I'd say the majority of the town wanted him gone. But he shocked me. I mean, I give him credit for putting out his own fire. Not only did they change their draft school of thought, which
drafted a linebacker.
Well, not only that, but Georgia and Alabama, and you went to the moneymakers. Like, duh. I don't know why that took so long. But now with the roster reconstruction, this is why he gets credit for putting out his own fire. He turned the Week 17 tank with Doug Peterson into a better draft pick and was able to jump the Giants and all that. He got rid of Carson Wentz, and he took advantage of Dave Gettleman's cap mismanagement, and he turned that all into Pro Bowl wide receiver A.J. Brown, Pro Bowl cornerback James Bradbury, first-round wide receiver Devontae Smith, first-round pick Jordan Davis, a future first and a future second.
Okay, that's not bad.
I'd say that's pretty good. I mean, from one meaningless game 2 years ago in Week 17 and a Carson Wentz trade, you basically got all of that back in return.
It is amazing. It's not just a turnaround. It's not just a turnaround to good. Like I said, this offseason has been great.
Yeah, I mean, you always have to say on paper, but yeah, it has been.
Yeah, I mean, if these guys don't perform, look, you can look at it two ways. Howie's gone out and done exactly what everyone wanted him to do and what this team needed to do. If these guys don't perform, if Bradbury, shows that he's on the decline, whatever, if Nakobe Dean is too light to play in the NFL, whatever it may be, I still don't think we can fault Howie because he did exactly what everyone wanted him to do.
Yeah.
So it's not that he listens to the fans and says, I'll do this because that's what they say. But everybody agrees what they needed is what he went out and got.
Yeah, an edge rusher, some linebackers that hopefully are athletic sideline-to-sideline type players, and a cornerback to pair with Darius Slay that's one of the best cornerback pairings in Eagles history on paper. We'll see how the two of them go, but credential-wise, I mean, those guys are pretty ridiculous. I mean, they're Pro Bowlers the last 2 years.
I saw the name Sheldon Brown going up yesterday, and all the Bobby Taylors, all the
that
great.
Might be getting a little ahead of ourselves.
I think so, a little bit, yeah. But
those are really, really, really good cornerbacks. But if James Bradbury can, I think he's going to be better than he was in New York. I think New York was such a bleep show with
Toxic.
Joe Judge, that. I don't know how many people were thriving up there under that regime. So, looking at him coming in here, it's more of a settled environment. It's more of a positive environment too. So, I think it's going to go a long way with getting in Jonathan Gannon's system.
Yeah, Gannon, it's interesting, and Tom just brought it up. He talked about him a little bit. We talk about the pressures on Jalen Hurts. You got to see how he is. And then we were talking yesterday, and somebody said to me, well, it's really more on Nick Sirianni because he's the one that has to coach Jalen Hurts into being better with the tools that he has. Okay, good. And then the person said, but the real pressure is on the defensive coordinator. And if you want to look at Gannon and say what kind of a year he had last year and what kind of a year he needs to have this year with everything that they've given him, Jamie, they've given him great tools to play with this year. Does he change philosophically? Does he just get better because his players are better? Which way do you think it goes?
I think you're going to see a lot of different stuff from Jonathan Gannon this year. The possibilities he has now are pretty fun. I mean, having two lockdown corners, Bradbury's a great man-to-man coverage corner. He just is. He's got long arms. He's physical. He's athletic. Everything you want in a cornerback, and he's only 28 years old. So him and Slay should be able to handle the outside pretty efficiently. Then your linebackers are open to handle tight ends, rush the quarterback, and get this. They're going to be able to blitz.
If he so chooses.
I mean, with those two cornerbacks, part of the problem was you had to shade some of your linebackers to help out in a more zone scheme last year to help the cornerbacks and safeties because you didn't have the players there that that he dreamed for. Now those two cornerbacks change everything because you're going to be able to free up a Hassan Reddick to go blitz. You're going to be able to free up a Davion Taylor to go blitz. You might see a lot of 3-4s. You might see a lot of 4-3s. They have versatile players that are interchangeable. Javon Hargrave can play D-end and tackle. What's the other dude? Milton Williams can play D-end and tackle. Jordan Davis can't.
I like Milton Williams.
Yeah,
I do. I like him.
I like what I saw.
Yeah. There's just a lot of versatility on this defense now. Reddick can line up at linebacker and edge. Brandon Graham's coming back. That's kind of a forgotten about thing. There's going to be a lot of possibilities with this defense now, and Jonathan Gannon, let's see what you're all about, man. Prove that you're the next hot commodity in this league.
You had a line this week saying, Marcus Epps, I don't mind seeing him in there once in a while, but I can't depend on him every.
Well, that was without Bradbury.
That's what my question was.
That changes things.
So now you're okay.
I'd still like an upgrade.
Okay,
but I like Marcus Epps a little bit.
How about you, Pat? Does it make you feel better about the safety situation now that Bradbury's over there next to Darius Slay?
Yeah, a little bit. What also helps is the fact that they're high on Marcus Epps. Now, I don't know if they're going to say anything negative about him. They're not going to say anything different. They don't have a better option. So take it with a grain of salt, but they've been high on Marcus Epps. They've kept Marcus Epps for, it seems like he's been on the team for 5 years now. I don't know how long he's been on the team, but it seems like it's been 5 years. So he's a guy who you've heard his name a lot, and he's learned under two really good safeties before in Malcolm Jenkins and Rodney McLeod. So maybe he is ready to take that next step It's not unheard of. I mean, they've gotten success before from guys that weren't necessarily high draft picks in the safety spot. I mean, the guy that really immediately comes to mind is Quentin Michael, but that was years ago. But still, I mean, maybe he is ready to take that next step. Life is going to be a lot easier, though, with James Bradberry. Instead of having that hole in the safety position and now that hole in the cornerback, you took care of one of them.
And James Bradberry signing here, it was surprising in a little bit of a way because of the way it all came about, and it's a Pat's point of view.
This is Pat's point of view. Here's Pat.
Hey, what's up, Pat?
I'm here, guys.
Hi, Pat.
I see those beady little red eyes over there.
Have the Eagles been kind of a destination? Because my immediate thought was this guy had 11 offers. 11. His agent narrowed it down to 3 teams. He chose the Eagles. This isn't a situation of a guy that didn't have anybody else. He had 11 teams offering him deals. Now, $10 million for 1 year is a pretty good payday, but still, I immediately thought, like, this tells you kind of what players around the league think about this Eagles team.
I don't know if anything, I love the signing, but that's like the cherry on top, isn't it? That he had multiple teams that wanted him. He could have gone anywhere. He chose the Eagles. That's a phrase familiar to you.
There's not a real doubt in my mind that at least one of those 11 teams was probably a better Super Bowl favorite than the Birds.
Oh, I would assume, absolutely.
Yeah, but he viewed this as the best possible destination for himself. Not only to probably get a better payday, like Steven Nelson did last year. He signed with the Texans and got a bump. But, probably for winning as well. I assume you want to win if you just spent the last 2 years or 3 years in New York. You probably are sick of losing. Before that, he was in Carolina, and that wasn't so great for a while. So I view this as a really good thing. Now, for me, the Eagles have always been a destination because they're willing to spend. And I think you said it, Bob, earlier this week. They are a gold standard in a way.
They are.
They don't. Look, I get it. They have one Super Bowl championship, and that is, quote unquote, the definition of a gold standard. But they're always in it. They're always contenders. And more importantly, they're always willing to spend money. So with all of that, when you factor it in, they are a destination for a lot of free agents. Free agents want to come here. When T.O. was up, and I understand that was years ago, but he wanted to come to Philadelphia. There's other examples of guys that wanted to come here. That circled this place as a place of a very desirable place to play.
And it's not like James Bradberry isn't a little bit familiar with Philadelphia. I mean, he played up in New York.
Yeah.
You played him twice a year. You've been here. You know what the rivalry is. You know what it's like to come here. Yep. You know what this team is about, having faced them 2 times a year. For him to say, that's what I want, that was, I think it was you who brought it up yesterday when we heard he signed. I think, Pat, you said, man, he had other teams that he could have signed with too. He chose Philadelphia. That's huge to me.
Yeah, I mean, when you really put a list together of the guys that have chosen to be here, and Alshon Jeffrey's another one that shows he had other offers. It's impressive of guys either taking a little bit of less to come here or choosing us over 11 teams. I think at times we can kind of get down on this team because they only have one championship, but this kind of tells you what players think about the Eagles this season.
Jamie, you think Jonathan Gannon has anything to do with that in the decision-making of James Bradberry yesterday?
Absolutely not. I think
you don't think he finds him as handsome as John Kincade does?
No. I think a part of what's really appealing to a Bradberry is it's a 1-year deal. 1-year deal means you're trying to prove yourself for another 2 or 3, 4-year deal down the road with somebody else. He's the cornerback 2 here. He doesn't have the pressure of cornerback 1. And if
That's a good point.
If cornerback 1 is upholding his end of the deal, he's going to be seeing the team's second and third best wide receivers. It's going to make his life a little easier to prove himself and go, yeah, see, I still got it. Pay me.
What excites you more? The moves that the Eagles have made, this just popped into my head. The moves that the Eagles have made defensively this offseason or offensively?
Defensively, because I think you had more holes to fill there. I mean, obviously, the A.J. Brown signing's phenomenal.
Yeah, that's your biggest. That's your biggest move. Yeah,
I mean, Jurgens isn't going to play this year. outside of that, that's the only move. So defense had like 4 holes in it. I think they did a pretty good job plugging like pretty much 3 of those holes. So we'll see what happens with safety. You know, I already saw people being like, Howie, go get Jesse Bates from Cincinnati, bring him home, or go get somebody else. So it's probably not going to die down. I wouldn't be surprised if they still bring in a safety. I don't think they can swing anything big anymore.
No, I don't think so either.
But some depth pieces would be nice.
You know what's interesting, and I just thought of it, and I didn't think of it before you brought up James, that he's going to be facing the team's number 2 wide receivers. Think about the number 2 wide receivers in this division. So Tony, he faced in New York. He knows Tony. And then you've got Michael Gallup coming off an injury.
Yep.
And then you've got Jahan Dotson, a rookie. That's a lot better than facing some of these number 1s that he would have faced if he had stayed in New York.
Yeah, he's setting himself up to look really good for a next contract. It was a smart move. I mean, it really was for him.
And the number 1 read is going to be the team's number 1 wide receiver. And then the number 2, obviously, the pass rush is at you. So you might have to force a throw, which means that he's going to be facing a lot of balls that could be toss-ups, could be 50-50 plays that he's going to be able to get a lot of interceptions. It's the one thing that we do know about James Bradberry is he can catch the football. Like, he can pick you off. So, I think that had something to do with it, too. And I didn't think about that before, about facing the team's number 2 now.
Yeah. And Tyler Hartley says, Pascal on offense. Sure, he was brought in just to get rid of J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
Yeah,
so
he's
I'm not really counting on Zach Pascal to see much playing time next year.
Yeah. Between 30 and 40 catches this year, maybe. Tim Luzier on the YouTube chat says, the defense scares the poop out of me. Gannon better work some magic. They've upgraded for sure, but who's the playmakers?
Darius Slay's a hell of a playmaker.
Yeah.
Darius Slay was their only playmaker last year, and they've put him, I think, in a better position to be a playmaker this year because he doesn't have to do as much to be a playmaker. If that makes sense to you.
You hope Hassan Reddick can be a playmaker, a guy that can.
I think he's absolutely a playmaker.
A guy that can get after the quarterback and get in on balls and try and pry him free and hopefully intercept one here and there. They have more playmakers than they did last year, that's for sure.
Look, there's a reason that Kobe Dean fell to the 3rd round, but when you talk to people, and maybe his game won't translate to the NFL in a great way, but when you talk to people that watched him, they say he just popped off the screen every time they watched him play football, that he was the best defender on that great Georgia defense.
Yeah, he was the best linebacker in the country?
Yeah, he
won the award for it.
And look, he's a 3rd-round pick. It's not like there's huge expectations upon him. Maybe he just comes here and plays and turns out to be that playmaking linebacker that we've all been yearning for.
And I really liked what I saw from Davion Taylor. I thought he got... the injury kind of really stymied him midway through where I thought he was taking a jump. And, him and Nakobe Dean are kind of in a situation where they can, the pressure's not going to kill them. They're both 3rd-round picks, both pretty good athletes. Like, they might just go out there and not have to think that much and, really thrive.
He was kind of like the Eagles' Mickey Moniak in a way, where he's taken... And everyone's like, all right, we'll see. We'll see what we get. And then after about a year, everyone's like, man, this pick sucks. And then he showed you flashes and gets injured. And you're like, I just want to find out what you are, kid.
He had a little bit of a playmaker in him. I mean, that one game, I think it was Carolina. Maybe not. Don't quote me on that. He pried 2 balls free. I mean,
he did, yes.
Like, he showed a playmaking ability. I just hope we can get him healthy and playing the whole year.
Well, today is brought to you by Wendy's. That's going to make us healthy later on when we get some food delivered to us. When you want a hot and juicy burger, go for the Square. Wendy's serves up fresh, never frozen, always square beef. Go to Wendy's and grab a Dave's Double and taste that hot, juicy Square difference. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's hot and juicy hamburgers. Fresh beef available in the contiguous 9 U.S., Alaska, and Canada. When we come back, we're going to have some more Eagles talk. And listen, if you want to chime in, we're all ears. 610-632-0975 here on the John Kincade Show.
Getting psyched for this year's away game trip with Philly Sports Trip. I've done some in the past. I've done Miami, D.C., New York. We went to Vegas with them. It's just an awesome time every time you travel with Philly Sports Trips. If you haven't joined us before, make this year your first. Every Birds fan
needs to experience that away game trip with Vince and Bob and the amazing team at Philly Sports Trips. Of course, we'll be traveling with them again this year, and we're guaranteed to have a blast traveling with hundreds of Birds fans. So please join us this year. Go to phillysportstrips.com. Right now, place a small deposit to reserve your spot. That's phillysportstrips.com. Trust me, Philly Sports Trips take care of everything. Hotel, airfare, transfers, parties, and just a great overall time. Go to phillysportstrips.com. You'll see a ton of Birds away game trips, including Chicago, Arizona, a luxury party bus trip to D.C. and New York. phillysportstrips.com. Do it. Reserve your spot today with a small deposit and join us.
The John Kincade Show.
For someone who's super, super hot, you're really cranky.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hey guys, it's Andrew. Playoffs are heating up, and you can make every game feel like Game 7 on FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge, an official partner of the NBA. Even though our squad's not in anymore, throughout the playoffs, all customers can place a no-sweat same-game parlay each week. You'll get up to $20 in free bets if you don't win. FanDuel, they have so many ways to play, and what I love is when you do win, you'll get paid faster than a fast break. New to FanDuel? Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code Fanatic to get your first risk-free bet up to $1,000. That's promo code Fanatic. If you already have an account, well, you're all set to bet. No sweat. Either way, you'll get up to $20 in free bets if your same-game parlay during the playoffs doesn't win. FanDuel Sportsbook, an official partner of the NBA.
21 plus and present in PA. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Max free bet $20 per week. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The three-pointed star on the Mercedes-Benz badge represents more than a century of tradition, a commitment to quality, and a promise to always shine brighter than before. See it firsthand with a completely redesigned 2022 S-Class sedan, the all-new electric EQS, and just released this month, the redesigned 2022 C300 sedan. Take a test drive with the team I trust at Mercedes-Benz of Fort Washington, Mercedes-Benz of Conshohocken, or Mercedes-Benz Atlantic City. And whether you're looking for a new car or a pre-owned vehicle, you'll work with the best team to find you the right car. Drive into the summer in the luxury of a Mercedes-Benz. And one of the perks of owning a Mercedes is that you can get complimentary upgrades at select luxury resorts like the Four Seasons and the Ritz-Carlton. Perfect for that summer vacation you may be planning. So don't wait. Check out their lease specials happening right now at Mercedes-Benz of Fort Washington, Mercedes-Benz of Conshohocken, or Mercedes-Benz of Atlantic City. Check them out online at yourmercedes.com and tell them Mike Miss sent you.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of a new LG laundry set with Turbo Wash 3D that provides a powerful yet gentle clean in just 29 minutes, making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Now for just $7.78 each. Shop LG front and top load washer dryer sets with ultra large capacity and reduced wash time. Valid May 19th through June 8th. U.S. only. Gas dryer extra while supplies last. See store for details.
The amazing Fred Beans used car sale is on. For 3 days only, May 20th, 21st, and 23rd. Browse over 1,800 cars, trucks, and SUVs, and more than 500 certified pre-owned vehicles. All backed by our 5-day return, 30-day exchange policy. Plus, get a head start on summer by receiving a Weber grill with any used car purchase. Hurry in today because the amazing Fred Beans used car sale is 3 days only. As Fred himself always says, our used cars are better because our reputation depends on it. See how we do used better at fredbeansused.com. While supplies last, see dealer for full details.
And now a small business setback is assessed by a beloved family pediatrician.
Oh, hey, Tiger. Big scary tree branch give your work truck a boo-boo? Yeah. Wow. See this thing on my phone here? It's the Progressive mobile app. Just push that little button there and report your claim. Attaboy.
When owning a small business gets painful, Progressive Commercial is here to make it all better. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
What's this? Candy drawer? Who wants a lollipop?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Covered subject to policy terms and conditions. Photo claims not available in all states or situations.
Every search you make, every click you take, they'll be watching you.
Tired of companies like Google and Facebook watching everything you do online? There's actually a simple solution. DuckDuckGo. It's an all-in-one privacy app with a built-in private search engine, web browser, one-click data clearing, email protection, and more, all for free. Download the app today and get the most comprehensive privacy protection with the push of a button. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
Get this. Right now, Kohl's has the lowest prices of the season, and I just saved big. I got my kids Jumping Beans must-haves for under $5. Found myself some tees and tank tops for $5.99 and got 60% off patio furniture. The best part? I didn't need any coupons. I earned Kohl's Cash, and I got everything with free store pickup. So yeah, you could say today was a good day. Select styles. Ends May 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Anywhere fans go to cheer on their team, there are behind-the-scenes MVPs, ensuring everything is game day ready. We see you, Joe, fixing seats so every fan can enjoy every game. And Allie, who keeps her stadium running smoothly from the moment the first game starts to the last play of the season. At Grainger, you're our MVPs, and we're always here for you with supplies and solutions for every industry and 24/7 customer support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Behold, New Jersey, with the Caesars Casino app, you have dozens of your favorite slots right at your fingertips. Sign up and get your first deposit matched up to $2,000 with a bonus for slots or video poker, plus a $100 gas card using promo code Radio Casino. Must be 21. Offer valid in New Jersey only and for new users. Minimum wagering within 7 days required to unlock bonus. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Play like a Caesar with Caesars Casino.
Hi, I'm Patrick Fingles, owner of New Look Home Design. Let's be honest, getting a new roof is not easy. You got to call contractors and hope they call you back. You got to get 3 estimates, then you got to figure out how you're going to pay for it. Well, at New Look, it's different. Schedule a same-day, on-site, or virtual estimate. All estimates come with a free 3D rendering of your roof, so you know exactly what it's going to look like, and we give you line-by-line pricing, so you know exactly what you're going to pay for. Plus, it's a great time to save. Most contractors will let you pay half up front for the roof and the other half later. At New Look, we let you pay half later and the other half never. Through May, only pay for half your roofing materials and pay the other half later with interest-free financing. Call 800-279-5300. That's 800-279-5300. NewLookHomeDesign.com. It's the easy way to roof.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
This crew always says thanks for listening, and we actually mean it. The John Kincade Show continues here on 97.5 The Fanatic and streaming on the 97.5 The Fanatic app.
97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Nothing.
That's
you
cool,
know
man.
Pat's not feeling well when he's not bopping to the music. I mean, Jamie and I were sitting here waiting for you.
I didn't even know we were back.
Nothing.
He's playing with his
struggling
thingy
today.
over there.
That
Wow.
I don't know what that means. That 6 o'clock hour that we just had, it was brought to you by Bradford White Water Heaters. Bradford White is here for the pro. Pat, you said the meds are kicking in a little bit?
A little bit.
All right. So what are you feeling right now? Are you feeling lightheaded? Are you feeling good? Anything?
There's a swan over there, and it's looking at me.
Stop
Really?
looking at me, Swan.
And I don't like it.
No? Freaking you out a little bit?
Yeah. Get back, you swan.
Hmm.
Stop looking at me, swan. Bob does not get that reference at all. He is
I just
so
let
confused.
you go, man. I'm fine. I'm not confused. I just let you guys go when you
and
go.
about 95% of our listenership gets that reference, and that's all that matters.
95 is probably a little high.
Yeah,
98.
Pat's a little high.
99.
What's it from? You have to let the listeners at the 5%
Oh,
that
yeah,
don't
it's,
know. You have
Billy
to let them
Madison.
know. Yeah.
Billy Madison. He gets baked and he sees
Cinematic classic.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Masterpiece.
I saw somebody, I think it was on our YouTube page last week, that was saying Billy Madison is their all-time favorite movie, and I just kind of...
It's a great movie.
It's cool that it's a funny, goofy movie, but can you really say it's your all-time favorite movie?
If it brings you joy, yes, you can.
It's subjective, right?
I remember exactly where I was the first time I heard about that movie. And I asked the kid, Mike Ferris was his name. I went to grade school.
Hey, what's up, Mike?
And Mike told me this hilarious movie named Billy Madison. So what's it about? And he describes the plot, and I said, Mike, that sounds terrible. And then, boys, I watched it. And it is a cinematic masterpiece. A movie about a kid who goes back to grade school.
Miss Veronica Vaughn.
Want to touch the hiney.
Today, Junior. Do you know who
There
Miss
it is.
Veronica Vaughn was married to or is married to?
Mr. Veronica
I
Vaughn?
used to know this.
No.
I got it.
Coach
has
knows.
it.
Come on, man. I'm a tennis
He's one
guy.
of the greatest tennis players of all time, Mr. Pete Sampras.
Veronica Vaughn and Coach got it on.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
Wait,
Coach, you dated her
wait.
too?
Coach was supposed to
No,
answer the
I was
question.
going to answer
Coach is
it.
a little pig.
Jamie just jumped me.
Well, he said, I thought we.
All right, never mind.
He said, I'm a big tennis fan. And I said, Pete Sampras.
I was here. I heard it.
Oh, yeah, that kind of does give the answer away when you say it's a big tennis guy.
Pat, we're not allowed to talk about your sickness anymore because Philadelphia 9 on the YouTube chat says, okay, we get it. Pat's sick. Is this really
I'm
a
not
topic
sick.
for today?
I'm not sick. I have allergies.
Nah, yeah.
Big difference.
Hey, Philly 9, if you had to sit with them, you'd be talking about it too because it's kind of
Philly 9, you can come find me.
I feel. Oh, Pat's throwing down.
Come find me, Philly Vaughn.
Watch it. Philly 9, not Philly
Are you
Vaughn.
telling him to
Philly
meet you in
9,
Temecula?
Veronica Vaughn? Yeah, maybe in Temecula.
That's an internet joke. Wow,
man.
that's not a movie.
Okay. All right. So I think it's safe to say that what we see here now with the Philadelphia Eagles, that's your football team. I think that's the team that's going into Detroit. I don't think they will make another significant move. Jamie, you put it pretty well, I should say.
Mother
Before
Teresa does good.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
But you put it pretty well that Marcus Epps all of a sudden got better since yesterday morning.
Yeah, he did. I think they like him a little bit. From what I've heard, who was it? Sean Bradley, Eagles linebacker, special teamer.
Temple great.
Yeah, Temple legend.
Ran Cocos Valley.
Yeah, Connor's
Shout out
neighbor.
RB, baby.
That's
Let's
right.
go.
Yeah. And Dylan McKinnon.
I think it was him, was on a podcast, and they asked him, who's the sleeper on defense this year that nobody's talking about that's going to come out and make an impact? And he said, easy, Marcus Epps. He said this guy's work ethic is unmatched. He's driven. He's focused. He's what you want in a locker room. And they raved about him. And I kind of went, all right. I mean, he was above serviceable last year. He ended up getting thrust into a kind of a decent-ish, not full-time starter, but close to it at times. And I thought he did pretty well. He didn't screw up a ton. And for me, if you're a safety and you're not screwing up a ton, you're not that bad.
Yeah, if I don't hear your name, if I don't hear your name as a safety, the better off you are, right?
Yeah, and they one of the strengths Gannon had last year was they didn't really allow, and it was probably the fear of it, and they didn't allow too many deep plays on them.
No, they didn't. They played their safeties. I mean, I can still close my eyes and see every time the quarterback gets the snap, the safeties being 15 yards off the ball and backing up as much as they could. They don't give up the deep ball. Is that something? Would you now, with the way this secondary is built, would you rather see them more aggressive?
Yes, I want to see a lot more blitzing now. I mean, having Bradbury and Slay changes everything. I mean, it really does. Steven Nelson was a July signing. I thought he was fine for what he was, but Bradbury's a different stratosphere. So it changes the way you can play defense, and I want to see more blitzes.
Connor, you're a guy that says he can step up and hit people in the hole and stuff like that. You've told us numerous times that Brian Westbrook would not get past you. Do you see this? Is this secondary satisfying to you beyond the corners now?
Yeah, and you know what? Even before they made this move for Bradbury, I think it was the safety position was a little bit over worried about. So Kaiser White, who they brought in, he's a converted safety who's playing linebacker. Nakobe Dean flies around. Like, their coverage in the middle of the field is going to be significantly better this year because they brought in guys who can actually cover tight ends from the linebacker spot. It takes pressure off the safeties. So, yeah, does it help to have better safeties? Absolutely. And does the Bradbury deal help significantly on the outside? But up the middle, I already thought the Kaiser White addition, which I don't think we've talked about enough.
Not a lot, and probably not enough. You're right. A guy that had 143 tackles
And
last
he's
year.
another, you talk about versatility. He's a guy that can probably play a little safety, a little linebacker, and
a hybrid.
Yeah, like they have a bunch of hybrid players now. It should be pretty fun.
Is that good? Do you like hybrids? Do you like guys' versatility?
Today's NFL, yeah.
Gannon's talked about it an awful lot. I want versatility. And even last year when Fletcher Cox was like, I don't know where I'm supposed to be playing, Gannon came back with, we want guys that are versatile. So you might not think you know where you're playing, but you're going to have to play different places. And that's Fletcher Cox. So with the guys that we're talking about now, are we going to get to a point, is I guess what I'm saying, like, God, can you just stick with a guy and play him where he wants to be, or you're more about the versatility?
I think we're going to see 4 3s, 3 4s, 5 2s. You're going to see 4 safeties on the field. You're going to see 4 and 5 linebackers at times. I think they want that versatility everywhere because if you look at the guys they're targeting, they're pretty versatile players. Kazir White's a transition safety to linebacker. He's undersized for his position. Davion Taylor was just a raw athlete. They were like, all right, we'll figure it out. We'll make him what we need him to be. Milton Williams, I think his versatility was the number one reason why they drafted him. Zach McPherson played safety and corner in college. Yeah, it was funny. Javon Curse was there yesterday, and I think Anthony and him talked about it for a second, but he was kind of like that first, that I can recall at least. I'm sure there was other guys, light-assed defensive end that was undersized. I mean, large, but not a fat ass.
6'6", 6'7"-ish.
He could chase down Michael Vick. He could chase down running backs in the flat. He could probably even bump out and cover a tight end at times if he needed to do. He was kind of ahead of his time, and now you look around the league and it's guys can kind of do it all. You don't really see the fat ass DNs anymore. You see a bunch of guys that can do a little bit of everything. Yeah, and their big free agent signing was Hassan Reddick, and he played defensive end and linebacker. So I can't get over what Jonathan Gannon said when he first arrived here, and they asked him what his defense was going to be. He said, "Who do I have?" He really schemed around who he had in his room to figure out what he wanted to do. You looked at the first draft of Nick Sirianni. They went offensive heavy in the first 2 rounds. They took Devontae Smith, Landon Dickerson. They don't really address defense until the 3rd and 4th round, and then it's back to offense. And this year they took defense in Jordan Davis. Nakobe Dean was a first-round pick until all of a sudden the medicals came out or whatever. But the talent is clearly there. He drops to the 3rd round, and their free agent signings were all on defense. Like, they've given him, I feel like, all the tools that he needs to be successful on the defense, where I'm looking more forward to seeing this defense than seeing this offense. And I did not expect to say that a month ago. Like, before the draft, I never would have expected to say that.
All right, give me a word to describe the offense of this Eagles right now going into this season for you, Pat.
A word. Question.
Really?
And it
goes right to number 2.
Yeah,
or is he number 1 now?
He's number 1 now.
Number 1,
It goes back to that quarterback position. I don't know what I'm getting from him. Am I getting the guy last year who couldn't read a defense? Or am I getting this much improved Tom House reclamation project that we probably will talk ourselves into come, August? And that's going to be a big question. If I end up getting Ryan Tannehill, but they run the football, I'm happy. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Because I think their defense is going to keep them in some games. And their offense has enough weapons, sans hurts, to be there.
I still say Sands.
Say Sands. Okay.
Yeah,
I think it depends on the day, depends on the hour.
Sands is on the beach.
Sands of the hourglass.
Sans.
We can say it now because he's, John's not here.
See, why did you do that?
Because it's what I think of, man. I can't help what I think.
Staples Stores are new world of possible with innovative tools for small business and remote workers and learners. Explore more at your local Staples store or staplesconnect.com. Jamie, can Jonathan Gannon make that transition from, I would say last year as a defensive coordinator, he was very... Is vanilla too strong a word? Don't give up the deep stuff. A softer defense. Didn't get a lot of sacks. Didn't get any turnovers. It could have been because he didn't have playmakers, whatever it was. Can he make that transition now to being this aggressive defensive coordinator because of the pieces that he's gotten? Do you think it's in his DNA? Do you think that's what he will do?
I think he wants to be aggressive. I don't think he had anybody to be aggressive with last year. I mean, they were 31st in the NFL in sacks.
Yeah, but I'd like to go down fighting even if I didn't have...
Why? So you can expose your back end and get killed?
Yeah, I'm always looking to expose my back end.
Yeah. We've seen you pulled your pants down after the first break, Bob. Yeah, clearly. It's weird. That's what you like to do. You like to go down in front of 2 dudes. When you tuck your shirt in, you pull your pants down. It's weird.
I lowered my shorts a little bit so I could tuck my shirt in.
We have plenty of drops that allude to you enjoying some things in your private time.
You talk about stuff that you can't...
apparently things we say off air are fine on air. So, there you go. Pulling back the curtain. How's it feel?
The can of worms is open,
How does
Pat.
it feel? Go ahead, but Connor, hit something that Bob said.
There's nothing that I've said.
Oh, all of a sudden, so you'll talk over it.
That's what I like to do. I like to hook up with guys.
Not my words. That's not me doing an impression. That's your words, Cooney.
See?
You like to hook up with guys.
You've already created an enemy this morning.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And it's not even me. You can come after me. That's fine. I'm used to it. Whatever.
Nothing wrong with that.
You're still my best friend. But this guy, Ricky Patalico, just marched in. He's ready to kick your ass already.
What is different between now and any other Thursday?
That's a good point.
You just described every Thursday with Ricky Patalico. He comes in and he wants to kick my ass.
You make a good point.
We'll throw hands. You know,
Okay.
I just realized Ricky's Philadelphia 9 on YouTube. He pulled up.
He doesn't want to hear about your sickness.
No,
He's tired
he doesn't.
of it.
He's tired of it.
Yeah, maybe Ricky has some kind of a home remedy that we can give to Pat to
Ricky,
try to...
you got any greenies?
Yeah, I think it's a knuckle sandwich.
Yeah, I think it's
Try
called
them.
Man Up.
Could be, yeah. I mean, Jamie already called you a bitch. I mean, this is not a good morning for you,
I do
Pat.
wonder what the stadium that he played in that had probably the worst pollen situation.
Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, if baseball players have bad allergies, you have a bad profession.
I told you guys, I like playing golf. I don't do it very often, but I like playing golf. I usually will bow out of when we get invited, when we're lucky enough to get invited to golf tournaments. I usually bow out because it's all an allergy season. It's all around this time, and I just end up being on the 9th hole. Me and Coach were talking about it yesterday. Our allergies were insane because of the pollen situation. It's rough out here in these streets.
It is rough out here in these streets.
They don't deal with this in Fallujah.
No, they
don't have
probably
these
don't.
problems.
You know what's not rough? Wendy's. Because when you want a hot and juicy hamburger, go for the Square. Wendy's serves up fresh, never frozen, always square beef. Go to Wendy's and grab a Dave's Double and taste that hot, juicy Square difference. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's hot and juicy hamburgers. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada. You know what? It's because Ricky came. And last week when Ricky was here, we were talking about the way we pronounce different words. And what was the word he was talking about? Comfortable.
Comfortable. I say comfortable. My best friend says
Comfortable, you sound like a try-hard weirdo. It's
Dude,
comfortable.
It's pronounced comfortable.
My best friend
Yeah,
says
that's
Not comfortable. It's not comfortable.
That's dumb. If you
It's
say comfortable,
It's
you're
comfortable.
you're a try-hard.
My best friend says comfortable.
Yeah,
That's weird.
And then I just cringe every time it says comfortable. I'm like, where did you learn this?
Okay, so with the new addition
Comfortable.
that the Eagles added yesterday,
comfortable. Just
Jamie has a thought in the linchpin.
This is the linchpin.
Yeah, this is the best Eagles defensive back pairing since easily Lito and Sheldon. I think they're better than Lito and Sheldon personally.
Oh, my God. They haven't played it down yet.
I'm aware. That's why this is an on-paper conversation.
This is the best Eagles secondary ever.
But when you're talking about credentials, I mean, Bradbury has a Pro Bowl. Darius Slay has a Pro Bowl. Did Lito and Sheldon make Pro Bowls? I mean, maybe here and there.
Lito made at least one.
I think Lito made one.
Sheldon I don't think Sheldon ever did.
Sheldon, I always thought got hosed in that regard.
Yeah.
But regardless, I mean, Bradbury and Slay probably have a better resume to this point. I think you can put them right up there with Troy Vincent and Bobby Taylor right behind them, probably.
Wow, listen to Jamie.
But again, I don't think Bobby Taylor made Pro Bowls. And I'm not saying Pro Bowl is end-all, be-all. It's a popularity contest. It's
Sheldon Brown did not. You're correct,
yeah,
did not.
and I always thought Sheldon was really good.
Yeah.
And Troy and Bobby were awesome. And for the sake of not being hot take douche guy, I'm not going to put these guys ahead of them, but I'll put them right behind Bobby Taylor and Troy Vincent as the best Eagles defensive back pairing of my life. Asante, when he was here, never really had that counterpart on the other side.
No, 2007, it was Lito, Sheldon, and Asante.
Was it really?
Yeah.
For just 1 year,
For
right?
1 year, and then, yeah.
But
and then-
Lito
and
was
then they
like-
traded Lito to the Jets.
Lito went to Jets or Cleveland?
They traded him to the Jets for like a 4th-round pick. It was the same day as Stacey Andrews' day. They traded Lito. They let Brian Dawkins go. And they brought in Stacey Andrews. It was not a good offseason.
No, I loved Lito too.
Well, that entire 2002 draft made
it was a home run
because it was Lito, Michael Lewis.
Michael Lewis was awesome.
He
for
was
like
really,
3
really
years
good.
there.
Yes.
Sheldon Brown, and then some guy named Brian Westbrook in the 3rd round. Like, you look at that 02 draft, it was stacked.
Listen to what Sheldon Brown, not to get you off task here,
No,
Jamie,
it's fine.
but
I mean, the point of this was talk about great Eagles cornerback tandems.
games played, Sheldon Brown, 16, 16, 16, 16, 15, 16, 16, 16, 14. That's phenomenal.
Like Chris
We just
Miller
don't
right now
see
on
it
YouTube
anymore.
saying they're not better than Sheldon and Lito. Stop. So disrespectful. Okay. Who's the best cornerback of the 4? Of Lito, Sheldon, Darius Slay, and Bradbury. Who's the best?
Darius Slay.
Okay, thank you. Who's probably second best?
Lito Shepherd.
Okay. Who's third?
I would say Sheldon Brown over James Bradbury. Personally.
Okay. I think Bradbury, what I saw 2 years ago, was one of the best cornerbacks in the league. I don't think you could have ever said that about Lito Shepherd and Sheldon Brown.
I think it's up for debate. I mean, there's no doubt it's up for debate.
So, I mean, I think it's a very good debate. It's not disrespectful to Lito and Sheldon at all. Those guys were great.
And Jamie says it knowing that these two guys haven't played the field. It's not like he's being definitive on.
Let's not get it twisted. This is a quintessential May Sports Talk Radio conversation we're having.
Yeah, it's not like Travis Fulgham getting 1,000 yards.
It's not that level of hot take.
Stone or
but
anything.
What I saw from Bradbury 2 years ago was honestly a top 3 cornerback in the league. I don't think you could have ever said that about Lito or Sheldon.
I don't think Darius Slay came out and spoke yesterday. At least
they were tweeting back and forth about it, how excited they are.
I can't imagine the amount of excitement he must have.
He's got to be pumped. And then I saw Trey Boston, Panthers safety, being like, "Oh man, you two are together. You're gonna have that defense on lockdown." You have other NFL players being like, "Damn,
yeah,
really,
yeah."
You know what should have been was Nnamdi and Asante.
Yeah,
that should have been.
That should have been,
and it wasn't.
When they signed Nnamdi Asomugha, I can't speak. I literally remember where I was.
Oh, me too.
Thinking, this is awesome. Are you kidding me?
That was the same day they traded for Hunter Pence.
Exactly. Yeah, I was at the swim club, and I was like, oh, my God, this Eagles team is going to be special.
When we're just having this conversation and all these moves and whatnot, the Eagles may be, not the best in terms of an organization, but hell, they're never boring.
No. Now let me
never.
Back to your original question: Is it better? Is it better than Kerry Williams and Brandon Boykin?
Ooh,
610.
Legitimate question.
God, those are some rough days, huh?
Yeah, not a whole lot of fun.
Chip Kelly just kind of other than some guy named Malcolm Jenkins, he really ignored the secondary.
Yeah.
Ian Forrest says Eric Allen and Nate McMillan.
Nate McMillan, obviously undersized.
Is Eric Allen the most underrated Eagle?
Eric Allen should be a Hall of Famer.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Probably underrated because look at the guys that he played with on that defense.
Yeah, he never gets talked about.
And people say, oh, well, that's one of the reasons he was that good. I don't know. Buddy Ryan put those guys out on islands, and he was spectacular.
He was so good. And those baby blue eyes. I remember my mom always being like, Eric Allen's got the loveliest eyes. No? Nobody else?
610.
My mom didn't talk to me about that.
Oh, yeah. I remember talking about Dutch's ass and Eric Allen's eyes.
You had a horny grandmom.
My mom.
Oh, your mom?
Yeah.
Eileen, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. She was the only lady in the Delaware Valley talking about Darren Dalton's ass in 93. Kidding me?
To her son?
Yeah. Well, to my Aunt Joanne. They used to have conversations about it.
I was lucky enough to work a lot of events with Dutch.
Yeah.
God rest his soul.
A lot of ladies were talking about Dutch's ass.
And he would do appearances for Yingling. And we'd go out to random bars. And the amount of women that would come up and ask him to stand up and turn around.
Dude, early 90s, Dutch's ass was a big talking point.
Okay, you don't have to keep ramming it home.
You're making my mom seem like a freak.
You don't understand.
The ladies. I said I was sorry.
He was Jack Parkman. He was making the ladies swoon.
What do you mean? Girls say that to you all the time, Pat. They just follow it up with and walk out the door.
But,
Ricky can tell you about Dutch's ass.
Yeah, Bob, you don't understand. The divorcees would come out in waves.
He got the ladies going.
I understand that. I get it.
I don't think you do.
I don't think you understand it a little bit.
Idiot.
This guy doesn't even respect Dutch's ass. Put respect on that ass.
How old were you in 93, James?
12.
So your mom was coming up to you and saying, check out Dutch's ass.
I distinctly remember a conversation between my mom and Aunt Joanne in the pool.
Where was Aunt Weezy? Doesn't she like Dutch's ass?
We lived further away at that point.
Oh, okay.
And they were talking about Darren Dalton's ass. And it was my 93 baseball team. And I was like, why are they talking about Dutch's ass?
Uh-huh.
The ladies love Dutch's ass.
They did.
Leave me alone. Ricky knows what I'm talking about.
Whole Foods Market. At Whole Foods, you can get organic, air-chilled, boneless, skinless chicken breasts for $7.99 a pound through May 24th. Plus an extra 10% off for Prime members while supplies last. Restrictions apply.
Big drop-off when Lieberthal took over. Let's just say that.
He had good trapezoids.
Trapezoids.
We got a break.
Geez, things are going
Yeah,
crazy. We do have Ricky Patalco coming up, which we can't wait for. This is the John Kincade Show, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Yes, I want to talk to my fellow smart sports bettors out there because PropSwap is where we all find the best odds in the country for futures, props, and parlays. This is Jamie Lynch for PropSwap, where America buys and sells their sports bets. Sellers across America list their sports bets for sale on PropSwap, and every day thousands of buyers are visiting PropSwap to find the best odds in the country. The very best time to buy prop bets is always early when the odds are at their highest, and the highest odds can now only be found at PropSwap.com and on the free PropSwap app. Think you know who's going to win the championship? Well, the average PropSwapper can make $500 a month just buying and selling sports bets on PropSwap. Last year, 2 different PropSwappers made over $100,000 buying and selling sports bets. So come join in on the fun today and download the free PropSwap app and PropSwap your sports bets. Head to PropSwap.com.
The John Kincade Show.
I know that most people find his calm leadership to be a gentle, soothing beacon at a time of great social chaos.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Today's John Kincade Show is being brought to you by Wendy's. Fresh, never frozen square patties. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's hot and juicy hamburgers.
You deserve more internet than what you get from just your cell phone. Get Xfinity high-speed internet at home free through the Affordable Connectivity Program. That's right, eligible customers can get Internet Essentials Plus, a $29.95 a month value, free when they enroll in the Affordable Connectivity Program. Get free high-speed internet with unlimited data and a wireless gateway included at no extra cost. No fees, no taxes, and no annual contract. Act now to get this incredible deal for more streaming, more gaming, and more chatting on more devices at home. Your cell phone can't do that. Get Xfinity high-speed internet at home through the Affordable Connectivity Program and connect to more of what you love for free. To see if you qualify, go to Xfinity.com/free, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Restrictions apply. After program participation ends, Comcast standard charges, taxes, and fees apply. May not be combined with other offers.
If the best part of your workday is spent listening to us on your drive to work and back, maybe it's time your workday was spent somewhere else. Many of the companies you hear advertising on The Fanatic are hiring talented, hardworking people just like you. Visit the Fanatic job board at 975thefanatic.com/now hiring for links to career opportunities with our partners.
Pump Man Philly is now hiring experienced technicians. Pump Man Philly is a leading provider of water and wastewater pump service and repair, offering competitive wages, incentive programs, and great employee benefits. Pump up your career. Apply online at pumpmanphilly.com. You want to make green? You got to think green. Start your driver or technician career with Waste Management. $7,500 sign-on bonus. Paid college tuition. Apply online at careers.wm.com.
These are just a few of our advertisers now hiring. Check out the full list at 975thefanatic.com/now hiring. We love working with these companies, and we're sure you will too.
Anywhere fans go to cheer on their team, there are behind-the-scenes MVPs, ensuring everything is game day ready. We see you, Joe, fixing seats so every fan can enjoy every game. And Allie, who keeps her stadium running smoothly from the moment the first game starts to the last play of the season. At Grainger, you're our MVPs, and we're always here for you with supplies and solutions for every industry and 24/7 customer support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Every search you make, every click you take, they'll be watching you.
Tired of companies like Google and Facebook watching everything you do online? There's actually a simple solution. DuckDuckGo. It's an all-in-one privacy app with a built-in private search engine, web browser, one-click data clearing, email protection, and more, all for free. Download the app today and get the most comprehensive privacy protection with a push of a button. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of a new LG laundry set with Turbo Wash 3D that provides a powerful yet gentle clean in just 29 minutes, making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Now for just $7.78 each. Shop LG front and top load washer dryer sets with ultra large capacity and reduced wash time. Valid May 19th through June 8th. U.S. only. Gas dryer extra while supplies last. See store for details.
Doug. Chances are you're jamming in your car right now. And since Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance so you only pay for what you need, Limu and I are going to show you some safe car dance moves. Hit it. Everybody, check your blind spots real quick. Now hands on the wheel. Put them 10 in 2 and move your head like a bird do. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Car shoppers, with light inventories and heavy markups, is it even possible to find a fair deal out there? To be sure, Faulkner Buick GMC in Westchester is the region's trusted name for selection and savings, with no markups and nothing priced above MSRP. Fair, honest pricing has been our way for over 30 years. Find the perfect vehicle, whether you pre-order or drive it off the lot today at Faulkner Buick GMC in Westchester on Auto Park Boulevard and at FaulknerAuto.com. To be sure.
It's a fact. Only 0.0001% of people will ever step up to the plate as a pro baseball player. For the rest of us, there's BetRivers.com Sportsbook app. Featuring same-game parlays, you can combine the excitement of different bets all from the same game. Totals? Bet 'em. Spreads? Bet 'em. Player props? It's a home run. Download the BetRivers.com Sportsbook app today. It's a whole new game.
Presented by Rivers Casino, Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you want a hot and juicy hamburger, go for the square. Wendy's serves up fresh, never frozen beef on every burger. And yep, those patties, they're square. So go to Wendy's and grab a Dave's Double and see the hot and juicy square difference for yourself. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Hot and juicy hamburgers. Fresh beef's available in the contiguous USA, Alaska, and Canada.
Neiman Marcus has the hottest men's designer sneakers in Philadelphia, and they're going fast. Pop into Neiman's King of Prussia and try on the newest kicks from Balenciaga, Alexander McQueen, Christian Louboutin, Dolce & Gabbana, and Versace. But hurry, to be sure, you're one of the first to snag a pair.
Hey, are you tired of dealing with your old drafty windows and doors? Well, it's time you go Guida. Yes, my good friends at Guida Door and Window. They're going to help make your window and door replacement project more affordable with their buy one, get one half off sale. That's right. For every door or window you buy, you'll get the second one at 50% off, and you can mix and match these savings to suit your own needs. Buy an entry door, get half off a storm door. Buy a patio door, get 50% off a window. Need to replace all the windows and doors in your house? Then you'll save 50% on half of your project. It's simple. The more you need, the more you save. Plus, Guida will make it easy for you to afford your project with no money down, interest-free financing for up to 18 months. Act now. This offer is for a limited time. Restrictions apply. For details, call Guida today. Schedule a free no-obligation in-home estimate. The number's 1-877-GO-GUIDA. Or check them out online at GoGuida.com. That's go, GUIDA.com.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
We are reinventing what sports talk radio can be. Whether we improve it remains to be seen.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
John Kincade Show here, 97.5 The Fanatic. Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan. We got Connor Thomas on the board today. Coach Camille, Heavy Chevy's here. And joining us now in studio, the man, the myth, the legend. And we're not going to ask you about the best asses you ever played with, Rick. Ricky Batalico is in the house.
Such would be up there.
Wait a minute. What'd you just say?
Carlos Lee.
That's the last guy I'd like to talk about, please, in the big leagues. Ever.
Can we get into that?
You want to? Here's a sample.
You want to get into it? We'll get into it.
Here's a sample.
The answer is yes.
We're on the same team in Milwaukee. Get on the jet, and Milwaukee is sponsored by Pepsi products. So on the jet, guess what's on there? Pepsi.
Yeah.
Looks at the flight attendant, says, "Where's my Coca-Cola?" And she says, "Oh, we're carrying Pepsi products today. Get off the plane and go get me a Coke."
What?
Yeah, that was it. I'm done.
Yeah.
What a jerk.
I can't stand prima donnas, and
no.
There's a lot, man.
Is
You'd
he
be surprised.
is he the biggest
in
one?
baseball.
Biggest one
that I
with?
knew?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
That's up there.
That's the one he doesn't. That's the only one he's going to bring up. You're a little bit of a prima donna.
Yeah. I need my water delivered to me at exactly
72 degrees.
Exactly. No.
Wow.
38 degrees. And I can tell if it's 30. Like I'm like Ted Williams with a bat, how he could tell how many ounces were in a
It's
a
bad
bat
to
by holding
drink
it.
water cold.
Is it?
I'm sorry.
You should drink it at room temperature.
And
I like drinking it at room temperature.
What are your sources on this?
Look it up.
Look it up like what? Like so I'm supposed to trust the internet?
I once read cold water is
journal.
better to jumpstart your metabolism.
I've read the same.
Whatever. You guys are on crack.
Something's going on here today? You and I are the only sane ones in this whole building today.
Everybody's miserable.
It's getaway day for me. I'm very happy.
Oh
yeah, Jamie's off tomorrow. He's got a douchey not a douchey. I meant a bougie. Not a douchey.
Are you calling my cousin?
I meant to say bougie wedding tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Go to?
This is the first one I've been to in
That's
a while.
not true. You went to that one in the island somewhere. The
white wedding.
Oh, that was my cousin Mike's. That was a year ago. Yeah, not that many.
You gotta say no.
This is a big family wedding. It's gonna be a blast.
No,
I'm golfing Friday morning.
By the way, this is a big family wedding. It's going to be a blast. Means I'm going to be hammered and I'm not going to remember.
Correct. Well, I'll probably remember.
Are the girls going? Or
Yeah. But my mother-in-law is coming to watch the girls.
Yeah, but still, you can't. You can't because it's no fun waking up with a hangover with a 2-year-old and a newborn.
I know how to handle myself.
Wait a minute. If there's a sitter, you could do whatever you want.
Yeah, vodka clears all night. You just don't cross streams, and I'll be fine.
Yeah,
don't worry about me.
Go ahead.
I call it the Pat Burrow. 2 limes, double vodka rocks.
Go vodka clear, and then throw down a shot of Jack at the end. of the
God,
night.
no.
He's the meanest ever.
Jack's a bad man.
Jack is a mean person.
Is he?
Jack
Jack gets me. Yeah.
Come on,
Jack.
Nice
what do
guy.
you think?
I have
Jack
nothing
is
to add
not
to
a
this
good guy.
conversation. I usually go to the bar and order my Shirley Temple and hit the dance floor.
There's a guy you'll never trust in your life.
What?
He sent me video of him dancing at a wedding this past weekend. He sent it to me last night.
What?
Dude can dance. Like, for all of the shortcomings that Pat has, and there are many.
Had to be short.
I didn't mean it that way. The dude can dance.
Good for
I
him.
mean,
That's
legit.
excellent, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Maybe you could actually get a job.
I have a job. I'm doing this.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Yes, this
I'm
is
doing-
his job.
I get paid to do this.
Really?
Believe it or not, tomorrow's payday.
I thought you just lived downstairs.
No,
and you
I
just
think
walked
I
up
think
here.
I do think they fired me a while back, and I just kept coming in because the key card still worked. But
do you have your stapler?
Yeah, exactly. I'm Milton.
What you say? You thought he lived downstairs and he just walks up?
Down
He lives next to Mrs. Cho's down there.
Yeah. Hello, my stapler.
That's back.
That's excellent.
Ricky, great day today because we got Wendy's. When you want a hot and juicy hamburger, go for the Square. Wendy's serves up fresh, never frozen. Always square beef. Go to Wendy's and grab a Dave's Double.
Triple.
Or triple. And taste that hot, juicy Square difference. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's hot and juicy hamburgers. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
Even when you get it right, it's still weird.
I know. I agree. But I'm comfortable saying it now.
Oh, there it is. He said that right.
Okay. Yeah.
Comfortable.
Comfortable. Yeah.
So
Don't be a tryhard. Comfortable.
No, I say it without the R.
The proper way.
Comfortable.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
It's
No.
comfortable.
Comfortable.
It's
No, it's not comfortable.
It's comfortable.
No, there's an O in there. Comfort. The word is comfort.
Yeah, but if
comfort.
You sound dumb when you say it that way.
Comfortable.
The
You're such an
Phillies
idiot.
won 3-0.
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell are we talking about? Who gives a rat's
There's
ass?
a guy on YouTube watching the ponies who says Metallica is really reevaluating his life right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we feel for you, Rick. All right, what'd you think of that performance last night by your Fightins? Zach Wheeler is so much fun to watch.
He's awesome. He's back. I will say that. I love what he's doing right now. It's a guy that could take over a game with his fastball. How many of those do you even see in the league anymore?
And I was listening to your post game last night. I mean, it's obvious he's getting stronger.
Oh, he's definitely. Well, he's gone from 92, 93 to now 97.
That's what I
plus.
heard as I was falling asleep. Was you talking about his increased miles per hour?
See that? I'm soothing.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
You are.
If it was a bad game, you'd be waking up out of a nightmare.
I was worried. I was worried about his workload last year dipping into this season. And then his late start. I was worried he was going to get hammered towards the first part of the season, and he hasn't.
I thought that at the beginning of spring training. Well, he's coming in. It's a late spring training for him. But then he had the little shoulder issue in spring training, and then he was sick in spring training on top of it. So you add those together, and did he pitch in a spring training game?
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did either.
He stayed back for one start after the team came up.
Right,
so,
but I'm talking
but
like
not in
against
actual
real
spring
people.
training. No.
Yeah, no, he didn't. He didn't pitch against a major league hitter in spring training that I could remember.
What do you think it takes a guy like him to actually get to 100%?
About a good month.
A solid month.
Good month.
So what's that, like 6 starts, 5 starts?
I would say about 5 or 6 starts should get you. So he should be about where he's supposed to be right now. 97, almost 98 miles an hour yesterday. I think that's pretty good.
So that gets you ready for the start of the season. Once you're at the start of the season, how long until you're at your peak?
I would for him
for most guys
probably late June for him. I would think. Plus the weather really hasn't helped them, and I'm talking pitchers wise, hasn't really helped them loosen up at all. I mean, even yesterday it was probably 70 degrees at game time, but it still had that cool.
Yeah, he had some wind going on early too.
Although
yeah,
if you pitched Saturday or Sunday, I think you're going to feel it.
I think one of the things brought up in the broadcast last night, in his last 3 or 4 outings, he had like a 1.2 ERA, and then he goes out with that last night. I mean,
it's like he hasn't given up a run in like 20 innings. I mean,
yeah.
The guy's dealing right now.
Everything
three
looked
out
good.
Of his last 4 3 out of his last 4 starts, he hasn't given up.
They're
a run.
calling him
runs.
the Major League Baseball version of Andrew Painter. That's what people are referring to as.
Wait a minute, they're calling who that?
Yeah, they're calling Zach Wheeler the Major League Baseball version.
Okay, so
Painter.
those people are smoking the wrong things because
I'm just joking.
Andrew Painter's not.
I'm just joking. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Just throwing jokes. Look, not every joke's gonna hit. All right, I'll shut my mic off and I'll see you next segment.
Actually, that wasn't too bad. It was just doesn't make a lot of sense.
He dipped into the top 100 prospect list yesterday.
Pretty impressive.
Sweet.
Yeah.
But Jamie's pissed off at Major League Baseball for some reason. What's got you up in anger?
I think they botched it with the Matt Harvey decision. 60 games.
You think it should be more?
Yeah,
but he's done. You can't serve that suspension until you get back to the big league.
I mean, that's a fair point.
Who's
but
going to take him? Right?
That should have been a year suspension.
I didn't know
right?
that.
How's he supposed to?
I figured he'd be suspended from the minors as well.
No, if you're not playing, I mean, if you're not in the big leagues, they can't really. They could suspend you in the minor leagues, but once you get to the big leagues, I'm pretty sure he's got to serve that.
So if you missed the story yesterday, it came out that Matt Harvey got a 60-game suspension for his partaking in the Tyler Skaggs, basically, drug case that led to his death, and Matt Harvey was helping him obtain pills in the locker room from an Angels staffer.
Right.
It was pretty wild, and I just thought a 60-game suspension was pretty tone deaf, considering it led
someone's death
to somebody's death.
Yeah, I mean, he probably should be banned for life.
I think that's the far end of the spectrum,
Right.
but a year minimum.
Wasn't he though?
What are we talking? The guy died.
I could very well be wrong. Wasn't he promised some sort of immunity for testifying?
I think he was
because
and that didn't go over very well.
Yeah,
apparently.
because
no, you're talking legal immunity.
I'm talking Major League Baseball's decision.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
because he would have just pled the fifth, but he was.
Major League Baseball gives out some odd things.
Like Trevor Bauer is basically banned from baseball now. And it came out
2 years.
Yeah, it came out legally that he got off. I'm not trying to compare the two because they're both, whatever. But 60 games compared to 2 years?
Well, one of them turned out that the Trevor Bauer thing was consensual, which is
yes, it was a strange case.
Which then where
Very
in the world?
strange.
Why I don't even understand. I didn't get into that whole thing.
No,
I don't like.
But he's been like blackballed by the league. And
I think it's because they don't like his antics.
I don't think they like him.
Well,
He's
there's
not
a lot
well
of
liked.
there's a lot of
Definition
JOs in Major League Baseball.
He's never been well liked though. Like I remember him getting drafted. He basically told
and
teams,
Matt Harvey's beloved.
Don't.
No.
He's no,
exactly.
He was by Mets fans for a little while.
Yeah,
but
dark Gotham of
no, but before
The Dark Knight
of
before
Gotham.
Trevor Bauer was drafted, he was telling teams, "Don't even draft me if you're going to mess with my throwing program," because he has that really weird throwing program. He has like that bar that he uses and stuff, and so he was kind of arrogant and a JO before getting drafted, and that rubbed teams the wrong way.
And
But
then,
still,
but
this just smells awful.
Right, it is awful. I mean, if you weigh the two, they're not
right. It had to have been at least a year minimum. And to your point, maybe they think
still popping off now.
Yeah,
about what he got.
I just thought
Bob, you turn on the microphone.
I was just listening.
I just thought once again Major League Baseball dropped the ball.
Yeah, I think Ricky brought up a great point. He's never going to come back. So they kind of appeased. They know he's not coming back. So the year is okay because nobody's going to pick him up in Major League.
Nobody's going to pick him up because you have to wait
exactly
2 months.
And at the same time, they don't, in their eyes, maybe Major League Baseball doesn't look like complete jerks by giving him a lifetime ban. So they kind of went in between.
Well, who cares?
I agree. I would have lifetime banned them. No question.
Get out of my sport. It's a privilege to be in this league. See ya.
I mean,
and you stink now too. So bye.
Come on. Pete Rose still has problems. And
Yeah,
how
that's
long
crazy
ago
to
was
me.
that? I mean, forgive at some point.
Yeah,
That's
the
way
reason I
look at
brought it up was just that Major League Baseball can't seem to get out of their own way. It's
What else
always
is
the
new?
wrong decision.
Off-field situations, they're
it's
not
always
great.
wrong.
Yeah.
They've
It's
always been that
unbelievable.
way.
Because they're trying to protect themselves. They're trying to protect Major League Baseball in general. They're not trying to protect Bauer or Matt Harvey.
This is a disaster for the Angels.
They're trying to protect the mothership. They've always been that way. Like even dating back to like the 1900s. Like you look at the Black Sox scandal, they were that way. Like guys that clearly did not throw the World Series were banned for life because they were linked. It's like it's a joke. I mean, baseball can have its own way.
It was a hard story.
I agree. I agree with that. I think other sports definitely do a little bit more. I mean, I think football is the harshest.
With punishments?
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, you got to understand, in general, they only play 16, 17.
I feel like they're the best at protecting their brand.
Yeah, I agree.
You mean deleting like tapes? And
stuff?
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, like they'll do anything to protect their brand.
Well, their brand is worth a lot of money.
And that's why they protect it so well.
Yeah, it is. BetParks Casino and Sportsbook app. Live in-game betting is where it's at, and all the new BetParks Casino and Sportsbook app has you covered. Getting in on the action. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Pat's point of view today, he wants to change the subject a little bit and head on over to those Philadelphia Eagles.
This is Pat's point of view. Here's Pat.
That's right, boys. I'm here.
There he is, Rick, right over there.
Hey, Pat.
All of a sudden I showed up, right?
Yeah. Right.
It's like the Ravens' claw.
So, obviously, there's a giant question mark at the quarterback position going into this season. I don't think I'm breaking news with that. Is the quarterback the only thing that's making you hesitant about jumping in and saying this team is really a Super Bowl contender?
The only thing?
I don't think Jalen Hurts is bad.
Is there anything else on this team that's keeping you from saying this
He's not great.
You don't know that.
I hope he can be great.
You don't know that.
Yes.
What is it?
To your answer. No, that is the only thing. You said, is he the only thing?
So the only thing that's keeping them, and to Ricky's point, we don't know that because we've only really seen him for one full year, and he's working with a completely different quarterbacks coach who's gotten the most out of guys he's worked with in the past.
He's also has completely different weapons this year. And a nice, cozy schedule to go with it.
Yeah, that schedule's easy.
And a healthy ankle.
Never say easy. It is the NFL.
It's really not that ridiculous to think that they could be a contender for the Super Bowl. Could.
It's a play on words a little bit, but Connor and I were doing this yesterday after the show. I think with the move they made yesterday and all that they've done, that I think they're NFC contenders.
You win your division, you're a Super Bowl contender. Because you have to go through Philadelphia, which is not fun, I would assume, in January to be out there, if it's cold, mind you. But they have a home field advantage for sure. No?
I think so.
They do.
Else here?
No, they do. They just don't. I don't think they have the advantage they once did. Like the link has gotten soft.
The link is not the vet.
The link is not even close to the vet.
Yeah,
it's not even close.
But it's still an advantage. I think playing in front of your home fans, having other people come into play in Philadelphia. Yes, I absolutely think it's an advantage in any sport.
But that's why I said any team.
Yeah,
but I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to look at this new team. If you put them on the field in Tampa Bay last year in the playoffs,
they'd still lose.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
It's because you're away. I mean, there was one powerhouse.
Even bring Tampa Bay here. Are they beating Tom Brady?
I don't know.
What, this current team?
Yeah. No, they're not beating Tom Brady.
Then that's my point. Playoffs usually comes.
But I got to tell you something. You know, I'm a Bucs fan. I look at their schedule. They're not making the playoffs next year.
Oh yeah. I haven't looked at their schedule.
I disagree with that.
Take a look at their schedule.
You take a look at their schedule.
I already did.
What's on it?
I mean, Buffalo.
Dates and games and times.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me put it this way.
Give me wins and losses.
Let me.
Let's go through the Bucs schedule.
Let's go through. We're not going to do Eagles, but we'll do the Bucs.
There's 3 extra teams: Cincinnati, Buffalo, and
that's rough.
The Rams. And I think they have Green Bay again this year.
Those are like 5 or 4 of the top 6 Super Bowl.
Yeah,
but they'll
City. I can keep going.
Yeah, but they'll win some of those games.
Yeah, they'll probably go 2-2 or something.
I know.
Look, the reality is, if they play the Bucs, they're probably going to lose.
I can't see it.
Rams, if they play at the Rams, that's a loss.
Yeah, I just don't see Jalen Hurts beating a Tom Brady, a Stafford, Russell Wilson's AFC now.
Well,
like one of those guys, Aaron Rodgers.
Here's what you have to feel. You have to feel the Rams maybe are in that Super Bowl hangover next year, and Stafford's real happy about it and blah, 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 and doesn't come out and play.
That might be your best hope.
Yeah.
Busy doing AT&T commercials.
Yeah, see?
Which, by the way, like What percentage of the overall population gets that commercial? Like 7%?
Yeah, I think the non-sports fan has to. I think the non-sports fan has no idea who he is.
Yeah,
you know, like I think the
don't
non-sports
actually
fan is
listen.
like, what is this?
He's making a
guy?
I didn't know who Becky G was.
Who's Becky G?
She does the Xfinity commercials.
Come on, Becky G?
Yeah, I got no idea who that is.
You see this thing?
Becky G, man.
Becky G,
Becky G.
You don't know who Becky G is?
This guy doesn't even know who Becky G is, and he's on the radio. What a loser.
God, dude.
What the hell are you guys
believe this?
talking about?
I didn't know who
You know
she
what?
was
Start your
until-
vacation early. Go home.
Wow.
You don't even know who Becky G is, you nerd.
You haven't
Too
seen
busy
the girl
talking
that
about
holds
Dutch
the tickets
Dalton's
and holds
ass.
the money in the other hand?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, my God.
That's who is she? Somebody?
She does the
Everybody's somebody, Jamie.
She's Rebecca Marie Gomez, known professionally as Becky G, an American singer and actress.
Yeah, she's from America.
You know, she first gained recognition in 2011 when she began posting videos of herself covering popular songs.
Yeah, James.
Come on, Becky G, dude.
What's wrong with you? She's like the female Justin Bieber.
the hell is going? Hey, can we focus here?
I'm sorry for the audience that we have to work
I
with.
feel bad for the audience.
Becky G.
And by the way, we didn't
Listen
choose
to
Jamie. We were stuck with him.
Yeah,
He
right?
was upon the show.
I mean, you're either watching Flo or Lily or Becky G right now. How many times
Come
are
on,
those commercials
James.
on every day?
You really didn't know who Becky G
No,
was?
I have no idea who Becky G is.
Sick of Flo.
He's watching cartoons and stuff
Or
like
he's
that.
drinking too much.
So, Rick, I got to ask you, are you excited for the Top Gun movie coming out?
I am.
I wasn't
I'm a
at
Miles
all.
Teller
Now I
fan.
am.
I'm a Miles Teller fan. Have you seen War Dogs?
Yeah,
No,
we
you
hit this
brought
last
that up
week.
before. That's
yeah, but
right.
Nobody goes and see it.
I don't
I've
didn't
seen
have
it.
time.
Great
what do you
movie.
mean you don't have time?
I was busy.
Wait, I've seen it. Connor's seen it. He
Love
said,
that
yeah,
movie.
Yeah, it's
Busy.
incredible.
Love that movie.
Yeah,
It's
War
actually
Dogs.
Bob's not a
based
movie
on
guy.
based off of a true story.
I'm really thinking of going to see Top Gun in the movie theaters.
You should.
I almost texted my wife and said, "Let's do it."
You should.
But I don't. I probably won't go through with it. So I don't want to give her false hope.
I
But you
can't.
should.
Couldn't tell you the last time I've been to a movie
can.
theater.
8 hours ago.
When?
The last movie I saw in the movie theater was Titanic, 1997, 8.
Isn't that
7
weird?
or 8?
Isn't
yeah.
that weird? I couldn't even tell you the last time.
I haven't
last
been
time-
in 3+ years.
The
yeah.
last time had to be with my daughters, and my daughter just graduated from
Frozen.
State, so that was a no. It was well before that, I think.
Okay. I don't know.
I'm thinking like Up.
Pat
or
was at.
something
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
I watched that
Pat
the
was
other
at a
day.
movie last night. I would guess.
Yeah, I was at a movie 8 hours ago. 12 hours ago.
Why?
Saw Maverick.
That's what he
Saw
does.
Maverick.
I just wait for everything to.
Okay, you can wait. I don't.
He don't. He's impatient.
There's
Why
no
would I
Why
wait?
is there
reason to
such
get
tension
hostile.
between you
Why
two
would I
today?
wait?
I don't know. He's
I know,
all
right?
hostile.
You
Sexual-
come in here all.
Sexual
it's
tension.
not sexual.
No, it's a little sexual.
What?
Sexual tension between us. It's been palpitating.
Ricky goes, what?
By the way, one flew over the cuckoo's nest. He
Great.
belongs in there.
He does. I'll give you. Give me one character for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Egan.
The nurse Ratchet.
Yes.
Nice. Very
Chief.
good.
Who was the big
How about
chief?
Chief?
Yeah.
Chief was my favorite.
And what was
was.
Danny DeVito's name?
I don't
Danny
know.
Frank.
DeVito.
Pat.
No, Bob doesn't get that reference
Becky
either.
G.
No.
One of the guys.
Oh, why you so down
one of
on
the
Becky?
guys would eat all the checkers, right?
Yeah, that
Was
that
that
was
Danny?
that was a wild movie. If you
It
haven't,
was they were out of. I mean, literally out of their minds in
yeah,
that movie.
that was pretty intense.
How about they electrocuted them and wow.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that probably wouldn't fly now.
No, probably wouldn't go
In the
over very
movie
big.
theaters, yeah. So this is the John Kincade Show. Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, Ricky Batalico is in-house, which we always love. Connor Thomas, Coach Eric Camille. We are filling in for John Kincade today as he makes his last trip, Rick. Last trip down to Atlanta.
I'm calling BS.
You think he's going to go back down a few
He
times?
loves Atlanta. Don't let him kid you. He's a Braves fan. He's everything. Come on.
Wow.
He's a
not
BJ
even here to
Surhoff
defend
signed
himself.
jersey.
That's why I'm doing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you wouldn't say it to his face.
I have said it to his
No,
face.
you have. You have.
He doesn't buy
He
into
ignores
it
you.
anymore. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he ignores
good
you
at
when
it.
you go on that kind of rant. But so we are here, John Kincade Show, all morning long. We appreciate you joining us. Time at The Fanatic is 7:52.
The hate in here this morning is nonstop. You know what else is nonstop? The NBA playoff action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. This week, new customers can bet $5 on any team to win and get $150 in free bets if they do. Looking to turn that small bet into a big payday? Try DraftKings same-game parlays. Create your own parlay by combining multiple bets like which team will win,
total threes made, total rebounds, and much more. And right now, all customers can place a same-game parlay with 3 or more legs and get a free bet back up to $25 if one of those legs doesn't hit. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code FANATIC. Bet $5 on any NBA team to win their game and get $150 in free bets if they do. That's code FANATIC. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit. Restrictions apply. In partnership with the Hollywood Casino at the Meadows. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Are you one of the millions of homeowners who haven't refinanced yet? If so, I'm here to tell you it's not too late. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial. Although the lowest rates may be in our rearview mirror, as the economy recovers from the biggest economic shock of our lifetime, rates still remain near historic lows. In fact, with the dramatic increase in home values, this may be the perfect time to put that new home equity to work. Take advantage of our cash-out refi program and pay off high-rate credit cards, car loans, or other high-interest rate debt. Or finally make those home improvements you put on hold for so long. Best of all, we can do this with no closing costs. That's right. Whether it's a conventional, FHA, or VA loan, we'll pay for your title, settlement, lender, and recording fees. So call Westland at 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is licensed by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Banking. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
If you're a small business, there are lots of choices when it comes to your internet and technology needs. But when you choose Comcast Business Internet, you choose the largest, fastest, reliable network. You choose advanced security for total peace of mind. And you choose fiber solutions with speeds up to 10 gigs available to more small businesses than any other provider. That's virtually everywhere we serve. The choice is clear. Get unbeatable business solutions from the most innovative company. Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Get started with Internet and Voice for $35 each a month when you buy both with a 2-year agreement. Or ask how to get up to a $700 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Requires enrollment in automatic payments and paperless billing. Prepaid card offer ends 5/22/22. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business customers only. Limited to Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet and 1 voice line. Early termination fee applies. Equipment, installation, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change during and after term agreement. May not be combined with other offers. Most innovative company based on American Business 2021 Gold Stevie Award.
Hey, I'm Ariana. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Spicy Southwest salad is when I take a bite, it's like, wow, I'm getting a punch from the roasted corn. I'm getting a kick from the spicy chicken. It's just great.
Hi, this is Tori. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the avocado lime dressing. It adds to the chicken, the bacon, and the roasted corn. It takes the salad to a whole nother level.
Order a salad for delivery on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
You're the one everyone looks to for answers. Come rain or shine, the job must get done. And you're the one who makes it happen. We get you, Jackie in Fresno, putting your employee safety first. And Manny in Chattanooga, whose local Granger team knows him by name. We're here for you and all the ones who get it done with 24/7 customer support and access to product specialists to help you find what you need. Call, click Granger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
You've got bugs. What's your move? A rattly can? Or a simple spritz? Bugs near your kids and pet? Will it be ingredients you can't pronounce? Ew. Or essential oils? Bother the bugs, not your family. Zevo uses essential oils, which attack bugs' biological systems, so Zevo kills bugs, plus is safe for use around people and pets when used as directed. Zevo. People-friendly. Bug-deadly. Now at a store near you.
Every search you make, every click you take, they'll be watching you.
Are you tired of being tracked online? There's a simple solution. DuckDuckGo. It's an all-in-one privacy app with a built-in private search engine, web browser, one-click data clearing, email protection, and more, all for free. Download the app today and get the most comprehensive privacy protection with the push of a button. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
It's one thing to build a truck. It's another to build a legacy. The Ford F-150. The only truck with an available class-exclusive Pro Power onboard generator. The only one with an available work surface in the front and the back. And the only one that is part of the F-Series lineup that has been the best-selling pickups for 45 straight years. Now, you can get special incentives when you build to order a new F-150. Inventory is arriving daily, so hurry in for best selection. Get to your local Ford store today.
Need to get away? Plan on 2 days that don't feel like the other 5. And do it right here in your own backyard. Check out places you haven't been to in years and explore new spots that you keep meaning to get to, but don't. Pair the Bell, the Hall, and a cheesesteak with James Beard-affiliated restaurants. Art at every turn. Beer gardens galore and a spellbinding exhibit or two. Pack light, plan big. For Philly, your hometown adventures begin at visitphilly.com.
Hey, it's Cuz. You getting ready for that spring cleanup? The garage, the attic. Big move. Let me tell you about the perfect solution, the Bagster. The Bagster, by far the most convenient, affordable way to help with your cleanup. The Bagster, what a product. 3 cubic yard dumpster in a bag. Holds 3,300 pounds of waste. Sold at Home Depot, Lowe's, local hardware stores for just $29.99. Buy it, fill it, schedule your collection. Boom, it's gone. Clean it up with the Bagster. Dumpster in a bag.
Parks Racing and the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association invite you and your family to Preakness Stakes Day. Gates open at 10 a.m. for live horse racing, free family fun, and then watch the Preakness on our giant infield video screen. Plus, the first Parks Racing Food Truck Festival, face painting, pony rides, live music with Vinyl Countdown, DJ Tonka, and more. Preakness Stakes Day this Saturday at Parks Racing in Bensalem. Details at letsgoracingparks.com. SB 21 gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's Cuz. You can be slimmer for summer. With NJ Diet, you can lose 20 to 40 plus pounds in only 40 days. Their contractually guaranteed program uses hair, saliva, bioenergetic scans to personalize natural formulas and supplements where the side effect is weight loss. Then, DNA info is used to help keep it off. No shots, no hormones, no surgery, no prepackaged foods. Ew. Call 855-5NJ-DIET or visit njdiet.com. That's njdiet.com.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Thank God this is radio, or you'd have to be looking at my face. I'm too sexy for my shirt.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Come on, Pat. I know you're feeling better. You got a full stomach. I expect a little chair dancing from you.
Good morning, everybody.
No.
Yep.
Pat Egan in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
8 o'clock hour brought to you by Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com.
Bob, you're good at this, man.
Well, you make it easy.
I know I do, but
yeah,
you're really
it's
good.
It's the likes of you that make it easy.
Oh my God, make
you're
out
a
with
horrible texter, but you do make my radio job easy.
No, he's not bad.
What's that?
Like every time I text you text me back.
Yeah, I do.
No, you're not a bad texter.
It had to be you.
Yeah,
I
there
don't
was
know
something
what was
hard.
going on with your phone
because you said you
connection.
texted me. I didn't get that. I texted
Right.
you. You didn't see it. So
Yeah,
we're
it's
all
not
worked
bad.
out now.
We're good.
We worked it all
We're good
out,
now.
Pat. Don't you worry.
And then there's
he's all right.
Jamie who says nothing over there because he's on vacation right now.
No, Jamie's got a mouthful of Wendy's.
Damn it, Rick.
I just took a bite. I thought it was fine.
They should
a bite. Did you put the whole thing in
by
there?
the way, how good would like a triple sausage or triple chicken be for breakfast?
A triple chicken?
triple
How
chicken?
much chicken do you need?
Jeez, man, yeah.
I could do that. Why don't you,
You
just
guys
put the
are-
whole
you know
chicken
what?
in there?
Triple chicken?
I'm with you, Rick.
I'm big on the triple burger, so
Dude,
why not?
Are you a big eater?
A little decorum,
No.
man.
Me neither. I'm not a
This
like.
might be
No, he's not a big eater, but he'll have triple chicken.
He
I mean,
said
come
you
on.
could do
triple.
it.
What's wrong with chicken?
There's nothing wrong with chicken.
It
Triple?
doesn't fit. The flat burger sits on top of each other well. The chicken doesn't sit on top of each other
save
well.
it. Who cares?
Why? The chicken's flat.
No, it's not.
not.
It's got
No,
How
it's
does
not.
I haven't had the chicken.
I haven't
I always
either.
just go
I
right
haven't
fried
either.
chicken. It's lumpy.
Hey, by the
Oh,
way,
it's
Bob,
wavy.
Bob,
Okay.
I haven't had it either. You know why? Because it's always gone by the time you get to the chicken part.
Good point. Yep. There's a lot of
Come in earlier.
I am in early.
Yes, and you know what happened? You came in early, and guess what you got?
Sausage.
The reason I asked you about your eating habits, being a former pro athlete,
I only
because
eat
yesterday we were at the Brian Dawkins golf outing.
Right.
And Eddie George, former Heisman Trophy winner, still looks great.
Turned
big
actor.
man. We were shocked how big he was.
Yeah.
What do you have, Connor? He had two of the biggest breakfast plates I've ever seen.
Dude.
I mean, eggs piled high.
There's nothing wrong with breakfast. You burn that off by lunch.
I hear you, but I just don't. That was a lot of food, wasn't
he had
it,
like
Connor?
a 30-pound plate of food. It was ridiculous.
2 plates.
He's
two
a big boy.
full-ass plates.
Hey,
yeah.
dude, he's a growing man.
Huge.
You know, we had his when I used to play for the Phillies. We had his mom as a flight attendant.
Oh, really? Is that right?
On our
Really?
charters, yeah. Yep. She
cool.
used to do our charters.
Would she like update you? Like, my son's doing
She
really
was
well
great.
in high
She
school.
was awesome.
Yeah,
She
that's
was
cool.
Awesome.
It was. I was impressed yesterday. Now these guys are getting a little older now. You know, we looked up. Eddie George is 48. Donovan, those guys, they're all. You know, they're getting in their 40s and stuff. I was impressed with the shape that a lot of those guys were. Almost all of them to a man.
Is Eddie? He's probably a top 3 local forgotten guy, right? Like, to me, Reggie Jackson's number 1. The fact that Reggie Jackson went to Cheltenham High, is like they don't get mentioned in the great Philadelphia export athletes.
Yeah.
Eddie George is probably number 2.
Where's he
I agree.
from?
Abington.
Did you see his knees? All scarred up.
Oh, are they real? I didn't see the front of
The only reason I know that because I could remember him. He came over to NBC at one time and he was sitting there, and I'm like, oh man,
Your
his
knees are gnarly.
Well, because
So how many surgeries
running
did he have?
backs they wear those pants that barely cover the knee or they're right above the knee. And think about it, they get hit almost every
Scars,
time.
helmets, and everything coming at it. Yeah,
It's amazing when you and look, Rick, you were a pitcher. Your shoulder shot.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
you
gone.
had that. We look at like John Runyon, who has trouble getting in and out of a golf cart. You know, just because of the wear and tear of everything. What you put your guys' put your bodies through to be those players. People don't realize it. They think it's all great and glory and all, but we throw a ball around in the hallway.
Well, I mean, it's hard for me to imagine like what a football player goes through on a Monday morning because I mean they get pounded around for hours on a football field. I mean, for me, it was like slow wear and tear and ripping pain in your shoulder. I mean.
What's the hardest thing to
hell.
do now? I mean, obviously you're not going around throwing balls, but does it affect you doing everyday stuff? The shoulder?
You know, it's funny. The hardest thing to do is sleep on my right side. Oh, it rips literally my shoulder my arm will either fall asleep or I'll be in like severe pain when I get up.
Oof.
Well, it's been like that since I could remember it.
Well, you wouldn't change a thing, would you?
No, I probably would have gotten a surgery quicker. Just so it wasn't as evasive because they went into everything. I mean, I had my labrum. My labrum was shot. There was no labrum left.
What year was that?
2002.
Because he made the All-Star team in 96. Should have made it in 95.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
we
was
know
one of
that.
Sports Illustrated's like big snubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big snub.
What team were you on when that happened?
Phillies.
Okay.
It's the local baseball team
Have you
here,
heard of
Pat,
him, Pat?
in town. He was
I
number
don't, I don't have
52.
his baseball reference in front of me. He's played for the Phillies.
You
the
should
Mets.
have it right here.
Diamondbacks.
He's our brother in arms.
By the way, excuse me, that's a lie. He has a computer in front of him, and he does have it at the
No,
at the
I
tip of his
have a
fingertips.
YouTube feed.
Well, you could change it.
I could. I didn't though.
Right. My whole point. Thank you.
All right,
I'm sorry, I don't have my your baseball card in front of me.
Why
here,
are you
St. Louis
such
Cardinals.
an evil little person?
You think that like I just have your baseball reference? I don't have
Seriously,
it.
why are you so angry?
I really like.
Why are you in this room?
I secretly really enjoy your company.
All right, we're good then.
I invited him in here today. Like Coach and I talked about it this morning. Should we have Egan in the room?
I
and
like
I
the
said,
little clashes every once in a while. I think he does too.
Oh my God, the two of you are adorable.
The whole will they or
Easy
won't they
there,
thing,
Bob.
it's great.
Constant.
Easy, Bob.
All right, see if you guys agree with me on this,
No.
okay? It was just about a year ago that many in this city, maybe even the majority in this city, wanted Howie Roseman fired.
Yeah, I'll raise my hand.
I'll immediately raise my hand.
Okay, I'm
I
not
wanna-
going out on a limb
I
there.
was
No.
the first guy who wanted him fired.
And I was a Howie guy, but I had seen enough. So I said, yeah, bye.
I was
Now
not a
many,
Howie guy.
maybe even the majority now, consider him one of the tops in the league.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a Howie Roseman jersey.
Is this a crazy city, Ricky? Can you remember another executive or player in this town who had such a drastic turnaround? Now, it can be a turnaround from hated him or wanted him gone to loving or loving to hating.
I have one immediately.
Do you have anything off the top of your head, Ricky?
Loving to hating, maybe
Or hating to loving?
Hextall, maybe.
Ooh, that's not bad because
that's a
they
good
loved him
one.
as a player.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
I think a lot of fans loved him too as a GM at first.
Yeah, and then it went sour quick.
And then he wouldn't change. He wouldn't even budge.
Just fire Hackstall, man.
Yeah. When
That's all it took.
Look, when you have an opportunity,
Hextall thing was a mess.
when you
Well,
have an
his kid
opportunity
played
to
for
die
him,
on
too.
Dave Hackstall Hill, you take it every time.
Didn't Hextall's kid
Yes.
play for Hackstall in
Yeah.
college?
Yeah, he played at North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Yeah.
Dakota State.
Who's yours, Pat?
Guy in the booth right now, Ruben Amaro. When he was buying players, when he was trading assets, no one better. I mean, you look at the prospects they gave up in those trades to get some of the top talent. No one really panned out all that much. Jonathan VR. I mean, Carlos Carrasco to a degree, but even he was designated
Wrong
for
team.
assignment. He was what?
Wrong team.
What do you mean?
Like he showed up for the wrong team after he was traded.
No, I didn't.
Yes, sir. He went to the Indians and everywhere
He showed up
else.
for the Indians.
That's what I mean. That was my whole point.
Yeah, like I'm talking about the guys in the trades that ended
he
up
got
bearing
rid of.
fruit. Yeah.
Okay.
But there's a low number of them. I mean, like the Kyle Drabeck's never panned out. The Michael Taylor's never panned out. He was great at trading assets. When it came to the one time that he had to trade proven talent and get prospects back, he was horrible. He was
Cliff Lee to the
horrible.
Mariners, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got Filippo Mont, Tyson Gillies, and
Filippo Mont is
JC
going to be a
Ramirez.
pitcher one of these days. He's going to be okay.
Is
Yeah.
he still pitching in Canada?
I don't know.
I think he. Yeah,
I think he's pitching in Winnipeg.
I think he pitched in the last Olympics for Canada.
He did.
Yeah.
He did something, yeah.
I mean, but it was like time and time again when it came to trading proven talent, and that year they were a contender at least. But when it came that 2012 deadline, he was horrible. And by the time towards his end, he was really just a glorified secretary for Pat Gillick and who was the guy?
I thought Ruben did a pretty good job. I mean, he got that team to 102 wins, and
yeah,
you know what? Once you get to the playoffs, it's really a crapshoot.
I don't blame him for their playoff losses at all.
You just didn't like his trades.
I blame him for not being able to recoup talent once the window had closed, and then him signing guys like a glorified closer a week before. Like he had signed.
Did you ever think
he signed John Papelbon and he gave up his first round draft pick? When if you waited a week to sign Papelbon, you don't give up your first round draft pick. That's stupid.
Now let me ask you something. Would you have waited with the Cliff Lee thing? My opinion on that is that he asked Cliff where he wanted to go.
I don't think that was the case.
That's what I think. Because
I'm going to trust Ricky on this one.
Back right after it.
They did.
I'm just guessing.
I don't think Cliff wanted to leave.
Well, he was leaving. He probably told him, I have to trade you, and then, we'll... Because if you remember right away, you heard about Cliff Lee's going to be back next year.
Oh, I didn't hear that at all.
I did.
I kind of recall that. For some reason, I was covering the Phillies when the Cliff Lee saga was all going down. I kind of do remember there being something floated around like he'll be back.
There's always wish he never came back.
There's always talk, though, when a guy ends up getting to Philadelphia, flourishing, and then he's traded away and he's on an expiring contract. There's always talk of he's going to come back
elsewhere too.
Yeah, but my point is, there's always talk of that guy. Oh, well, they can get him back, and it rarely happens. The main talk about Cliff Lee was he was going to go to the Yankees.
That's true too.
And even then, he spurned the Yankees for the deal with the Phillies.
Was he the one where his wife didn't want to go?
Yes.
Yeah, they love Chop.
Oh yeah, that's
but
right.
also she was treated so poorly in New York in the 2009 World Series that she told him, "We're not going to New York."
That's right.
Pat, you are just a plethora of useless knowledge.
It's all up here.
It really is impressive, except for Ricky's card. And everything else is up there, huh?
When my allergies start clearing up, we're golden.
You're a pretty smart guy. You sound better, too.
Traded for what? Jeff Brantley?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Who you traded for the Cardinals?
Ron Gant and 3 others.
I love Ron
Gant.
Gant.
Yeah. Didn't he spider his leg? Was that Gant?
The hell spider a leg?
What is that mean?
No, he hit a foul ball off his leg,
Rico?
and
He broke his leg, yes.
Yeah, and the bone, it fractured
Yes.
like a spider's web, they said. It
really?
fractured
I've
out
never
like
heard
that.
somebody say
I
spider.
think they call
to
that breaking his leg.
That's tremendous
seriously.
Ron Gant knowledge.
That's pretty good, too. I just had to one-up you, that's
I
all.
don't even think Ron Gant knows that about Ron Gant.
Did you ever wear another number besides 52?
Yes.
When you first came up, right?
27. I had.
Willie Montanez.
No, it was my second time coming back to the Phillies. I didn't want to be 52 again.
Oh, wow. I didn't even remember that. Why were you 52? Was that your own chosen number, or they just gave it?
That's what they gave me.
That seems like a spring training number that, and this guy's pretty good. We'll keep him up. Back in the day, 52 wasn't popular back in the day, was it?
I don't think it's popular now.
Yeah, it never really was.
Yeah, I mean, can you think of another
Who's your
52?
most famous 52?
Can you think of
610.
any other 52 for the Phillies?
Brad Hand. He's wearing it right now.
Is he?
Carlos Silva wore it.
Dennis Baez?
I know all these. There's been some scrubs that have worn it.
Hey, Carlos Silva was actually all right.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, you're the best number 52 ever to wear a Phillies uniform.
Rick, does that bother you when someone wears your number and they're a scrub wearing it? Do you look at it like they're disrespecting 52?
No. I never really thought about that because then I had somebody's number at one point. I mean, if you really look at it that way. I mean, I on the Mets, I couldn't get 52 because Don Baylor was there. He was wearing 52, so they gave me 34. Then we make a trade for Chris Benson.
Oh God, that was the Xavier and 80 trade.
Yeah, and I'm told Benson wants to buy the uniform number. I'm like, sure.
Case of beer.
Yeah, how much?
No, it was
$10,000.
No, dude. It was supposed to be money.
Yeah, he was pretty well off.
Guess
He's
what
supposed to be. You got nothing.
Nothing?
Wow,
Nothing.
that ain't
What a
right.
scumbag. He was a former Philly, Chris Benson.
Yeah, I had to change to number 20.
Chris Benson had the wife.
His wife was Anna Benson.
Yeah.
So hot. I think they're divorced now.
He had the wife.
Yeah, no, that's what he was known as.
How about Zach Davies?
I
Did you see
remember
what
it.
his wife did yesterday?
No.
Apparently, they were married for like 10 years, and apparently he was cheating. He sent her a text at a 6 a.m. one morning, then just blocked her, ghosted her. They are now divorced.
Wow.
That's a power move for a fringe Major League Baseball player. That's a power move.
Wow.
Blocking the numbers bold.
Blocked the wife's
Wait,
number.
so he owned up to cheating, or was it
No, he never talked to her again.
he was cheating and he just decided, you know what, I'm done?
Apparently, you got to read it. Find her. I think her name's Megan Davies on Instagram.
Who was the Dodger that it must have been Justin Turner, but his wife was cheating. And it was a huge deal. She's like an influencer, and she was cheating with their pastor. You guys remember that? It was
With a pastor?
It was
Yeah,
like last year, and the pastor was.
Oh, that was Longoria.
No,
wasn't it?
No, the pastor's
sure?
not a good-looking guy. Yeah, I'll look up last year's roster because I'll recognize the name pretty quickly. I thought it was Justin Turner, but it's definitely not.
We've lost control.
Yeah, we're talking
How do you remember trades like that? That's amazing to me.
because that was the big trade at that deadline was Chris Benson.
In what year?
From the Pirates. I want to say like 03.
Do you remember trade?
03 or 04?
You must absolutely love this because me and Pat come on the show. You don't even need subjects.
No, it's just you
need is
guys
your little
go.
readers over there, Bob. As long as you have your little readers, you're fine.
And you know what else I'm fine with? The Wendy's, because we just had it. And when you want a hot and juicy burger, go for the square. Wendy's serves up fresh, never frozen, always square beef. Go to Wendy's and grab a Dave's Double or Triple and taste that hot, juicy. I was waiting for you, Rick. Square difference. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Triple.
Hot and juicy hamburgers. Fresh beef available in the contiguous.
There
you go. U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
By the way,
very, very good.
Connor Thomas let me know it was Ben Zobrist's wife. Ben Zobrist's wife was cheating with the pastor. You can't trust these pastors.
I don't really care.
You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear me on Oh God, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think they're having a prayer sesh, Rick? They're not.
Prayer sesh?
But she's meeting God all right. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to pass.
You have an ex.
Can I pass, please?
I want to get him to shut up, but I can't because he has a point of view that we have to get to right now.
This is Pat's point of view. Here's Pat.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Pat?
I thought it was It's Pat.
We have game time coming up at 8:30 also, Ricky.
That should be fun.
It's going to be
I'm
a good one
terrible
today.
at this.
Today's is tough.
It can't be worse than what's in Pat's pocket, though.
That was
that was pretty
horrible.
bad.
Yeah.
That was up there. The Mount Rushmore of worst segments we've ever
I don't
done.
know how
That's
you
up there.
fit that.
It's probably number one.
VHS tape in there. That was.
Yeah, it was number one without a doubt.
I'm stealing this from The Athletic because The Athletic did a piece where all the writers wrote their biggest pleasant surprise for the teams. Jason Stark had his. I agree with it, and I'll tell you what it was after I get all yours. But what's your biggest pleasant surprise?
Right, tell me his so I can sound smart.
No. But I'm pretty sure one of us will get it. But what's your biggest pleasant surprise of the Phillies this season?
Alec Bohm.
That was his. So you do sound smart.
Thanks.
Because anytime you align yourself with Jason Stark, you're in really good company.
The fielding isn't great, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
He had a real nice catch on a foul ball last night. You remember it, Ricky, where he had to run over? I think they said on the broadcast he ran like 30-some yards to get it.
Who's
but
this,
it was
Bomer?
Boom.
Yeah.
But it was tough in that his back's to the plate. He's going towards the stands.
May have been the ninth inning.
He made an ninth inning was only 4 pitches. Was that
How
one
great
of them?
was that?
That was good.
Well, there was a pop up to third. That's why I'm saying.
Could have been.
You know who else has been playing okay is Reese. And I say that with like a question.
He made a nice play in the ninth
leadoff
inning
hitter.
last night.
You're the leadoff.
He made a nice defensive play in the field
saying.
in the ninth inning last night.
I mean, you have to make some plays. I got to go with they're not as bad as I thought they were going to be right now in the field also.
No, and I think Tom brought it up, and it was ironically right before Kyle Schwarber's error the other night. But he brought up that they were having like a really nice defensive run there for a while, and I think.
But according to analytics, they don't get to the balls that other teams get to.
Yeah, I love that. I always joke. According to analytics, I'm 5'8". Like analytics will just tell like your eye test will say one thing and analytics tells you the completely different thing.
I see what you're saying.
I can't stand it.
I get tired of the certain numbers and I love like we were actually just talking about it in the hall.
What's your least favorite? The launch angle?
Launch angle.
Oh, it's dumb.
But here's what I hate about it.
Or the velocity off the bat.
Miguel Franco is a Hall of Famer compared to if you look at launch angle.
These guys will come back to the bench and like look up like I hit the perfect launch angle.
Yeah.
Why didn't it go out of the ballpark? Well, idiots. There's things called wind. That there's elements. There's rain. You know what? Suck it up. Stop being babies. I'm tired of this crap.
And you call him miserable?
No,
I'm with him.
The analytics are a computer game. If you want to go by analytics, go on your computer and play the MLB whatever
The show.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Whatever happened to I just missed it.
Yeah.
Right?
You don't hear that
You get a
anymore.
fastball down the middle and you fly out to deep left. I just missed that one.
I've said it in wiffle ball games.
There's a horrible baseball movie called Trouble with the Curve.
Oh, that's terrible.
So incredibly bad, and it's a shame because it's written by the same guy who did Bull Durham. But in the movie, Clint Eastwood plays a baseball scout, and his big signing that he had was struggling in like AAA, and the analytics basically said that he was trash, and he realized no, he just misses his mom, like he needs his family. He just needs a family trip. Now, as stupid as that sounds, it points to Ricky's point of like there's so many more elements that aren't just numbers. What if the guy was hungover? What if the guy's girlfriend, broke up with him or was cheating on him with the pastor? Like, there's so many things that analytics doesn't point to because it can't. Because there's a human element, there's weather, there's conditions.
You can't measure a guy's heart, Pat.
You can't. The dog in the fight.
Day, watch this. Back in the day, there was a guy named Rob Deere.
I
remember Rob Deere. Milwaukee
Rob
Bucks.
Deere could hit a home run
Brewers.
with the best of them.
He was a meathead.
But he would bat 200. Nowadays, he'd be making $20 million a year.
He'd be
Why is that? 200
Because home runs are what it's all about.
He'd be Mark Reynolds.
It's a joke. It really is a joke.
Hitting 220, hitting 35 home runs.
Guy hits 300 and people poo-poo that now.
Well, who's the big meat on San Diego last night?
Luke Voit?
Voit.
Yeah, Voit.
Came from the Yankees.
Yeah, he was fun to watch with the Yankees, and they were talking about it last night how he had some nice parting words for the Yankees when they didn't use him.
He was not
but
happy.
I dropped him in my fantasy league, Bob.
My God, his
Stinks.
swing last night, he was trying to kill somebody.
He's been like that.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have a neck.
No, he doesn't.
I don't know. You know what? All this, the shifting and this and that. Learn how to hit the ball the other way.
I don't understand it a little bit.
You want to be disgusted? Go to like any kind of where kids are taking batting practice, and I'm talking anywhere from 10 to 13 years old. Go look at their swings.
All they're doing is going for fences.
It's a joke.
Dropping and jacking.
All uppercut swings. It's going to stop. Things come around all the time.
Yeah.
It always does. It's going to stop. Think about this. 2 years ago, what was important in Major League Baseball? OPS.
Yeah.
How important is that now?
Go put a bunch of basketballs on the basketball
Young
court
kids,
and get.
Don't be stupid. Don't get sucked in.
And get a bunch of kids to come in and say, all right, shoot up for a little bit before we start practice.
Yeah.
They'll all stand behind the 3-point line and jack them up.
Because that's the only
everybody.
thing that matters.
Exactly.
Little
It's the
kids
same
are
thing
always
as going
jacking
for
it.
home.
Yep.
What?
Correct.
Wow, dead silence.
Correct.
That's weird. Your local Ford store, it's one thing to build a truck, it's another to build a legacy. Ford F-Series, the best-selling pickups in America for 45 straight years. Check them out at buyfordnow.com and at your local Ford store. All right, coming up, what?
I'm sorry. Can I correct myself?
Yes.
I was wrong about something.
Oh, boy.
Chris Benson was not traded for Xavier Nady. I'm getting my trades confused.
Oh, jeez. And he praised
he
praised you.
And that is why
You
I'm
make
correcting.
me look stupid.
That is why I'm correcting myself, because if you're going to give me praise, I deserve the other side of it when I'm wrong. He was traded for Jose Bautista and Ty Wigington.
Our perfect show just ended.
I apologize to all those who had faith in me. I will see myself out.
Connor was over a long time ago, but that's okay.
Yeah, you keep saying you'll see yourself out, but you're still here.
A lot of talk.
Yeah.
Door's right behind you.
Thank you.
See ya.
All
Be
right.
about it.
Don't let it hit
worked
you
this time.
Don't let it hit you on the way out. Yes, he's
All right.
gone.
All right, what we have coming up, we have game time. We love our game times. 610-632-0975. A lot of good prizes. Again, right, Connor? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Great prizes. I got 2 thumbs up on that one. Game time coming at you on the John Kincade Show at 8:30. Time at the Fanatic. 8:22.
Talking to my fellow smart sports bettors out there, because Prop Swap is something you need to know about, because it's where we all find the best odds in the country for futures, props, and parlays. This is Jamie Lynch for Prop Swap, where America buys and sells their sports bets. Sellers across America list their sports bets for sale on Prop Swap, and thousands of buyers visit Prop Swap every day to find the best odds in the country. The very best time to buy prop bets is always early on, when the odds are at their highest. And the highest odds can now only be found at PropSwap.com and on the free Prop Swap app. Think you know who's going to win the championship? Well, prove it. Buy some tickets, because the average prop swapper can make $500 a month just buying and selling sports bets on Prop Swap. And last year, 2 different prop swappers made over $100,000 from buying and selling sports bets. So come, join in on the fun today and download the top-rated free Prop Swap app and prop swap your sports bets. Head to PropSwap.com.
The John Kincade Show
You can't just tag no offense on the end of something horribly offensive and act like it's okay.
on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Today's John Kincade Show is being brought to you by Wendy's. Fresh, never frozen square patties. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's hot and juicy hamburgers.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-777-1979. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you, even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-777-1979. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-777-1979. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds, too. Call 800-777-1979. 800-777-1979.
Let's face it, real estate is broken. Commissions are outrageously high, service is poor, and there's been little to no innovation for the last 50 years. Until now. Let me tell you about Hauser. They're a disruptor brand, kind of like what Uber is for public transportation. They're bringing so many new things to market that truly benefit you, the customer. Flat fee listings that put hard-earned equity back in your pocket. Salaried agents who are local experts that truly have your back. Sellers want to save thousands or get a guaranteed cash offer on your home? Hauser can do that. Buyers searching for your dream home or need to make a cash offer to compete? Use Hauser's cash to win the deal. Yes, you heard me right. Backed by game-changing technology and the best reviews in the industry, Hauser is your go-to company for buying and selling homes. Check them out at Hauser.com. That's HOUWZER.com. Put hard-earned equity back in your pocket. Hauser.com.
Millions of people use Zoom Phone, the innovative and feature-rich cloud phone system for businesses of any size. Zoom Phone is simple to use, whether you're on a mobile device, desktop, laptop, or desk phone. And because every call is important to your business, Zoom Phone was built with reliability in mind, using geographic redundancy to keep your communications online. Empower your workforce with Zoom Phone. Visit zoom.com/phone system. Zoom, how the world connects.
And now a small business setback is assessed by a beloved family pediatrician.
Oh, hey, Tiger. Big scary tree branch give your work truck a boo-boo? Yeah. Wow. See this thing on my phone here? It's the Progressive mobile app. Just push that little button there and report your claim. Attaboy.
When owning a small business gets painful, Progressive Commercial is here to make it all better. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com.
What's this? Candy drawer? Who wants a lollipop?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Coverage subject to policy terms and conditions. Photo claims not available in all states or situations.
Beasley Media's Philadelphia digital division continues to grow, and we're looking for qualified candidates. To see the full job description and qualifications for our digital sales strategist, ad operations, and digital sales coordinator positions, go to 97.5thefanatic.com/now hiring. Positions are full-time and include benefits. Please deliver your resume and cover letter to digitalphilly@bbgi.com. Beasley Media Group, LLC is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, it's cuz you getting ready for that spring cleanup? The garage, the attic. Big move. Let me tell you about the perfect solution, the Bagster. The Bagster, by far the most convenient and affordable way to help with your cleanup. The Bagster, what a product. 3 cubic yard dumpster in a bag, holds 3,300 pounds of waste. Sold at Home Depot, Lowe's, local hardware stores for just $29.99. Buy it, fill it, schedule your collection. Boom, it's gone. Clean it up with the Bagster. Dumpster in a bag.
76ers basketball is as hot as ever. Guarantee you're part of the action next season with a 2022-23 76ers season ticket package. On sale now. Experience membership benefits such as playoff ticket priority, invitations to exclusive events, and more when you join the 76ers season ticket member base Society 76 today. For more information, go to Sixers.com/tickets or Sixers.com Society 76. Go 76ers.
The amazing Fred Beans used car sale is on. For 3 days only, May 20th, 21st, and 23rd. Browse over 1,800 cars, trucks, and SUVs, and more than 500 certified pre-owned vehicles. All backed by our 5-day return, 30-day exchange policy. Plus, get a head start on summer by receiving a Weber grill with any used car purchase. Hurry in today because the amazing Fred Beans used car sale is 3 days only. As Fred himself always says, our used cars are better because our reputation depends on it. See how we do used better at FredBeansUsed.com. While supplies last, see dealer for full details.
High-efficiency equipment for lower bills, special financing, and rebates on qualifying systems.
What?
Oh, I'm trying to memorize something I heard on the radio. Peace of mind warranties.
Why?
Because our AC is on its last leg, and I need to convince you to call a Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning contractor.
No, you don't. I heard the same ad, and you forgot cleaner, healthier air.
Pierce Phelps Bryant will do whatever it takes to keep you comfortable. To find a local Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning dealer near you, visit nopaybryant.com.
Bryant.
Whatever it takes.
Hey, guys, the playoffs are heating up, and you can make every game feel like Game 7 on FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge, an official partner of the NBA. Throughout the playoffs, all customers can place a no-sweat same-game parlay each week. You'll get up to $20 in free bets if you don't win. FanDuel has so many ways to play. I just love it. And what I love is when you do win, you'll get paid faster than a fast break. Are you new to FanDuel? Well, then download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code BOB to get your first risk-free bet up to $1,000. That's promo code BOB. If you already have an account, you're all set to bet. No sweat. Either way, you'll get up to $20 in free bets if your same-game parlay during the playoffs doesn't win. FanDuel Sportsbook, an official partner of the NBA. 21 plus and present in Pennsylvania. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Max free bet $20 per week. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
We are no longer new and different. We're just different. The John Kincade Show returns.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. It's game day!
It is game day. 610-632-0975. We need you to participate. We have a boatload of fantastic prizes that Connor's going to tell us about in a minute if he has it. Do you have them, Connor? No, somebody does.
It's Thursday at 8:30, which means game time. Today, we're playing the buzzer beater game. Name 5 things in 10 seconds to win. Now, here's your master of ceremonies, a man who's accustomed to getting the job done in 10 seconds, Pat Egan.
Yeah, well,
that's
it's not
you.
Pat Egan. It's actually me.
It's Connor Thomas filling in.
It's Connor
for
playing.
Pat Egan.
It's Connor playing Pat.
Yeah, I'm doing my best impression of Pat Egan, so I'm going to lower the chair a little bit here.
0975. That's not right.
I can see a little bit.
You disgusted me before we started this game time.
Do you have one of those?
I'm disgusted.
I'll bump the chair back up.
Pat?
Pat's pissed, too. Look at him.
Man, I'm on
He's
your
gonna
side
fight
here.
you.
I have a family, man.
I'm with you, Pat. I'm part of that family. I'm your best friend.
My best friend right there.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're afraid of him, that he might come after you.
Like a spider monkey.
No.
He's the red rum kid from The Shining.
No.
No, I'm more like the kid from Talladega Nights.
That kid was spooky. Red rum.
I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
Red rum.
I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew, Chip. I'm going to come at you like a spider monkey.
Spider monkey.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
All right, let's let Connor have his due
What
here.
do you say we get into the prizes, guys? So today we're playing the buzzer beater game. We played it before. Of course, you know you're going to have 10 seconds to name 5 things in a given category. Every caller is going to have one of you fine gentlemen.
Rick.
You got it, Ricky. One of you 4 is going to play for each of our individual callers. So we'll go around the room as we do that. Some great prizes today. We got a couple $50 Wendy's gift cards, pair of tickets to see The Who tomorrow, pair of tickets to see Tim McGraw tomorrow, and a pair of tickets for Smashing Pumpkins. And the last one, well, a pair of tickets to see Bert Kreischer on Sunday, September 4th. So if you like comedy, music, we got it all. If you like Wendy's, who doesn't? Great stuff. So without further ado, let's start off with Bob. Bob, you're going to be playing for John in the Northeast.
All right, John, you ready for this, buddy? We're going to get this done.
What do you say, Bobby?
How you doing, buddy? You doing good?
Yeah, good, thank you.
All right, give it to me, Connor.
All right, Bob. Name
I'm a little
5
nervous.
toppings you put on a burger.
On a burger. Ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard, salt, pepper. Bam!
Bobby!
I got you, John. Don't you do
salt,
it.
pepper? That's only 4.
No. I said mustard, mayonnaise, ketchup,
Never heard
salt.
mayonnaise.
He said
I
mayonnaise.
absolutely
Are
did.
you serious?
He said
You've never heard
mayonnaise.
of...
Guys,
Yeah, he
I
did.
just
You
won
got
for
5.
John, and you're
doesn't
trying to
speak in
question
English.
me?
John, I'm very happy you won. I'm going to take a little umbrance with your salt and pepper.
I don't care what you take
because that's
umbrance
not
with.
a topping.
That's not. That's a
Sure,
that
seasoning.
is something you put on when you're making the burger.
The
That's a
master
seasoning.
It's a
ceremonies.
seasoning.
Master ceremonies or whatever you call it.
not a topping.
I deemed it a winner.
He
It's a
deemed it
winner, but it's not really a win. It's like your wing of the month. It's not
Bob,
really
do
a
you
win.
not
You're such a baby.
Do we not want John to get a
No,
beautiful
I'm very happy
$50
John won.
Wendy's
That
gift
is a
card?
bunch of beep, beep.
Yeah, salt and pepper's not a
I
topping.
could have kept going, but he already hit. That's good. So
I'm happy for John.
I
Salt and
was
pepper's
gonna
not a
say-
topping.
I was
Just admit
gonna-
it.
Yeah.
Just say it.
all right, who do we have up next?
Hang on. Let me tell John what he's going to win
Okay.
first. Wendy's serves up fresh, never frozen, always square beef. Grab a Dave's Double that tastes hot,
Triple.
juicy, square difference. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's hot and juicy hamburgers. He's going to get a $50 Wendy's gift card.
I've
Next
never
up-
met
By
anyone
the way,
that's
you had
so.
10 seconds. You answered it in 1.
I know. See, that's how good I am.
Salt and
I hope
pepper's
you
not a
fail,
topping.
No,
Lynch.
he lost.
Thank
all
you,
right,
Rick.
all right. Well, Jamie, you're up next. You have a chance to do even better than Bob just did. You're going to be playing for Brian in New Jersey.
Hey, Brian, how's it going, buddy? I'm sorry you have Jamie, but that's what you're stuck with today.
We're gonna nail this, bro.
Jamie, name 5 songs by Bruce Springsteen. Go.
Thunder Road, Rosalita, Born in the USA, Born to Run, and Philadelphia. Woo! Bruce is not my. Thank you.
Yeah, there was a
That's not
little
his
bit of whispering
wheelhouse.
going on there.
Little whispering down the lane.
Brian won.
Way to go, Brian.
Bruce Springsteen. I'm not a Philadelphia sports writer.
I thought you were the Bruce Springsteen guy. On
No. I like Bruce. I saw him once, but I couldn't name you
I
his
don't know who
catalog.
else it would be. I thought you were the big. I can't even think of a
No.
bigger Bruce fan on the show. Anyway, well, what Brian's going to win, he's going to win a pair of tickets to see The Who tomorrow night at the Wells Fargo Center. Exactly, Who. And there's some tickets remaining still at wellsfargocenterphilly.com. Let's go to Antonio in Bryn Mawr next, who's going to be playing with Ricky Bowe.
Antonio, what's going on?
That's my team.
How are you guys doing?
Back off.
Great. You got Ricky Bowe.
Ricky, do you like engineering at all?
No, hate it.
Okay. Well, you're going to need to name us 5 bridges. Go.
5 bridges. Brooklyn, Tappan Zee, George Washington, the Golden Gate, and the... Oh, crap.
Local.
Walt Whitman.
Bang.
We didn't get any
There
local
it
bridges
is.
till the end.
Oh,
There.
my
Like,
God.
Nice.
Look
I
out
was
the window
thinking
and see
about my
one.
drive.
Antonio, hold
I
on.
was literally
That is
thinking about
awesome.
my drive down from Connecticut.
How many bridges you got
I thought a
across the-
Tappan Zee was going to come in there.
You
Yeah.
did get a
He
Tappan
do
Zee. Are you guys
Tappan
not
Zee.
listening to each other?
But didn't,
What?
didn't Cuomo try to hijack the name to the
He
Tappan
actually
Zee?
did. It is the Governor Cuomo Bridge. Too.
What a try-hard move that is. Get the hell
may have
out of here,
they may have
Cuomo.
changed it back.
I think they did because he disgraced himself.
Well, anyway, Antonio's going to win a pair of tickets to see Tim McGraw tomorrow night at Freedom Mortgage Pavilion, formerly BB&T, and some tickets remain to that as well at Ticketmaster.com.
Like, you don't name a bridge after yourself. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
That's all.
I'm sorry it bothered you
think
so
George
much.
Washington did?
Who we going? Is
animated
Egan
about
playing
the
today
bridges.
or no?
What?
Yes,
Okay,
we're
I
going to
can't
Egan
play?
next.
I was going to say, I
We've
hope
only done
Egan's
3
next.
Why is
times.
he
Maybe he's
playing?
4th.
He can't
He's so
play. He's the
mean.
guy that usually hosts it.
Who we going here to here, Connor?
We're going to go to Dave in Norristown.
Hey, Dave, how you doing, buddy?
Dave, I'm sorry you got Pat, but I believe in him on this one because this is right up Pat's alley.
Let's do it, Pat.
All right, Pat.
Pat, name 5 movies with Tom Cruise. Go.
Top Gun Maverick, Risky Business, Talladega, Thunder,
Tropic Thunder,
Days of Thunder, and Risky Business.
He did not
I messed it up.
My gosh.
God.
Not
Dave,
proud.
hold
Wow.
on, please.
Dude.
Dave, I'm sorry, Dave, because
He was
Pat
in Tropic
so bad,
Thunder
we're gonna
and
get you
Days
a
of
Wendy's
Thunder.
gift card
He
still.
was
Wait, so then I did get it right because I said Tropic
you
Thunder.
never
No, Jamie said
finished. You
Tropic
said
Thunder, and you
Tropic.
said no.
I counted the Tropic
The
as one of the 4.
Outsiders.
I said Days of Thunder.
Mission
and I did say
Impossible
Tropic
1, 2,
Thunder.
3, 4, and maybe 5.
And 6, I think, is being made as we speak.
Pat,
It's okay,
Pat, what's going
It's not
on,
your best,
man?
kid. It's not your best.
No,
That's why
you
it's
have
normally
to
in here.
stay here. No.
You have to sit in your filth.
Sit, Ubu. Sit.
It's like when a dog pees, you point their nose in it.
He's
All right,
in
well,
timeout.
we got a
is
chance to
going on
replace
here today?
him
He missed
here.
the Tom Cruise movie topic?
Boys, we're still moving on. We got a chance.
Wow.
Andrew is up next. Andrew.
Hey,
is
Andrew,
going to be
how you doing,
playing
buddy?
With Bob.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Bob, you might be finding a replacement for a host here because I need you to name 5 Pats.
5 Pats. Pat Egan, Pat Stazak, Pat Stazak. I meant Pat, what's his name?
Sajak.
Pat Croce.
Oh, my God.
Pat
Pat
Steaks.
Burrell?
Pat Beverly, Pat Ewing,
What is
Pat
going
Burrell.
on here?
You literally only got the Pat who's in the room
Pat
with you.
Dempsey.
That was the only
How about
Pat you
it's
could get.
Pat?
Yeah.
Pat Benatar.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's all right. The
Damn.
buzzer already hit.
I apologize
Doesn't
to
it
our
suck
contestants.
When you go blind on that, you just boom, done.
Andrew,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, man.
Yeah.
That was
That's
terrible.
my bad.
The first time I did this, don't feel bad. That's what happened to me.
It was the famous Pat that got me because I said Egan. I thought that was funny.
Why would that be
Yeah,
funny?
I
He's sitting right in
apologize.
front of you.
Can I get the next one? Can I like redeem myself?
No, no. Nobody.
I kind of want to let him redeem himself.
Wait. I had to play game time one time in a year and a half.
And you failed.
And you won't
failed
let me
miserably.
play.
And you just
and you
proved-
won't let me
Okay,
give me
you know
another
what?
one.
We're gonna let the people
Screw
decide.
you.
I want
Booney.
Pat to get another
Patrick,
one.
We're going to let the people
Oh,
decide.
now I bullied you into it.
Let's bring up Scott in Atlanta, who's going to be our next contestant.
Okay, I got
Probably
it.
Kincade.
Scott in Atlanta. How you doing, Scott?
Patty Mills.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay, Scott, you got an option.
Patty
you can either
Mayonnaise.
have Ricky Bo play for you,
Pat
or you can
Verbeek.
have Pat go for redemption. Who do you want?
Ricky Bo. All
Oh,
day.
you know what? Screw you too, Scott. Go through another radio show. I'm done with you.
You missed the easiest one.
All right,
Oh,
Ricky.
goodness.
We need you to name 5 hot supermodels. Go.
Hot supermodels. That's like Jennifer Aniston count.
Sure,
no.
go.
Kaylee Cuoco.
No, those
are
aren't
actors.
supermodels.
They're
They're just
not
hot
supermodels.
actresses.
They're just actors.
I'm
You
not
meant
gonna
to
get
say
this
Cindy
now.
Crawford.
Yeah, this
Cindy
is what you
Crawford,
get, Scott.
Kathy Ireland, Tyra Banks,
I
Barbara
wasn't
Felly.
done.
That's what
Well,
you
your
get,
time
Scott.
was out. We're trying to help Scott win.
How's it feel, Scott?
Scott, you win.
Ricky was getting talked over a lot. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go, okay, Scott's already on hold.
Scott won.
We need
Scott
a redemption
won.
for Pat. Yeah, get Scott a prize. Scott is going to take home a pair of tickets for the Smashing Pumpkins Spirits on Fire tour with Jane's Addiction and
Nice.
Poppy on Friday,
I didn't even
October
know.
21st.
By the way,
in Wells
that's a
Fargo.
little unfair with supermodels nowadays. I might be a little offended.
Why?
If you're just a model,
Because we're talking about models. I think everybody's a model. I think every woman should be a model.
Yeah, I agree.
See? Then
I'm a
a
fan.
winner,
I'm a fan
winner,
of
chicken
who's the
Chicken
guy
dinner.
that hosts Wheel of Fortune?
Pat
Pat
Sajak.
Sajak.
Say Jack.
And Van
Still stuck on Pat.
He's not the big dog.
I said.
Pat Swayze. You said Swayze.
Swayze.
It's,
How did you get that wrong?
Patrick Swayze is
I didn't get it
correct,
wrong. I
but
just
he's
didn't
dead.
guess that.
You guessed Pat Egan.
By the way,
that was
would-
the only
would-
Pat you
Would
got.
Patrick Swayze would have worked?
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
Why? He's not alive anymore.
It's,
He's a famous
he was a
Pat.
Pat.
He's still famous and a Pat.
I mean,
All
Ben
right, do we-
Franklin's a famous Ben.
Do we give Pat
He's
redemption
dead.
here? Because
Yes.
we're done with the game, but I don't want him to go out. It's the only
Give him
time
a
he gets a
shot.
chance to play.
That was
Pat
horrible.
Stazak for the next 5 hours here on
Oh my
Fanatic.
God. All right. You're playing for pride here, Pat. I need you to name me 5 state capitals. Go.
Harrisburg, Albany, Sacramento, Mount Pelier, and Austin, and Tulsa.
Oklahoma City.
Now, what was that?
Mount Pelier.
Montpelier.
Why are you
he
saying
said.
it with the weird accent?
I think
It's not like an actual mount. It's Mount Pelier.
I got a
Montpelier.
question.
Mount
Why the hell
Pelier.
did you go to Montpelier? Of all the states,
Because
Mont-
it's state-
Of all the 50 capitals in the world.
state capital that I knew. See, because I messed up Oklahoma. I went Tulsa.
yes,
It's Oklahoma
so you
City.
get -1, which puts you back to 4. So
No,
that's a
no.
loss.
I named 6.
Yeah, but you messed up.
I messed up one, which pushed me back to 5.
Trenton makes the world takes.
Hartford? I mean,
yeah, Dover.
I went
Harrisburg,
What is Tulsa
Albany,
the capital of, Pat?
Montpelier. What?
What is Tulsa the capital of?
That's the one that I messed up.
Okay.
I went Sacramento and Austin.
You are just a bitter man today.
I'm not bitter, but you're going to call me a loser to my face when I wasn't a loser. You wanted 5.
How'd you do
You
first
wanted
round?
5, I gave you 6.
How'd you do first round?
How'd you do for supermodels? You couldn't even name hot chicks.
Because I didn't want to offend anybody.
That has me questioning you, bud.
I didn't want to offend anybody.
You didn't want to offend anybody.
Yeah.
Offend this.
Congratulations.
What is this?
Wow.
In the linchpin.
Can we
That was a fun game time,
Hey,
wasn't
Coach,
it?
I want him out of here.
He's left twice in the last half hour.
I don't want him to come back.
He's like a fungus. He just keeps coming back.
The stench in here is killing me.
I'm something that popped up with Ricky in the 90s after a road trip one
That would
time.
be a hemorrhoid.
So herpes.
Patrick Bateman.
That is ridiculous.
Okay. I failed
got
on the
weird.
Pats. I apologize.
Patty cake.
Good
I
one.
do have to say, you probably had the easiest question out of anything.
No, Pat's was the
mayonnaise.
easiest. Tom Cruise movies.
Tom Cruise is
He's been
bad.
acting for 55 years.
Yeah,
I mean,
I got hung up on Tropic Days
Days of Thunder, Tropic
Days
Thunder.
of Thunder. Yeah,
He's a double Thunder man.
Let's
Yeah,
not
got
act like
completely
naming
hung
5
up.
bridges was rocket science either.
No, I think I had the hardest one and I got it right.
What's and Connor will tell you what's funny is you
Hey,
host.
screw you, by the way.
Whoa, you nailed it. You got
No,
there.
but you
No,
host
but you don't have to come after
when
it.
you're hosting a game and you see all the topics. You're like, oh, this will be cake.
It's never
and then-
cake
and
when
then-
you're sitting here.
And then you're giving the topic,
Yeah, it's
and it's
different.
hard.
It's when you hear that clock start going.
Yeah,
That's
it
when
is.
it gets
The pressure
to you.
starts. The pressure mounts. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not good under pressure.
No.
Back in the day, I could have named those supermodels. I don't even know of any right now.
Neither do
Well,
I.
you
I
went
would've
with-
Isn't that
failed.
weird?
I would have
don't-
failed
like,
at that.
I'm sitting
Oh,
here
I'd-
thinking about
I'd nail
supermodels
it.
now.
Yeah.
I would have failed.
Who are they now?
Bar Raffelli, Nina
Never heard of her.
Agdal.
Never heard
Bar
of her.
Raffelli's my number one all
That's-
time.
Well, 0 for 2. I've never heard of her.
You should look her up, Rick.
My favorite, like hot, Kate Beckinsale.
She's an actress.
I know, but she's hot.
Who says she couldn't be do you have to have a talent
I
to
don't
be a
understand.
supermodel, or do you just
What
have
is
to be
the-
really
you get
good looking?
paid for your modeling.
I know, but what I'm
Really?
saying
Kate
is,
Beckinsale is paid for her acting.
Well, Christy Brinkley still does it.
Yes, she does.
she's-
I
said
just saw
that.
her yesterday on QVC. My wife had it
She
on.
looks great.
She looks so fake.
Gronk's
but yeah,
girlfriend,
also his wife.
Rebecca Romaine Stamos. Gronk's girlfriend, Camille Kostic.
No idea. Don't care because
You should have an idea.
I'm trying to help you, Rick. I follow a lot.
I don't follow supermodels.
Are you on
'cause they're
Instagram?
superficial.
So wait a second. I have a serious question here. He named like Kelly Cuoco and those. Like, couldn't
Why
they
aren't
become
they? Jennifer Aniston's
supermodels?
not-
Like, do you?
Hey, by the way,
do you need
Jennifer
a
Aniston. I've
talent?
seen her do like hand model stuff.
That's called advertising.
But
Doesn't matter.
do you
It's
need
modeling.
a talent to be a model?
No,
I'm
you
being
do
honest.
runways and photo shoots, and you're paid for your
so
modeling.
like Kendall Jenner.
I know.
I get it.
Yeah.
I
So
get it.
real quick. So what around what time do you think you gave me the Tom Cruise question in the day?
Oh my God.
Around what time?
8:34.
So my buddy Dave texted me.
6.
He
Hey,
Googled,
what do you say, Dave?
he
Movie
Googled-
Dave?
Yeah. No, it's Dave Mulhern.
Oh.
He's a hockey player of mine. He Googled Tom Cruise movies. He sent it to me at 8:45. I don't need it now. I needed it 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
This does not help me.
There's
No,
a lot
you-
of movies on there.
Knowing the Mission Impossible and
You could have literally just gone 1, 2, 3, 4 and been 4/5 of the way there.
Oblivion,
Oblivion. Yeah.
Edge
I
of
like that
Tomorrow.
movie.
That doesn't help me now.
What's the one with Jamie Foxx where he's Jamie Foxx?
Collateral.
That's supposed to be really good,
Right.
right?
I don't really
Your
like
friends are stupid.
Wow.
No, he's not
McGuire.
stupid. He's just late to the
All
party.
the right moves.
That was the one that I was
No, yeah.
trying to get out at towards the end.
Yeah,
It's all the
I
right
mean, you
moves.
missed Jerry Maguire.
Crappy football movies.
Oh, Jerry
these are,
Maguire's a
like
good one,
simple
too.
movies.
Dude, I'm aware of the movies I've missed.
Why are you so depressed about it? It's over. It's done with. Didn't you ever hear there's
Because he
nothing
has
you can
friends
do?
that keep reminding him.
I was about to say,
There's
yeah.
nothing you can do
because I
about
have
the
you,
past. You can only change
Because I
what's
have you
happening.
throwing movies at me and then going, why are you so depressed about it? How'd you forget this? Why are you so upset about it? But there was this movie, too, that you forgot. That's why.
Yeah,
It makes
but
me
don't-
sad.
Who cares? He missed Pats.
Those things happen.
That's a
I
good
don't
point.
know, Pats, but you know
He
what we
only got
do
one.
know? Jamie knows Eagles
me.
football, and today it's a linchpin.
This is the linchpin.
Just think about this. The New York Giants are eating more in dead cap money than the Eagles are paying James Bradbury.
Is that right?
Their dead cap hit with him, I think, was 11.7 million. And the Eagles are only paying him 7.5 base. If he becomes a Pro Bowler and they get to the Super Bowl, I think it can become 10. But the Giants are eating more in dead cap money than the Eagles are paying a All-Pro from 2 years ago cornerback. According to Jordan Renan, who's a guy we all know, it covers the Giants. for ESPN. He said there was better offers on the table, that he wanted to be in a winning situation. Now, look, we can talk to a million people, and people can have different takes. 8 wins to 12 win. James Bradbury just told you he thinks the Eagles are in a pretty good spot. I mean, if there's better offers on the table.
He said he liked the defensive front line because it makes his job that much easier.
He should. And he should also like the fact that Darius Slay's the cornerback 1, making his job easier facing the other team's number 2.
Think about it. If you're him, you're looking for a new team. You're looking for a mirror image of you on the other side, which you just got, right? And then you're looking, are they going to get at the quarterback? Yes. What does that do? It makes your job easier and quicker.
Yep, and he can get a bigger contract the year following.
Yep. Oh, big money.
I'm glad you're in here today with this, and Jamie bringing this up. It's perfect timing. You are a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan.
Yeah.
So you look at the landscape of the NFC to see what you have to go through. When the Eagles make this signing, what they've done in this offseason, where do they rank with you as far as teams you might have to go through, or are they still below, a Buccaneers team?
I think they've grown up. I really. When you look at the Eagles right now, I think a lot of people will say, well, we don't know about the quarterback. That's the biggest argument that you have. Well, look at his weapons. I think that should be that should help you with your argument. As long as he hits his weapons, he's going to be fine. Defensively, they've gotten a ton better in an off season where they haven't really even hit the field yet, and they're going to be a lot better. And their schedule is
cake.
It's a skip through the roses right here.
I mean the schedule is so bad.
They're in the playoffs.
I can't. If somebody told me 12 wins, I think you're going to be wrong because I don't think they're that good. But based on the schedule, I can't tell you you're crazy. I don't think they'll do it. Let me be clear about that.
Let me put it this way: Carson Wentz, that's 2 wins against them, right? I know you're going to say only 1 in the division.
It's the division.
That's 2. It's 2
I mean, the Giants should be 2. And you should split with the Cowboys.
Split with the Cowboys. That's 2-4. That's 5 wins right there without even leaving your division. And then you go outside of your division, it gets easier.
Yeah, it's a really cake schedule.
Yeah, and they do have some interesting.
I mean, let me put it this way: if they had Tampa's schedule, I would say because Tampa's like I only bring this up just for a comparison. I believe Tampa's got Kansas City, Green Bay, Cincinnati, Buffalo, and the Rams. I mean, that
is bad.
That's brutal.
That's not good.
No, that's brutal. But hey, that's the way everything crumbles, right? Because if the Eagles go well this year, then what happens next year?
They're going to have a hard schedule.
Yeah.
So, Jamie, you casually said some people say 12 wins. I just don't see. They're not that good. They're not that good 12 wins, or they're not that good, they're not that good.
It's really hard to win 12 games in the National Football League.
Yes, I agree.
Well, you have an extra game to do it now.
Well, yeah, it's 12 of 17.
Yeah, I think it's easier now.
Well, yeah, because there's one more game, but it's still hard.
But I think mentally though we're back. We're not used to that extra game. We know it's there, but you hear 12 wins and you think 12-4.
Do you know how many teams won over 12 games last year in the entire National Football League?
I don't.
4? No, there had to be 6.
There were 6.
Yeah.
The Buccaneers had 13. The Packers had 13. The Rams, your Super Bowl champions, only had 12. Right. The Cowboys had 12. The Chiefs had 12. The Bills only won 11 games. Right. You know what I mean? Like I just can't get to the fact.
It's hard.
I wonder how much of that has to do with, and I don't know this answer, but I wonder how much of it has to do with some of those teams sitting starters towards the end.
I could see them at 11-6.
I think
11-6 is probably where I'm at.
There's a chance none of those.
But like your 2 Super Bowl winner matchup last year, the Bengals had 10 regular season wins and the Rams had 11. So to my point, like 12 wins is hard.
Well, let's face it. Once you get to the playoffs, it's who's hot.
Oh yes,
I mean,
it is.
In all reality, it used to be who's the home team.
Yeah.
When you really think about it, it used to be you had home field advantage. You're going to the Super Bowl most. Now it's not like that.
This just doesn't feel like a 12-win team to me.
Well, it goes to one player.
Are they 3 games better than they were last year? Because the schedule's pretty comparable in terms of easiness. Are they 3 games better?
12 is a lot of wins. I mean, that's a lot of wins.
Well, their defense is vastly improved.
I agree.
I think they're 10-11 easy.
And their offense is
improved. So do I. I'm 10 or 11.
I mean, they could push that 12.
They could.
If it gets there.
I'd probably max at 11.
You can make the case because their offense has not gotten worse. It's only gotten better. And,
That's correct.
And Jalen Hurts is not going to take a regression because he wasn't that good last year.
You don't
He wasn't that good last year.
You don't know that.
I don't, but he wasn't that good last year.
I'm with you. I think he's going to take a step forward.
The bar is low, and I don't think that step forward is going to be all that much. But the offense is better. The defense is way better.
I think he's going to be better. I think he's going to be dangerous.
I think Bob's freaking out. He keeps looking at the clock.
Wendy's. No, I was looking at Connor. Wendy's. When you want a hot and juicy burger, go for the square. Wendy's serves up fresh, never frozen, always square beef. Go to Wendy's and grab a Dave's Double or Triple and taste that hot, juicy square difference. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's hot and juicy hamburgers. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada. All right, we get back. We'll have more on the Eagles. We'll talk some Phillies, maybe even a little Sixers in here. This is the John Kincade Show. Time at the Fanatic 852.
The weather is warmer, and you know what that means? It means your grass is going to grow, and it's time to get serious about your lawn. Stop dreading the weekend yard work because I got my new Cub Cadet from my friends over at Lawn and Golf Supply Company in Phoenixville. They have Ferris zero-turn mowers. They have dealer exclusives from all the top brands like Stinger, DeWalt, Turf War, Red Max, and more because they're the experts when it comes to all of your outdoor power equipment needs. And the most important part, Lawn and Golf Supply has a huge selection of outdoor power equipment in stock. Whether you're looking for a riding mower like myself or just any handheld power equipment, make sure you call my guys at Lawn and Golf Supply Company in Phoenixville. You need service? I'm an idiot, so this is my favorite part. Lawn and Golf will come out to you, pick up your equipment, take it back to their shop, and fix it for you. Their service department can fix any make and model of equipment and get you back up and running in no time. Right now, Fanatic listeners are getting free delivery on any new equipment purchase. Just mention the Fanatic and get free delivery with your purchase. Visit lawn-golf.com. Lawn and Golf Supply Company, everything turf.
The John Kincade Show.
This is not radio fantasy camp. We're on the air here.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hey, it's Andrew. If you need a new roof, call New Look Home Design. They have a team of people who will help you through the process and make shopping for a new roof easy. Their team is 100% professional, and they offer everything to give you peace of mind. Totally opposite of what you might expect from smaller contractors. New Look Home Design, they offer same-day virtual and in-person estimates. There's no obligation to buy. They'll give you line-by-line pricing, so there's no hidden fees. And you'll also get a 3D rendering of what your new roof would look like, so there's no surprises. And in my opinion, best of all, they offer a solid warranty. So if you need a new roof, call New Look Home Design. Now through May 31st, when you buy a new roof, you pay half later and the other half never. Save 50% on roofing materials and qualify for interest-free financing. Call them today at 800-279-5300. That's 800-279-5300. Online at newlookhomedesign.com. That's nulookhomdesign.com. And tell them Andrew sent you.
Let's face it, real estate is broken. Commissions are outrageously high. Service is poor. And there's been little to no innovation for the last 50 years. Until now. Let me tell you about Hauser. They're a disruptor brand. Kind of like what Uber is for public transportation. They're bringing so many new things to market that truly benefit you, the customer. Flat fee listings that put hard-earned equity back in your pocket. Salaried agents who are local experts that truly have your back. Sellers, want to save thousands or get a guaranteed cash offer on your home? Hauser can do that. Buyers, searching for your dream home or need to make a cash offer to compete? Use Hauser's cash to win the deal. Yes, you heard me right. Backed by game-changing technology and the best reviews in the industry, Hauser is your go-to company for buying and selling homes. Check them out at Hauser.com. That's HOUWZER.com. Put hard-earned equity back in your pocket. Hauser.com.
Hey there, casino fans. I'm here to let you know that the new BetRivers.com casino app is here. It's got lots and lots of exciting slots and table games to play, fast payouts, and a rewards program you'll love. Plus, with award-winning customer service, the excitement never stops. So get ready, casino lovers, to experience the BetRivers.com difference you can trust. It's a whole new game. Download it today.
Presented by Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Every search you make, every click you take, they'll be watching you.
Tired of companies like Google and Facebook watching everything you do online? There's actually a simple solution. DuckDuckGo. It's an all-in-one privacy app with a built-in private search engine, web browser, one-click data clearing, email protection, and more, all for free. Download the app today and get the most comprehensive privacy protection with the push of a button. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
Nothing feels more like summer than bare feet on freshly cut grass. And this Memorial Day, the Home Depot has savings on all the things you need to get your lawn in shoeless shape. Get hassle-free cutting, trimming, and cleaning power with cordless lawn tools from Ryobi. Whatever your lawn needs, we have tools to get the job done that won't leave you tangled up. So what are you waiting for? It's time to feel the grass between your toes. Feels like Memorial Day at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
If you work remote, Staples has you covered.
A storage cabinet that I can roll out of the way on weekends?
Staples has you covered with stylish and functional home office furniture and decor curated by Staples Work From Home Style Squad. And now, enter the Staples Find Your Work From Home Style Sweepstakes to win a home office makeover. Explore solutions for your workspace at Staples. See staplesconnect.com/findyourWFH style for rules and details. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Open to legal residents of the 50 U.S. and D.C. 18 and older. N67.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. But not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
When you want a hot and juicy hamburger, go for the square. Wendy's serves up fresh, never frozen beef on every burger. And yep, those patties, they're square. So go to Wendy's and grab a Dave's Double and see the hot and juicy square difference for yourself. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Hot and juicy hamburgers. Fresh beef's available in the contiguous USA, Alaska, and Canada.
Neiman Marcus has the hottest men's designer sneakers in Philadelphia, and they're going fast. Pop into Neiman's King of Prussia and try on the newest kicks from Balenciaga, Alexander McQueen, Christian Louboutin, Dolce & Gabbana, and Versace. But hurry, to be sure, you're one of the first to snag a pair.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Whether you were a day one listener or have just joined the party, we're glad to have you here. It's the John Kincade Show. It's continuing now
on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
It is the John Kincade Show, and we are continuing. Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan. We got the great Ricky Patalico here. Connor Thomas producing today, and Coach Eric Camille doing what Coach Eric Camille does, and that's Coach Us All. It's Coach Us All. That's why he has the nickname Coach.
That's why you call him Coach.
He's the coach.
Oh, okay.
Every team needs a coach, Rick. And right now we're a bit disheveled as a team, and we need some help.
Not doing a very good job with this guy over here.
All right, so I got a text during the break that I need to share with you guys.
Oh, boy.
And it's from our very own Jennifer Scordo.
Hey, what do you say, Jen?
She sends me a text, and I think she's calling me out a little bit.
I hope so.
She said, you have to be at least 5'9" to be a runway model with great bone structure, etc.
I didn't think there was
There's a definite difference between...
I thought that was all gone.
No. Supermodels still exist.
I don't know, man.
Giselle's still making like $250 million a year.
Okay, well, whatever.
Well,
so what makes you super as opposed to just a model?
Money. Why is she better?
Oh, so once you get over a money barrier, like once you make over $100 million, you're now a supermodel.
You can name 5 Tom Cruise movies in 10 seconds. That's the qualification.
I'm sure they could.
And 5 pats.
Well, I don't understand. So
all right. So here's the definition.
I thought that's like illegal to say you have to be 5'6" and this, and I thought that's illegal.
Supermodels generally work for high-end brands and on the runway. Catalog parts, glamour, and fitness models are not considered supermodels because they are not generally well-known or rich enough.
You know what?
It's basically superstar star.
Excuse me. You use the word generally in there twice.
It's not me. It's
so isn't that
the modelskit.com.uk.
But wouldn't that be like a false definition if they're using that generally?
Most supermodels were scouted by a modeling agency, meaning they were spotted by an employer.
So basically, it's somebody likes the girl and brings her in. Is what you're telling me.
Well, Jen is describing a runway model, not a supermodel.
Well,
she said you have to be at least 5'9" to be a runway model.
Yeah, I mean, it's
with great bone structure, etc.
Most supermodels have come from being a runway model.
So these are superficial people.
Oh, what are the numbers on that, Gene?
I'll have to look into the analytics on it.
He just said most supermodels have come from being runway. What?
Are you on mescaline?
He just goes, he says it with like conviction. Well, most supermodels were runway models. Like,
yeah, Michael Jordan didn't become Michael Jordan because he went to UNC. He wasn't Michael Jordan at UNC.
No,
he became Michael Jordan.
He was Mike Jordan.
Yeah. The hell are you? Are you on drugs?
I'm half on your side here, but
the Devil's Lettuce went recreational in his state. And this guy's gone wacko.
I just love how you say with such conviction. Well,
Excuse me.
It's
Why are we even
runway
on
models.
this?
Zach Wheeler looked great
Supermodels.
last night.
Why are we even on this right now? Can we exit the supermodels?
I love supermodels.
We exited Tom Cruise a long time ago. Let's exit the supermodels because this isn't helping anybody.
All right, I got a question for you then. Removing Bryce Harper from right field on the surface doesn't seem like a huge deal, him not being in the field. Him not being in the field, I mean. All right? But when you say it might be for the rest of the season, there's trickle-down effects of all of this, moving players around. I'm seeing Odubel Herrera playing right, left field, out of his position. What are the solutions, Rick, and how bad is this going to hurt the team moving forward?
Well,
and I'm talking just defense.
Let's start where there was a plan. And the defense, the plan was to use that DH as a day off for certain guys.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm talking Castellanos. Schwarber was supposed to be a DH.
Real Muto, you give a day off?
At times, and even as far as Hoskins.
Sure.
To use as days off during the season. Well, that plan is shot now. And I think the one thing that really pops into my mind is this going to hurt them down the road at some point? And I'm not talking about, June. I'm talking about late July, August into September. Is this going to hurt them that they didn't get their guys either enough rest or, Bryce Harper's obviously going to be well rested. I mean, if you're just DHing most of the season, but then when he jumps out into the outfield, is his body going to react differently?
Do you think he's going to finish the year?
Would he finish the year?
The reason I say it is because at first it was, well, he just needs to not throw for 2 weeks.
You think
and
it's
then
worse?
It got worse, and then he got a shot. It's not getting better.
Here's my major concern is that you're absolutely right, that it went from a small tear. He'll be back.
It went from a strain to a tear, didn't it?
Yes, he'll throw in a week. Then all of a sudden a picture showed a tear. And now all of a sudden the doctor went from, 2 weeks to 3 to 4 weeks. Or 6 weeks, excuse me.
Now 6 weeks.
Now it's 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some kind of a concern here. And is it going to get worse? I
don't think it's not going to get worse.
I don't think he'd be playing, though, if it could get worse.
I think the bigger concern is if this platelet thing doesn't work, there's obviously the next move would probably be a surgery after the season's over.
Maybe you try one more shot, but
yeah,
probably.
I think after the season's over. That's the thing. Look, the reality is if he gets surgery mid-season, the season's over.
If it's not bothering him, he's going to continue hitting.
Yeah, he's a badass.
Yeah.
It had to be bothering him for them to get a shot. No, because the shot isn't medicinal.
But he got the shot to get back on the field.
No. Yeah, he got the shot so he could throw again.
Yeah,
right. It doesn't mean it's hurting him while he's hitting.
Ideally, exactly. Ideally, they'd want him in right field because it gives the flexibility, like Ricky talked about with the DH.
Here's the problem: they gave him the first opportunity to go out and throw. He said nothing has changed. That was after a week and a half.
Yeah.
Does anybody remember that?
About a week and a half.
About a week and a half.
2 weeks.
Then he decides I'm not going to go out and throw anymore because it felt the same again. That's an issue.
Yeah,
right there is the issue that. You're not getting better, which means without a surgery or if this PRP didn't work, I mean, there's no other plan until after the season.
What do you think is going to happen if you had to be a betting man?
Sooner or later, there will be a surgery on that, most likely.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, no question.
I know they're talking about the plasma is supposed to scar it over, but that only masks it for a little while. Let me put it this way. I had elbow surgery. I had 2 quarter-size bone spurs that they went in and took out. And when they went in and took it out, they have to do exploration around your elbow. They said, well, you're never going to have Tommy John surgery. I'm like, why? They said my calcium had gone around
the ligament.
I have a ligament in there that's calcified over. And
it's basically in a cast.
It's like super glued. Yes. Yeah. So
Wow.
I was never going to have Tommy John.
Yeah. So you said how do you feel? I know he's going to need surgery.
I'm not real comfortable with this right now.
Do you think he's going, or do you think he could be done for the year?
Done for the year outfield wise?
Yeah, no, I think he's definitely done for the year.
I think he's done for the year outfield.
I'm not buying that.
No?
No, I mean, if this thing does work, he'll be back on the field.
You think?
Yeah, I do. Although the one thing that would really bother me, if he's got to make a couple tough throws, that thing could just go again.
Well, because he's not your most textbook thrower. He's a flat-footed,
little sidearm. Not
his
really
body
sidearm,
doesn't
but he
square
throws
up.
His elbow out front a little bit.
He overpowers his throws with his strength.
On the throw that he did it, he was standing sideways in flat foot.
He's flat-footed a
You
lot.
can't throw. It's not that hard to crow hop and throw.
No,
you wouldn't think.
Well, they don't teach it.
Well, he's got a cannon, so he hasn't had to do things traditionally.
Yeah, but I mean, I had a cannon too. But I mean, if I was playing the outfield, I'm going to crow hop and throw. It's just going to make it stronger.
I know.
So the chances, I kind of want something definitive, maybe that we can hold on to, that he's hitting in this lineup for the rest of the season.
I would say 90%.
Okay.
I would say 9. I think he's going to hit as long as that thing doesn't hurt. He said it. He's saying, and it sounds pretty truthful, that it doesn't hurt when he hits.
I mean, I believe him. He was hitting 500 and hitting the ball out of the ballpark.
Why does he have to wait a couple of days after the shot? Because of how it feels after you get that?
Because it's a discomfort. Like when I had to have injections into my shoulder, that was a quote unquote surgery because they go into your joint, and trust me, it didn't feel good. I mean, you literally had to lay your arm over the front of you, and then they went and found
because it exposes it more that way.
Direct route that they could go in with the needle.
Right.
And they go in there, and you literally could feel them touch the back of your shoulder with the needle, and they're like, oh, a little too far. And they pull it back in and put blue dye in, and all of a sudden you get yourself an MRI.
All right, so with just him hitting for the rest of this season, we know what this lineup is capable of.
But is the lineup going to get tired?
That's a great point. So is it incumbent upon, I brought this up earlier this week, is it incumbent upon Dombrowski to address this outfit? Look, I wanted them to get a center fielder at some point all year long. Pat made a great point. It's really hard to do in May and June. Can they go out?
That's an awesome question because they need an extra guy. There's no doubt about it right now.
Yeah.
If he's not going to play the field, you need somebody. I'm not saying a guy that's. He doesn't necessarily have to be an all-star, but a guy that could play. You know, a guy that's going to give you something in return. Maybe some offense, maybe a little bit of offense. Maybe a guy that could play defense who's an average type hitter.
How about a leadoff center fielder? Wouldn't that just be scrumptious?
It costs you a lot.
Where you find
Probably.
it?
Yeah. Well, I know. I hear you.
No, there's some ponds that are out there right now. I mean, if you look, I don't know who Cincinnati still even has on that team. That's not on the injured list. But you got Cincinnati, you have
Pittsburgh,
Washington. You have some Washington. You have some teams.
Oakland.
The problem with those teams is they suck.
Right, but
so they probably have crappy players.
Well, they also probably want to get rid of some players.
Yeah, I mean they want to get rid of.
You
what
want a
they
leadoff
have.
hitter back?
Yeah, but
There's
where
one
does he
down
play?
in Washington.
No, but he plays second base.
I know.
That's the problem. Like
you can't find the right. fit. It has to be a center fielder.
Yeah,
has to be a center fielder.
And
in all reality,
you have to go down the list of major league teams that have that criteria.
It's really down to one position. Because when you look at what you're going to put him in left, then what do you do with Schwarber? You put him in right. What do you do with Castellanos? You don't have that luxury of moving people around the DH spot right now. So where does it really stand? Maybe a shortstop? Maybe.
What are you hearing anything on Mickey Moniak? Is it just he's taking swings
just
and
starting to take some swings?
Okay.
So
how long does that take for somebody?
Joe said he felt good.
If he's feeling good, it could just be
couple starts.
Takes 3, 4, 5 days to get some swings in, some batting practice. Then, maybe they put him in single A to get some swings, move him to double after a week, and then here we go.
Yeah, he'll definitely need minor league assignment.
I would say about a month. Less than a month, I think he'll be back.
9 o'clock hour. It's brought to you by The Bagster. Dumpster in a bag. Get yours today at Home Depot and Lowe's. For details, go to bagster.com.
But I don't want them to count on Mickey Moniak as the answer either.
No, they shouldn't.
He's not the answer.
Exactly. But that's a Phillies move. Well, Mickey's coming in a month.
Yeah,
and then he comes up here and looks outmatched again.
We've already seen what Bryson Stott has done. But spring training, this guy looked like the next coming. All of a sudden, he gets into the regular season. Not the same. It's never the same.
No, you're putting unfair expectations on a 24-year-old.
Right, and he doesn't need that right now.
No, he doesn't.
Doesn't that just sound like the Phillies?
I mean, in all honesty, Bryson probably needs a little bit more tenderizing in AAA.
Probably.
And he'll get it when Didi comes back.
Well, most likely. I mean,
he'll be
that's
back down.
getting to be a little bit of a nuisance.
Didi?
Yeah, and I like Didi Gregorius, but this is a guy that, what is he bringing to your table?
Okay,
you're having Thanksgiving dinner. What is he bringing to the table?
That's pretty good.
Biscuits?
Fun name.
He's a knight. He's better, Didi.
I'm just saying. He's going to bring the bread.
Didi.
Everybody else is bringing something else.
He's been very disappointing these past 2 years.
He's so much.
First year he was
I
great.
feel like he's so much better than that. But now,
Yeah, so do I.
Now you're watching. I mean,
Maybe he fell off a cliff.
He's hitting like 279, 280, whatever it is.
Yeah, his hitting isn't horrible.
But if you look at, it's not like line drives. It's like
loop singles.
Yeah, there's not a lot of much in there.
I don't see Joe ever taking him out though.
No, Joe loves him.
Joe loves him. Yeah, it's like
hitting
how
260 on the.
It's like how Gabe loves Sean Rodriguez.
Oh.
And you're like, why the hell do you continue to play Sean Rodriguez?
I don't know what you're talking about there, Pat.
I like
had a really good out bat in the third.
I like what they're doing.
Mustache. It's a beard, a mustache.
I like what they're doing with Alec Bohm and that they're just being patient with him. Now and we talked about it a little bit earlier. His defense has been okay, which is a step up from.
It's not great. It's never going to be great.
And his bat's good.
He's tall, lanky. His bat's been very good.
Yeah, but they're just being. Look, they're just throwing him out there every day.
I'm going to tip my cap to the Philly fans because could have lost him in one day. Could have really lost him in one day after he said that about the stadium and that he did
to his credit, he bought himself right back.
That could have been a turning point for him.
Yes, very well. I think it was.
He started playing well after that.
Well, he was hitting well before that. Like he's hit well all season.
When you have pressure,
defensively, he's been trash.
Yeah, when you have pressure on yourself, it makes it harder to do anything, whether it be hitting or playing the field. And then you have a game like that. And all of a sudden, you said something like that. Now the pressure is just mounting, right? The weight on your shoulder just keeps getting heavier and heavier. All of a sudden, you come up the next day and you get a standing ovation.
Yeah,
and you're like, "Wait a minute,
they love me."
Yeah, I'm not that bad. All of a sudden, your own perspective on yourself changes in an instant.
Yeah, I'm rooting for the kid. I said it before the year started. Just give him the shot. And it looks like they are now. Look, he might cost you a couple games with his glove, and I guess you live with it, question mark. But I wish they would do the same thing with Bryson Stott.
3, there's 4 guys that play the field right now that could really mess up a game with their defense.
Yeah, I don't even care about his glove at this point. Like I'm way more relieved that he looks like the Alec Bohm that should have won Rookie of the Year in 2020 than. That was my big concern. Like, I know if the glove never comes around, fine. But if he was going to hit 230 like he did last year, that's a way bigger concern.
He's learning how to hit every day.
Yeah,
he's getting better and better.
Goes to the opposite field a lot with a young player. I love to see that.
And the irony of that is that when you watch JT Realmuto right now, he's trying to go to the opposite way, and it's not working.
And then last night he gets a hit up the middle. Rolled his hands up the middle, looked good, high pitch off the Snell.
If you notice when he's going the other way, it's always up in the air.
Yeah.
Everything's up.
So maybe that turned him a corner last night. I don't know. Schwarber looked horrible. His first at bat struck out again after striking out 4.
Did he have a hat trick? No. Who had the hat trick last
Golden Sombrero.
Did he have the
No,
golden?
that was 2 nights ago, yeah.
Somebody had
struck
a hat
out
trick
4
last
times
night.
2 nights ago.
Did Reese?
I don't know. I don't have the box score in front of me.
But go ahead.
I was going to tell you, if you want another Wendy's, they're still out there.
Castellanos had 3 strikeouts.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm not worried about him, though.
No.
Go, Bob.
If you want a hot and juicy hamburger, you can go for the square. Wendy's serves up fresh, never frozen, always square beef. Go to Wendy's and grab a Dave's Double or Triple and taste that hot, juicy square difference. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's hot and juicy hamburgers. Fresh beef is available in the contiguous, I did, U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
So awkward.
It's Ricky.
Stop saying it.
You tongue tie me. I can't. It's on the paper. You have to read it, Rick.
Well,
you got to do what they tell you.
Be better.
It's part of the job.
Look for a synonym.
Yeah, I should. Well, we tried to find one, but we're all too
By the way,
stupid
how about
to
that
find
word?
Which one?
Like contiguous, you're having a hard time with.
Yeah.
But then you have to say, well, I'm going to look for a synonym. Cinnamon bun. A synonym.
Synonym.
Why did
they make words hard?
Why did they make that word hard? Because most of the time you can't say the other word, so you're looking for something that means the same.
Comfortable is easy to say.
No,
you're saying it.
Still saying it wrong.
Weird.
Bob.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you just did. That was
it's
bad.
It's not comfortable.
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
That's perfect. Stay right there.
It's
That's
comfortable. Whatever.
You sound like a tryhard.
So this pitching staff, Ricky, I think it was last week when you were in. They had just gone through 2.5 cycles of their starters, and I think they were floating a 2 ERA out there somewhere around there. Pat brought up a question earlier, and we didn't mention them. Biggest surprise of the Phillies team. Is that one of them, or is this expected to you?
I thought they would have 3 or 4 guys that could go. And I think right now, when you really look at it, there's one in Zach Eflin who really hasn't gotten the job done. And
I thought he looked all right last game.
4.5 ERA. I mean, I'm just going by the numbers right now. I think he could. Well, but what I'm saying is he could be better. We know that.
But can he?
Yes, I think he can.
Or is this just what he is at this point?
He has an easy learn. All he has to do is watch what Gibson is doing every time out. And then figure out where do I change. If Gibson did something differently, maybe he could either follow it or go a completely different direction if it didn't work for Gibson. He has an easy job.
He's frustrating because he looks great through 4 innings.
At times,
and then the wheels kind of seem to fall off, and he goes, the end of the night, he goes 6 and gives up 4 runs.
Yeah,
and you're like, well, he pitched all right, yeah. But in reality, like he really. Numbers-wise, he didn't.
He's got the stuff to be good.
Yeah.
Like his ball moves as long as the whole thing is becoming consistent. And if you can't be consistent through, 6 or 7 innings, that's where you start that's where the ERA sits at a 4.5 to 5.
Gibson's my biggest surprise for
that is a big surprise.
That is a good one.
I mean, like that guy, when he was with the Twins, he was terrible.
But is it though? Think about last year before he came over here. Look at his numbers.
Yeah, but that's a 1-year wonder. That's why I was surprised.
You're surprised that he did it again.
I'm surprised that he replicated it. Yeah, I kind of thought last year was a fluke.
He fell a little bit backwards around July. So we'll see if it has the same effect.
But pitching in this stadium compared to Texas.
This stadium, the ball's not going anywhere right now.
No.
I don't know whether it's the weather
or weather.
Is it just the weather? It has to be.
Well, the weather's been cool.
Yeah.
We'll see on Saturday how the ball flies. How about that?
Why?
96. Yeah, it's going to be a hot weekend.
And Sunday, 94, I think.
Yeah.
Jeez, it's like perfect. It's like a Zach Wheeler fastball.
Well, it's typical of our area, isn't it?
Yeah,
we can't seem to hold like 75, 80 degrees in the spring.
And then all of a sudden it goes bam.
Screw it. We'll just skip that and go straight to 97.
We're like going
right in the face.
We're like going from Jamie Moyer to Cole Hamels.
Yeah. Well,
like you go from an 80 mile an hour fastball to a 93.
Let's go to Billy Wagner.
Yeah, you could have gotten a better fastballer than Cole Hamels.
Well, I didn't know if Billy Wagner he didn't pitch on a team with actually, yeah,
he was on the Phillies.
No, I'm saying he didn't pitch with Jamie Moyer, but he did.
Everybody pitched with Jamie Moyer. He pitched until he was 80.
That 06 season they were teammates.
Yes, I would agree. Staples Stores are new world of possible with innovative tools for small business and remote workers and learners. Explore more at your local Staples store or staplesconnect.com. I have a YouTuber here that's making fun of me of the words I cannot say. Contiguous, he puts on there. He says,
Wait, Bob. Jamie, you have 10 seconds. Name 5 words Bob can't say. Go.
Comfortable.
That's not.
So he's got contiguous, exacerbate, and lackadaisical. Because I say lackadaisical instead of lackadaisical. I say lackadaisical. So thank you for pointing that out, Fairless Dave. We really, really appreciate you. And thanks for listening.
It's probably from Fairless Hills.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
I want to shout out my guy Marketing Pro who tweeted in some words of encouragement to me today.
Yeah?
I want to thank him for listening.
You needed some encouragement today because you were struggling early on.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah,
early on.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm.
It ended?
No, I think
some people would say I'm still
around.
struggling.
No. Ricky and I were just talking about you behind your back. You really have come around this morning.
I gave up 5 in the first.
Yeah, but now you've settled in.
Settled in a little bit.
He sounded miserable until I got in here, which must be me.
You just need the rest of us to pick you up a little bit.
Rick, you brighten up my day, bud.
So that's what we're going to try to do. All right, John Kincade Show here. What we're going to do coming up, we want to talk a little bit 76ers, and Jamie hits on one of our favorite podcast peoples when we do. Time at the Fanatic, 9:22.
My wife and I moved into our new home about 18 months ago, and when we walked through with the home inspector, he said, dude, I can't believe this HVAC unit is still up and running. It's like 30 years old. We loved everything about the home, but we knew we were going to need a new HVAC system. I took my time in choosing one. I asked around, I listened to people, I read reviews online, and the answer was simple. We've all heard John Kincade talk about his HVAC guys. Well, they're now mine, too. At H&H Heating and Air Conditioning. Give them a call. It's an absolute no-brainer. I talked to Joe last week. We scheduled an estimate so H&H can determine the best system for our home and for our budget, most importantly. You know, with 2 young girls at home and a 96-degree day coming on Saturday, it's going to be a sweltering summer. And I'm not playing any games when it comes to my family's comfort this summer. Having options is important to us, and so is dealing with a reputable, honest, and trustworthy company, which is another reason you should call H&H. It's a no-brainer. So if you're worried your AC won't last this summer, schedule an estimate with H&H Heating and Air Conditioning. Visit DelcoHVAC.com. That's DelcoHVAC.com, and tell them Jamie Lynch says hello.
The John Kincade Show.
They're like the family from hell on acid that's on steroids.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Today's John Kincade Show is being brought to you by Wendy's. Fresh, never frozen square patties. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's hot and juicy hamburgers.
Paid for by Fidelity.
Today we're talking to Lauren, a financial services associate at Fidelity, about her Series 7 career. So Lauren, we know having your Series 7 is key, but when it comes to your career, what were you looking for that you found with Fidelity?
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, I think the big lesson is that I just didn't know what I didn't know. I knew I was looking to find things like great benefits, great technology to better serve clients, though most of all, the resources and a culture of support to help me grow my career. So you start to wonder what your options may be.
Can you tell us a bit more about your Series 7 career with Fidelity?
Yes. So with Fidelity Investments, I found the growth opportunities I was looking for with my Series 7 and also a great culture with a company that puts clients first. This actually helps me achieve something much more powerful than I could have at my past job.
If you're looking to make a switch like Lauren, Fidelity Investments is hiring Series 7 professionals near you. Trade up to a company with the growth opportunities and reputation for putting people first that you'd expect from a large financial firm. Visit branches.fidelitycareers.com. That's branches.fidelitycareers.com. Fidelity is an equal opportunity employer.
You know, as a 2-time cancer survivor, I know that when it comes to funding cancer research, every dollar counts. And I'm thrilled to announce that the American Association for Cancer Research has agreed to partner with us once again this year as the official charity of the John Kincade Show. So if you've been touched by cancer directly or through someone you care about, join us in working to defeat these devastating diseases, because together we can help accelerate scientific discoveries that are going to benefit patients and families everywhere. Make a donation to the American Association for Cancer Research today, because donations from private citizens like you and me add up to big breakthroughs that are going to save lives. And I'm living proof. There's almost 17 million of me out there. I know it's a scary thought. We're cancer survivors today because of you and your generosity. The AACR and its more than 50,000 researchers worldwide drive the progress. Join me. Donate today. Support the scientists and doctors who will discover that next breakthrough. Let's give hope to cancer patients and their families. Donate online right now. AACR.org/fanatic. That's AACR.org/fanatic, because cancer research saves lives.
1877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1877 Cards for Kids. 1877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title? No problem. With gas prices at all-time highs, now's the time to donate.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
With your donation, you'll receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher, so donate today.
Hey there, casino fans. I'm here to let you know that the new BetRivers.com casino app is here. It's got lots and lots of exciting slots and table games to play, fast payouts, and a rewards program you'll love. Plus, with award-winning customer service, the excitement never stops. So get ready, casino lovers, to experience the BetRivers.com difference you can trust. It's a whole new game. Download it today.
Presented by Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Beasley Media's Philadelphia digital division continues to grow, and we're looking for qualified candidates. To see the full job description and qualifications for our digital sales strategist, ad operations, and digital sales coordinator positions, go to 97.5thefanatic.com/now hiring. Positions are full-time and include benefits. Please deliver your resume and cover letter to digitalphilly@bbgi.com. Beasley Media Group, LLC is an equal opportunity employer.
It's Cuz. Thinking about getting an engagement ring? If you're ready to pop the question, you got to go to Golden Nugget Jewelers right now. Largest selection of certified diamonds and engagement rings. Your perfect ring is at Golden Nugget Jewelers. Major financing options, unbeatable prices for name brands such as Veragio and Tacori. Online today at goldennuggetjewelry.com. Golden Nugget Jewelers, where Philly gets engaged.
When you want a hot and juicy hamburger, go for the square. Wendy's serves up fresh, never frozen beef on every burger. And yep, those patties, they're square. So go to Wendy's and grab a Dave's Double and see the hot and juicy square difference for yourself. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Hot and juicy hamburgers. Fresh beef's available in the contiguous USA, Alaska, and Canada.
Save on berries for your spring picnic at Whole Foods Market. Enjoy 16-ounce organic strawberries for $3.79 through May 24th, plus an extra 10% off for Prime members while supplies last. Promo varies by location. See app for details.
BetParks has a special odds boost promo for all customers for tonight's Game 2 Eastern Conference Finals, Boston at Miami. The BetParks Get Even odds boost. Bet that one player will score over 30 points in Game 2 tonight and get odds of plus 100. That's even money. Go to the app or betparks.com for this odds boost for tonight's game. You bet that one player will score over 30 points in Game 2 tonight and get odds of plus 100. That's even money. You don't need to pick the player or team or number of points. Maximum bet $10. Website has terms and conditions. You must bet before 8:30 tonight. Must be 21 in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on Odyssey. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
There is no such thing as an off-season for Eagles football on this show. More of the John Kincade Show now.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
9:30 here on the John Kincade Show, 97.5 The Fanatic. Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, Connor Thomas, the coach. Eric Camille getting it done today as John prepares for his daughter's graduation from high school. Pat, what were you named in high school? Any awards won by you, whether fun or serious or anything?
Class clown and most school spirit.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Huh, how about that? What's that? Ricky said he's still a clown?
I said I could see the clown part.
Yeah. School spirit.
You can't see school spirit?
Absolutely. Well, yeah, I guess I can. He's got a Union jacket on, Phillies hat. There's
I bet she's got a jersey under there, too. What'd I tell you?
See, you can't double up on the Phillies.
Why?
Why?
No, I'm all big about matching hat and shirts and stuff.
You got a Phillies jacket and a U.S. Open hat. What are you talking about?
So
Red, white, and blue.
I opened the door today and I realized it was cold, so I grabbed the jacket. I just haven't taken it off. But the plan was jersey, hat.
You going to the game today?
Nah.
Why not?
I have things to do.
See, the spirit has fallen apart for him.
We got spirit. How about you?
I have things to do.
How do you get school spirit? What did you do? Lead the cheers in the stands and stuff like that? Like
He was
were
the
you
only
guy?
male cheerleader.
He was
They
the
didn't even have
cheerleader they
it.
threw up in the air.
See, I was just asking an honest question.
We had a student section at Doherty called the Looney Bin.
The Looney Bin.
It was a big part of the Looney Bin.
Did you bring the newspapers?
Get the opponents' heads.
Yeah, bring the news. You started the chants.
We did, yeah. I started the chants.
Yeah.
We got wild.
Yeah?
Plus,
got after it?
Class of 07 didn't have a whole lot of spirit.
Mr.
So,
Snuffy says high school, more like short school. Am I right?
Oh,
not bad, Snuff.
That's horrible.
Roasted.
I
Not
give it to
bad,
John when he does the short jokes.
No, not bad.
That wasn't bad.
That wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
No,
Come
that
on,
wasn't
Snuff.
too bad.
I expect better out of you, Mr. Snuffy.
By the way, I could see him like as an evil spirit in the stands, though.
I could see him being like the mascot devil and like really poking and prodding opponents
until they come after him and then he says, "Look at me, I'm too small."
No, I've always tried to be creative with the insults. So like I told you guys,
and you're very good at it.
I told you guys, like me and my buddy back in like 04, we'd go print out before smartphone. We'd print out the relief pitchers' stats, and then we'd go heckle them with their own stats. That's way better than doing.
See,
like,
I gotta tell you
suck.
something. Being a former pitcher, that never bothered us because you already knew your stats, so it wasn't really bothering. You know what?
But you're so used to getting like. Look, by the way, let me be clear. I knew that we were never bothering any of them. Like I knew that we weren't actually having an effect on the relief pitcher warming up. But I also thought it was more creative than, "Hey, so and so, you suck." I'd rather heckle you with. By the way, in 2001, you had a 5.4 ERA. What happened?
Yeah. No, that's fine. I don't know if I would even respond to that. I think I'd respond to the "you suck" thing. I'd say, "Yeah," and I'm wearing a big league uniform, and you?
See, but you can't argue with numbers.
Well, they can't argue with they're not wearing a big league uniform.
I remember the ref.
The players can't argue with them.
I was playing in high school. The ref handed me a pretty big game. The ref handed me the ball at the foul line, and the cheerleaders, Camden High cheerleaders, started the "you ugly." UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly.
That's
right. You ugly.
They can't do that anymore.
I started laughing. I had to give the ball back to the ref. I acted like I was like, "Here, hold on 1 second." I gave it back because I was laughing. And "you ain't got no alibi. You ugly." And they're stomping their feet. I'd never heard that before. I thought it was hysterical. Yeah.
Did you make the shots?
We lost. Camden was number 1 in the country that year. We lost the game by 8. I probably made the foul shots. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah,
of course you did.
80% foul shooter. Cheerleaders can't get under my skin.
He's our own Al Bundy.
It's hard to shoot a foul shot when you had a tear in your eye from people calling you ugly, Rick.
You're beautiful to me, Bobby.
Nowadays, that is what happens.
Yeah, right. All right, so our favorite talking 76er had something to say last night, Jamie.
Yeah, Danny Green's podcast did his kind of year in review, I guess, episode. I do find the current athlete doing
Did you hear
podcasts.
that too, Ricky?
You just said urine.
You did. I was gonna.
100%. You said urine. Urine review.
I was gonna let it go, but yeah, you did.
Urine?
Urine review.
Did not say. You did not say you're in.
Well,
It
this
definitely
Sixers
came out
season,
urine.
yeah, this Sixers season felt like urine on my shoulders.
Well, it was
Does that-
kind of
does that
funny
apply?
because he noticed it. I noticed it.
A
and
real
I heard-
stinky
and I heard
asparagus
Connor over
pee.
there.
That's what this Sixers season was. Well, this urine review from Danny Green yesterday, he went on to talk about a lot of stuff, you know, one of them being that he hasn't talked to Daryl Morey yet about his 1-year option for $10 million. He said he's not close to retiring until he can't D anybody up anymore. He'll be back, he thinks, by midway through next season. You know, like no questions asked, he'll be ready. Some other stuff, the shortcomings, Doc's system. But he had one particular answer that made my ears go, huh? He was talking about the maturity of this team. Now let's play the cut.
Or lack thereof.
Well, yeah. And let's listen to Danny's words, and then we'll dissect them.
I just think throughout the year, we have a lot of young guys. So inexperience in the young guys, and throughout the year, the ups and downs that we went through, it didn't help. Because I think the youngness and the experience makes us still a lot more immature than the other teams. Miami has experience, had a lot of depth, they're a lot more mature than us. Even Joel, even though he's been in the league for so long, you know, he still has some growing and maturing to do. I think, you know, we have it at times, but I think the biggest thing is building habits. And throughout the year, we were able to do it the way we wanted to. So yeah, hopefully a year of growth will help these guys become more mentally tough and help them mature.
He's about to be 29 years old.
What the hell? Did he just throw Embiid under a bus?
He just threw the whole team. He said those guys.
That was a troubling answer to hear. One, I don't want to hear about maturity issues anymore. Like, your starting 5 are all veterans of the league.
Yeah,
Shut
Maxi's in his second year. That's it.
Yeah.
And then your first guy off the bench is George Niang, who's
a veteran.
A veteran.
Joel Embiid is about to be 29 years old. Why are we talking?
Shocking.
Why are we talking maturity issues?
There shouldn't.
Do you disagree?
He's in the locker room. I'm not. So I got to take him at his word. I don't know why. I don't think Danny Green's the type of guy that would lie about something like that.
I don't either.
No, I don't
Yeah,
doubt
but
him.
maturity in what sense? He never said that.
That's a
did he?
great question.
Because there's a maturity level for everything. Is he talking NBA basketball maturity
I
level?
think. That's a really good point.
Or is he talking like age-wise maturity level that these guys haven't grown up?
Yeah.
I think he's referring more to they haven't grown up in basketball yet.
That's the way I took it on the basketball
But even
floor.
if you're taking that, he just threw Embiid under the bus.
That was kind of a salacious little minute and a half he went on there.
It was very. And to say
kinda
those
enjoy
guys
it,
need to.
I like it too, but it has me maybe a little more worried than I was 24 hours earlier.
What I find interesting, too, is he said those guys and not we
him.
or
Right. He
us.
has
And
no part
last
of
year, it was we and us. And a report
might
came
know
out
he's
that
gone.
he met with Daryl Morey. He said he'd be back at the All-Star break from his injury, and he met with Daryl Morey about his future with the team. So, yeah, I think he knows he's gone. And all of a sudden, it's those guys.
Let's throw darts.
Right? Isn't that kind of
It could be.
troubling?
It literally was. If you have a cluster of chess pieces, he was picked up and moved over here, and the cluster's still there.
Yep.
He totally separated himself from this basketball team.
Why are they having maturity issues?
All right, look, if I was to ask you, and Ricky brings up a great point, are they talking about on the floor? If I were to ask you to describe Joel Embiid's basketball game, and you had two choices, mature or immature, which would you choose?
Mature.
I mean, he became a father, so I thought that matured him.
No, I'm just talking about the way he plays the game.
He's talking if you watched a game without knowing who he was, would you think he was mature?
If I watched the last game where he flopped on the floor
There you
12
go.
times, I would say immature.
That's the whole point I think Bob's
and
trying to
look,
make.
he fell into Danny's knee and shredded his knee.
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean,
well, he's flopping.
That probably influenced his answer there.
He's flopping because he learned how to fall. Is that more or less correct?
I don't know. I've heard such back and forth. He told us one time, I was in the cluster when he said, yeah, I fall because it's easier for me to fall than I've been told it was easier for me to fall than to put the pressure on my knees of landing. I would rather teach him to land, which sounds silly, but you can teach someone to land. Now, I had a coach that taught us every little intricacy of the game of basketball, from how to take a charge and fall and push off on the ground.
Yep.
Every little thing. You can learn how to land.
He does a touch and go, is what I would call it.
Well,
he doesn't want it. He taps his feet and falls backwards, so it's almost like a touch and go type fall.
Yeah.
But I understand what you're saying. Yes, there are little intricacies that you can get away with in basketball. Everybody's gone through them in high school, whatever area you play.
But wasn't Danny brought here to be the mature winner in the room?
Obviously, that didn't work out.
Yes.
Because that should rub off on other players.
So
right?
doesn't he have a role in this?
Again, look.
He might, but I mean, at what point do they have to look themselves in the mirror and do it themselves?
I've told you guys this before. You know how I feel about leaders and like you have to anoint somebody a leader. Well, okay, that means the rest of the guys have to be followers. And some guys aren't going to follow. Danny Green could have been brought in here to be the mature leader. That doesn't mean Joel Embiid is going to follow him in that, and maybe that's what he's talking about. I don't know. Like, we're all speculating. I don't know, but that was damning.
Right? I heard that last night, and I went, what the hell's going on in that locker room?
I would love to know.
They're not a
because
young team.
That
They're
makes
not.
no sense. They're not. I mean, when you look at their team, I don't say, oh, the young Sixers.
He mentioned Furkan, Shake, and Isaiah Joe by name earlier, saying, yeah, they're pretty young. Those guys
Furkan's been here for like 25 years, it feels like.
Yeah, and they should be your 9 through 12 players on the bench.
After your third year at any pro level, I think you're no longer a young player.
Yeah.
Third year, that's perfect timing for me. After your third year, no. You know everything about the league, whatever league you're in.
You should.
Exactly.
It's just continual excuses.
I think growing up in a league, I think, becomes when you don't have any more. Not that you don't have questions, but you have an idea.
Yeah.
Nothing
surprises you.
You're part of the idea.
Right.
Instead of being like, how do I know what's going on? How do I figure myself out? After 3 years, you better have figured yourself out.
Joel's been in the league, what, 7 years now?
Joel is not. He's not the problem.
You made it. You used a word there that I want. You said, "I'm tired of the excuses." What if it's frustration on Danny Green's part and not an excuse? What if he's
Aren't they
basically
cousins?
saying, "Oh no"? What I'm saying is, what if he's basically saying, like, "My God, grow up."
I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah. So I don't think it's. I think excuses would be, well, because he could have couched it better if it was an excuse. I think.
Grow up by
Like,
not.
he just said it.
By not taking the next step. Is that why he's getting frustrated?
I don't know. It's. I'm glad you brought this up, Jamie, because it's really. It doesn't bode well at all.
No, it didn't give me a good feeling about the future.
And you have James Harden and Joel Embiid
And
leading
Tobias
your team.
Harris has
and
been in the
Tobias
league
Harris.
10 freaking years.
What are we talking about?
You can't say this team is immature. You
No. You can say they're immature, but you can't say
But-
they're inexperienced.
Then again, as Jamie pointed out, the guy's in the locker room.
Exactly.
He's clearly feeling or seeing something
But
that's.
you're talking about the locker room, and I'm sitting here thinking, what could possibly be going on in the locker room that?
Yeah, think about
that. James Harden is going to a strip joint. Who cares?
No, but I don't think it's that. I think it's the way, and it's a lot of stuff that we talked about. It's the way that these guys reacted to the Embiid news, and it's the way the Embiid acted towards the Embiid news. Like, he was moping. He was, Jamie said it. Like, the video of Joel Embiid coming into the Wells Fargo Center downtrodden, he immediately went, "Oh God, they're not winning this."
Yeah, I texted the group text chain, and I said, "Oh, the Sixers might lose by 30 now." And I saw that video of him walking in the tunnel of the stadium, and I know he's hurt and going through it and playing through pain. You can't let your opponent know that you feel that way.
And he shouldn't let you know.
And then the fact,
and not let alone your own teammates.
The fact that the teammates though seem to embody his attitude is in a way immature.
You just made a great point, Jamie. You can't let your opponent know. I don't know if you guys saw the it's E60 or a 30, 30 for 30 thing on the Chicago Bulls at the end of it, the dynasty at the end, when Michael Jordan against Utah said, "I had nothing left, but I couldn't let them see it."
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty-
yeah.
And Scottie Pippen had basically a broken back.
Yeah.
And he's playing in the game and trying to act like there's no problem.
Honestly, if I was Eric Spoelstra and somebody was like, "Hey, we just saw on Twitter this video of Joel walk,"
would have felt great.
I'd put it up on the big screen in the locker room, and I'd be like, "Attack that man."
Yeah. They don't think they can win.
Attack him. He's already quit. And I'm not saying he quit, but he was down on
He didn't
himself
want to be there.
It looked like he didn't want to be there.
Well, we don't really know how much pain he was
Oh,
in.
he could have been in a ton.
And that's the thing.
But you got to disguise it.
Yeah, I do think he was
Yeah,
in
true.
pain. And I mean, look, the guy's got a broken face and a torn ligament. He's absolutely in pain. And I'm not even so
And
much.
that probably wasn't even it.
Yeah, it probably wasn't. And I'm not even so much criticizing him. More so, it's the other guys on the team. Like, you can't let one teammate, no matter how good that teammate is, dictate your attitude in it.
But here's why it's BS, because look at the guys that should be feeding off of him. James Harden, been in the league forever.
Right.
Tobias Harris, been in the league forever. Danny Green, George Niang. Your main core were all veterans. So if your star isn't bringing the energy or isn't convincing the team that they're going to win, somebody else freaking do it.
Well, I feel like Maxey wanted to be that guy, but
He's
then
too
he
young.
had the
He just doesn't
poor,
have the-
poor
yeah.
start shooting in game
5 and
I
6.
think,
Yeah. Well, and we went through it. His workload, I think he kind of hit a wall. I mean, his workload tripled from
I'm sure
the
he
previous
felt
year.
it. Think
and
about
even
it. I'm
that,
sure he felt that.
from 2 years ago.
But he led the
because-
team in scoring in the playoffs.
and that's the weird thing.
Yeah, that is.
And that's with falling down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, when you want a hot and juicy hamburger, go for the Square. Wendy's serves up fresh, never frozen, always square beef. Go to Wendy's and grab a Dave's Double or Triple and taste that hot, juicy Square difference. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Hot and juicy hamburgers, fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada. All right, so yesterday we were at the Brian Dawkins golf outing.
Heard of him.
Beautiful day at Penn Oaks Golf
Wasn't
Club
invited.
out there in Westchester.
You weren't on the 2004 Eagles, Rick. Sorry.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
No, but you would have fit right in. Former athlete in good shape. Everybody recognized, oh, look, it's Ricky Bo. Ricky Bo's eating eggs. Wow, that's cool. You would have fit right in. But we got done.
I was
I don't
eating
know.
eggs.
Oh, Ricky Rose over there. He's eating eggs.
Well, that's where we saw
Ricky Ralph
everybody
and Blue
eating
Chips?
breakfast
Look
yesterday.
at Ricky eat those eggs.
That's where we're sitting there. Hey, there's Trent Cole. Look, it's Eddie George. There's Donovan.
Tim Brown.
Yeah, but afterwards we went to P.J. Wellahan's over there in Westchester.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there enjoying a little something to eat after our hard day of work at the golf club. And the bartender says to us, wait a second, were you guys at the golf outing? I said, yeah. She goes, are you from 97.5 The Fanatic? Your voices sound familiar. We said, are you a listener? And Nadia says, I listen every day. So we told her we'd give her a shout-out today at 9:45. Nadia. Am I correct, Connor? Nadia?
It was Nadia.
Yeah.
It's a pretty name.
Very, very nice girl, yes. She said her boyfriend got her to start listening, I believe.
Yep. I guess.
But
Nadia's the one who asked for the shout-out.
Yes.
So shout out Nadia.
Nadia was wearing a Bryce Harper jersey.
She was wearing a Bryce Harper jersey. All right, so I got a question for you guys here. Connor says he can tackle Brian Westbrook. He can beat T.J. McConnell in basketball. He could strike out Ricky Batalico. Blah,
we still
blah,
gotta make that one happen.
But he does something that I really need to explain himself. And you guys know what I'm talking about here. He shaves his armpits.
So what?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Thank you.
I don't know. Why?
Cleaner?
I'd like an explanation.
I think it would be cleaner.
Did you ever do it?
Yeah.
I mean,
but
have you
that
gone
was
through a period of life where you did it?
for pitching purposes, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you get extra speed on your fastball?
No, you just didn't want that feel down there.
I don't have a feel.
Well, as somebody with no
you don't
armpit
have hair, yeah.
I've never worn deodorant in my life. So to your point about it being cleaner, it's 100%.
I would say
Bingo.
it's cleaner. You know, hey, good for you.
I have no sense of smell. So
then why did he do it, though?
Because I have a hard time. I can't be like, do I stink? So when I remove the hair, it removes the moisture so I don't get the pit stains. It also makes it less likely that my armpits smell.
Coach, did you ever go through a period in your life where you went hairless in the underarm area?
Yeah, I said to you guys the other day when Connor told us the story, I'm 100% on board with it. Do it.
Thank you.
Not only armpits, which is great, but you shave your chest in the summertime too, which is great.
And you got to keep other areas clean too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got everything shaved. I'm good.
What do you got going on there, Bobby?
Nothing much.
Is your favorite golfer this weekend Gooch? I was speaking to Bush.
That's messed up.
Taylor Gooch, yeah, I like his odds.
Yeah. Might as well bet him then.
Who do you like this weekend in the PGA, Rick?
Tiger!
No, I would love to
Tiger
say
had a hell of a tee shot on hole number 1.
Let's go, Tiger!
He had a 2-iron about
Scotty
320.
Scheffler.
He's on fire
Scotty
right now.
Scheffler's probably he is the best golfer out there right now. Yeah.
What do you want me to go on a limb? I'm not going to say Tiger because I don't think he could win.
I think the more fun but realistic bet is does Tiger make the cut?
I like Jordan Spieth.
He's playing pretty well right now. He came in second last weekend.
Right. He's been striking the ball well. I think that gives him at least a little bit of a run in this thing, I think.
Rory is actually the second favorited golfer to win it, which
That's
shocks
surprising
me.
to me.
Shocks me. He hasn't finished in the top 10 in like 3 years.
Been a while.
Yeah.
He hasn't won a major in what, 10 years?
I saw a stat this morning. It was first 26 majors. Rory won 4, finished top 10 like 11 times, this and that. The last 26 majors since, 0,
So it's
0.
6+ years.
Yeah, it's
Probably
like
7 years.
He's in a real bad place. So to see him second on the odds list, I went,
who do you got, Bob?
Maybe I should buy that and list it on PropSwap this weekend because you can find the best odds, turn the hard wood into hard cash, pick your favorite teams now, and sell your bet whenever you want. It's all from your phone. Head to PropSwap.com.
Who do you got?
That's how you do it.
Yeah, that's a professional right there. Is that
Varner?
not?
How about Varner?
He wears the Jordans.
Yeah,
but he's been striking the ball well. I mean,
he had like an 85-foot putt a couple weeks ago.
He doesn't look like a winner. Like he doesn't look like. I shouldn't say he doesn't look like a winner.
It's golf.
No, he's like a little dumpy, and like now the golfers
Patrick
are all.
Reed won the Masters.
Yeah,
Get out of here
no
with
dumpy golfers
That's
ever
dumpy.
won.
Come on.
Colin Montgomery exists.
John Daly.
Back in the day, the guys aren't like that anymore. You need a fit guy. I'm going to go with John Rahm. He's a fit guy.
Is he?
Looks like
He kind of looks like a
not.
fat ass.
That's why I was saying it. It was a joke. John Rahm. I'm going to go with Rahm.
I bet Tiger, Cam Smith, DJ, and Burns.
Bubba Watson looks like he's a manager of an Arby's.
By the way, Cam Smith.
He's
That's
good.
a great call because that guy, for some reason,
He's
all
always in the top 10.
and especially in the majors.
Yeah.
Although he did it, where did he fold a little bit?
It was
wasn't too long. Was that
Was
the
it the
Masters?
waste management? No.
Masters?
Because no, he won in Arizona. Didn't he win the Phoenix? He won in Phoenix, right? And then he had another tournament a couple weeks later, and he was in the running, but he fell
He had
there.
the
Yeah,
lead late,
Genesis,
and then
maybe?
he fell down.
yeah, something. Yeah.
Yeah, what was it?
It was this year. It was definitely this
He
year.
was
I
in the
remember.
running at the Masters. I mean, he was,
He fell apart at the Masters.
yeah,
Well,
he
maybe it
had
was
a
the
I
bad.
have a hard
Yeah.
time saying anybody falls
No,
apart
yeah,
at
he
the
did like a
Masters
bad
'cause that's-
15 and
yeah.
16 that took him out of
Yeah,
contention.
right.
But I think he got it back on 17 and 18. He was right there.
He was.
Yeah.
Could have won it. I don't know. I
Well,
really
he won
haven't.
the players, right?
Totally.
I didn't dive deep into into the page.
Pat, do you have any idea about golf?
You guys could have thrown out a bunch of fake names, and I would.
10 seconds. Name 5 PGA golfers. Go.
Vijay Singh, Happy Gilmore, Tin Cup, Tiger Woods, and John Rahm.
We had named 2 real and 2 fake right away.
We had somebody ask earlier.
Vijay
Tell
Singh's not
Pat
on the
in
tour.
10 seconds to name 5 porn stars.
Oh, he could do
All right, ready? 10 seconds. 5 porn stars. Go.
Lana Rose.
Oh, don't play coy now.
I know. It's
Lana
fake.
Rhodes, Jennifer White, Jennifer. There's another Jennifer.
There's a lot of Jennifers.
Dylan Ryder.
Right.
I'm sure there's a
seconds,
Pat in there, too. Yeah. It's not
A
happening.
lot of good ones.
There's a lot of good ones.
It's hard to choose. It's hard to narrow it down. Siren DeMare.
Yeah.
Bob, I think you should take over.
Yeah,
now.
I think I will. PhillySportsTrips.com. That's right. They have the best trips to go see some of the birds play. So go reserve your spot now with a small deposit at PhillySportsTrips.com. Philly Sports Trips. Travel with the pros.
You forgot Bagger Vance.
We want to thank you all for joining us on the John Kincade
He's
Show.
legendary.
We will be back tomorrow. And tomorrow, because Jamie's going to a wedding, John's away, we're going to have Devon Givens in-house.
Can I shout out Andrew Bumgarner and
Way
his
to go,
soon-to-be
Andrew.
wife Kelly tomorrow? Congrats
you just
to them.
did. Good
Congrats.
job.
Port's
Congrats
finest.
to you. Stay clear, pal.
Yeah, you be good out there, and then don't embarrass yourself, and more importantly, don't embarrass your family.
I will
Jamie.
be fine. I never embarrass anyone but myself.
Again, thanks for joining us here on the John Kincade Show. Ricky, we will see you next week.
All right.
Can't wait. Stay tuned for the Cuz coming up next here on 97.5 The Fanatic.
The John Kincade Show
You're a middle-aged man. You can't be a DJ.
on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
This Fanatic Golf Report is brought to you by Parks Casino Sportsbook app, the #1 casino in PA. Just a short time left to enter the Fanatics PGA Championship contest. Pick the winner and the winning score. Par is 284. Go to 975thefanatic.com, click on the contest icon and enter to win great prizes like Callaway golf balls, tickets to the U.S. Senior Open, and gift cards from Parks Casino. 2 long shots to consider, 4-time tour winner Max Homa, and 3 times runner-up rookie Cameron Young. Entries close at noon on Thursday. Good luck. For the Fanatic, I'm Mike Rose.
Golf season, and the BetParks Casino and Sportsbook app has an unbeatable offer for all new customers.